I guess I thought of them a little bit higher because they were working for No Jumper, and I was like expected more of them.
Nah,
it's just a bunch of lazy niggas that got opportunities.
Nah, they're
that's what it comes down to.
They're the niggas.
Well, when you put it like that, yeah, that's beautiful, niggas.
It's kind of hard to even stay on track with No Jumper because none of you niggas is doing nothing.
Yeah, you don't care, so how the f we gonna care?
Yeah.
There's Lucifer, and then there's tow truck drivers.
Dead ass.
Now, let me. I hate tow truck drivers.
We've all done a lot of hard work in these last 5 months.
Yeah,
coming up off the back of these niggas' downfall.
A boom, boom, boom.
Yabba dabba do, people. Welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom University podcast. The podcast where we talk about people more successful than us at what we do. I am your lovely classmate, Tone Groove.
J Noblez.
AJ the Menace. And Lauren is on the board.
Right back here.
Yes, what episode is this?
19. And we're 1 day late. Apologies, but you know.
Oh yeah, you know, I was somewhere with a lot of sun getting black as hell.
Yeah,
I was about
you know
to say,
I'm not the only dark skin on the couches anymore. You know,
currently, yeah. I think I look a little bit more ethnic still.
Yeah, Tony is
I'm a little ambiguous.
Yeah, you went from Dominican to Ethiopian, honestly.
Yeah, Eritrean.
Definitely tapped into your African roots while you was over there.
Yeah, my ancestral plane.
Yeah,
for sure. But did you want to tell people, because there's no LOI show either. This will be coming out pretty much around the same time LOI will be coming out.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's obviously no LOI show for this weekend.
Somebody already sent us a gif of the Dave Chappelle crackhead.
For real?
Shout out.
Don't say the name.
Yeah, you know, our pharmaceutical sponsor. But every Wednesday, 6 a.m., 6 p.m., we're on next week. Yeah, you already know.
Yeah.
And if you haven't already, subscribe, like, share, do your due diligence. Watch the last episode if you haven't.
Need that. Now, yeah, for sure, watch the last episode. And I did a crazy content dump Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Saw nigga let out the fucking
look
at the bottom of the bin.
Yeah, bro. Because there was
shit was the gum stuck to the
nigga. There was clips from when the table was there.
Yeah, nigga started eating the great
show.
value Pop Tarts.
Yeah, so it was like I let the clip out this weekend. Because it was just like every week I just seemed to miss one clip. You know what I'm saying? And it's like 1 to 2 clips. And then they just started building up. Lauren had already had the covers for them. So I was like, these have to go. You know what I'm saying? So we just can't have at the end of the year 40 clips that never got released. You know what I'm saying?
It's essentially cheaper to give them out.
Yeah. So
than to waste all this damn data.
All the work has been done already. Some of them already had titles done. I didn't even have to do titles for them.
I think companies do that, you know, when they have bad products on the line, you know, they just make them $2.
Yeah, that ass. You got to get rid of them.
Manager special.
And what actually worked out, it was like we had a couple of them caught. You know what I'm saying? We had a Charlemagne one in the tuck. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we have a good hooks. You know, very good bait. You got good, you know, fucking photos. Shout out to Lauren. You know what I mean?
So
hey, you know, some of these drafts have been peer reviewed.
Facts. So we had a nice little chopper go over the weekend, and then now everybody's caught up. Everything's caught up, but we're back with another week, and the No Jumper. You know, this show started.
You know what this is about. We talking about the same niggas. We do this every week.
We do this every week.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
But the inception, the first episode of the official Homeroom University, kicked it all off.
This was the Big Bang.
This was the Big Bang for Homeroom University. Was the collapse of No Jumper, and that was when initially everybody left No Jumper. When in terms of like the ADs, Doknows, T-Rails, and all that.
And were we wrong? Because we titled it The Collapse?
Yes, we were. No, we were right.
No, it was a collapse. It was a collapse.
It was a collapse still.
Is it narcissistic to react to your own content?
Huh?
Is it narcissistic to react to your own content?
Depends.
No,
is that like masturbating to yourself?
I guess in terms of content world, yes. But at the same time, in terms of peak content, when you have the audience, it is nice to go back and review. It's like us watching the like
our highlights,
or our fucking tape reel to figure out how we can be better. You know what I'm saying?
It can be you jerking off to yourself in the mirror. It can be that.
It can be.
And I think for the most part, it is that. But
especially if
for the most part,
no. But it's only like that if we're watching it. And we're like, yeah, we was really snapping on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Context does matter because if we're watching that to see how accurate we were in our takes,
then that's okay.
That's journalism.
That's journalism for sure. Yeah. That's just looking at the tape. But
it's a fine line.
But
so there's my bad, real quick. There's a hyperlink in there that says real love. I want to start with that because it has nothing to do with anything. And I just think it's like a good starting point before we dive in.
First and
Gotta
foremost.
start slow.
Yeah.
But Adam, he didn't fall. He tripped a little bit, but he didn't fall. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know, the shoe got caught on the curb.
I don't know. I think he's missing teeth from this one.
No. I think
Dog. Like
That
right
nigga
now,
fell on his face.
he's about to be missing teeth. If you
I
know,
wonder-
things
Check
escalate.
that note again. I see this is real love, but there's no hyperlink beside it.
really.
Is it the one right above it? Because that note says something different.
What is this? Hold on. What
It
is
says
this?
this is so gay.
That nigga sound like
I don't know which
that
one I
nigga
would
sound like a
click
customer
I
service
forgot
rep.
about that.
Hell yeah.
I forgot
something
about that.
going
This
wrong?
is so gay note.
Said,
This is real love.
strange.
Yeah, why didn't I put the hyperlink in there? Damn, I'm bugging, and I just watched it too.
We have
okay.
we have a note that says this is so gay.
Yeah, I didn't
we
see the
do.
This is so gay note.
Well, let's start there. Let's. We're gonna jump into the.
This is so gay.
We're gonna tap into. We're gonna update everything in
Okay.
terms of no jumper. But this is one thing that I did want to show everybody. Cause
And this has to do with no jumper.
no. We'll get this out the
Okay,
way.
okay,
This has to
okay.
do with Destiny. Was on Fresh and Fit at some point. I don't know how old this clip is, but he was talking to Sneako and Myron. Yeah, your computer is tripping right now.
It was bugging out, bro.
But long story short, it's funny as hell because this is when like the red pill has gone too far, and it's where it's gone so far in a debate. And that's the thing about these debate spaces is that sometimes, a lot of the times, logic is thrown out the window.
Yeah, that's true.
It just
Yeah.
turns into an ego
Nigga
match.
said a lot of all the time.
Yeah, it turns into an ego match, and this is one of those moments where it was just like the ego match just had them like, I was like, damn, this is gay. You know what I'm saying?
that's what makes these entertaining though. We're not looking for real political discourse.
Yeah, that's a fact.
We
Yeah,
want to see you niggas hurt each other's feelings.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And you know, it's a bunch of beautiful black women on the panel, so I know they're about to disrespect them.
You don't know how these hoes identify.
I mean, that is true. That is factual. Wow.
I just came from a land where
But nah, man, you know, I mean, they look black. They actually look like the type of bitches you just left.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You never know with them.
That
It's all
one-
the same.
That
Shout
one
out
over
to
there, she
Making
looked like
Republic.
she fucking
What?
lost in the sauce.
I about to say, what Godfrey say, me no black.
But yeah, let's go ahead and watch this though, because I just think it's fucking hilarious.
This is
That's
how
not
a
how it
couple work.
No, it's
This
not.
is how a couple works.
This is absolutely
there
how it
are
works.
facts, and
there's a lot of books, personal growth books that literally say that choosing the right partner is really key to that process. But one thing that I will say is when a lot of those books were written, it's a totally different time to what we're in now. And women are very different to how they were back then. So had these same people been writing the books today, maybe they would have written them a little bit differently.
No,
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
you should still be choosing a partner that generally improves your lives and pushes you to improve.
Yeah.
Like that should absolutely be a
You
key
both
criteria. to
push
choose a
yourself.
partner.
This is like
How long is this video?
It's 15 minutes.
Nah, this ain't the. Why did my I clicked the same hyperlink. It took me to something a different video.
All right, let's see.
I think when your computer.
So,
was-
okay.
What
Yeah.
kind of relationship you guys even?
Spazzed out. There it is.
Yeah, it clicked a different one. I was
This
about to
nigga
say.
donated
It's,
$100 to this nonsense.
Is Destiny, has he gone
Ever
on
not
a
ever.
little sabbatical on Twitch? Like he left Twitch for a
I think
little bit?
I think he got a Rumble deal.
So, okay.
So
He's
he
a little
might
bit freer.
Yeah, I think
He got
so.
some
Yeah.
space to breathe.
Probably gonna
okay.
dye his hair green.
All right, want to run this
Yeah.
one?
Maybe
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Been talking about then,
Bro, she lives somewhere else. You live somewhere else. They come together every now and then. Do a sleepover.
Don't live with a girl,
Good to
bro.
see you.
You're having sleepovers with your
You go
fucking
back
wife.
home.
Yeah.
You're with
Yeah.
your girlfriend.
Yeah, bro. Again, I'm talking from a defensive standpoint to protect the guy. Like, don't live with the girl. Don't get married. Absolutely, yeah. And here's the other reason why it's bad. I don't suggest guys live with girls. Like, number one, that mystery is gone. Number two, you're gonna get softened up living with your girl because she's gonna be like, oh, hang out with me, have eat ice cream, all this other bullshit. Like, nah, man, you need to be by yourself or live with other guys that got their shit together so you stay sharp.
You're living with the bro squad.
Or live
Is
by
that so
yourself.
you guys
or
can
live
have
by
like
yourself.
the keys to your chastity cages
Or-
while you're all
or-
like bunking
or live
together?
by
Like,
yourself.
oh, he's funny. Can you give me the key tonight? Like, I want to go f somebody. Like, yeah, but I'm gonna tape the condom on your little pee-pee before you.
Here's
leave
the
it.
thing, because men are
Bro,
inherently
you can't make gay
competitive.
jokes if you're bisexual. You can't make gay jokes.
I can make gay
Like,
jokes
that
because I'm
doesn't-
bisexual. It makes it extra okay.
Okay, because you're
I'm
calling
not
it
even gay enough to live with other
You're calling
guys,
it
man, and not
gay.
live with
You're
my-
calling it gay if like men who are friends or if I live with my brother, then that's gay.
That sounds like
But
the
you living with your
gayest shit in the world.
you
That's
actually
gay.
are gay and
That
you
is
live with your
gay
wife.
That's sucking.
But
Okay,
how,
There's
what
a
you're
guy
saying
on
does not
Grindr.
apply.
Can
The
you pause
guys
real
on
quick? Can you
Grindr on
pause
average
real
are
quick?
less gay than guys.
It's kind of reminds us of our show. Like they're just yelling about goofy shit. Like, nah, nigga, that's gay.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
They're
nah, that's
very
exactly
passionate.
what we do.
But I kind of it's a lot to untangle. It's
There's a lot of
one. I feel like I'm on the side of Destiny. It is gayer to say like, you know, I mean, nigga, you should live with your homies.
Yeah, with all of your homies
to stay separated to keep your mind sharp.
And on top of that, they even went to the point where they were saying like, you shouldn't even live in the house with your wife.
Whoa.
You should live with a group of homies.
With your buddies.
Yeah,
your brothers.
Like, nigga, what?
With your comrades.
And that, Destiny was like, oh, what, they're gonna put the condom on for you? It's a little funny.
Yeah.
But it is.
These niggas are the locker room.
It's a little weird. Like, I wonder, like, what is the starting point to this idea?
What do you mean?
Like, to where it gets to the point where it's like, nigga, you should live with your homies. Like, what is the starting point
These
of
niggas
that
are
idea?
broken, bro.
I think they're talking about. I think the starting point mainly is women are a distraction. See, this is the thing which is true, but this is the thing that's funny about like Fresh and Fit is like they coddle their audience, right? So like that's their whole thing. It's like it's one thing to be about self-improvement, but they're like, we have to teach these guys and get them prepared, and you know these guys they're getting finessed by these women.
It's like they're going to battle, right?
Yeah, it's like every episode. Yeah, it's like war against women because you can't help yourself as a man. You know what I'm saying?
But the chat it's like a, you know, you jerk me off, I jerk you off. It's back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, because even look at this comment. Like, they're on the side with Fresh and Fit. He called him 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑. He's saying he's an L.
I thought it was lesbian.
Yeah, lesbian's what he's saying.
It could go both ways.
Lil
honestly.
Wayne wrote this comment. Nigga, this is the best double entendre. He said, you said love is an obligation to your partner, while also saying if someone is bored in said relationship, they should walk away. So which is it? Is it an obligation or a whimsical feeling? Talking quickly doesn't make you intelligent. It makes you
A charlatan.
A charlatan. The nigga might
Can we get a Google on that, white man?
A charlatan.
Charlatan? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I don't know what that. I know what it. I don't know what it
That's
is.
one of the words you know how to use, but you don't know the Latin root.
Yeah,
the Latin
exactly. Yeah,
the Latin root.
We can use our common sense, but goddamn, when I start using, I want to be able to tell niggas the definition.
It's kind of crazy how the root word is charla.
A person falsely claiming. Yeah, right? Wow. A person falsely claiming to have a special knowledge or skill. A fraud.
A self-confessed con artist and charlatan.
Wow.
A fraud.
The niggas are phallus.
Well, the nigga, that's in my dictionary.
Well,
now.
I mean, it's a little extreme to call a nigga a fraud for, you know, kind of contradicting himself, because that's eventually going to happen in life.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But let's listen to the rest of this though, because I think they just
guys who are like, I don't live with my significant other 10 years because I'm shacked up with bros that are high value men, so we can slap each other's dicks on the way in and out of the bathroom while we help each other with our high value lifestyle. That sounds like the gay shit in the world.
Here's the thing. I didn't say like you need to live with other guys. What I'm saying is that it's better to either live with other dudes or live by yourself, but don't live with your girl is my main point. That's the takeaway.
Okay.
Don't live with your girl.
And that
Do you guys
jokes
like
don't
living
apply.
with women? Like, is it?
Huh?
No. Once in a while, I'll see you like once a month or like once a week or something like
bro.
that. But absolutely not.
You guys not like your partners? You just,
No, it's just that living with a girl softens you up, bro.
They become insufferable.
But as a man, that environment is not
they hate
healthy
women.
long term.
They do.
Absolutely not.
That's all we're saying.
They do hate
You know what I actually really like in the
Women soften you up when you live with them, bro.
You know what the Quran says?
What?
Like you should just avoid your wives when they're on their periods. Like don't even see them. Like just be away from them. You shouldn't be around your woman when she's. I'm like, yeah, exactly. This is exactly what I was looking for. It solves all the problems. Why would you want to be with her all the time? She's always emotional. She's always gonna have a problem. She's gonna want to like put her legs on your legs while you're just like chilling.
you just sound like you hate women.
You're working. No, they're great sometimes, and then they get too much, and then go away.
So
You go
you
your
couldn't
separate
handle
ways.
with being with a woman all the time, but you could handle living with several high value men at the same time.
That sounds like way more enjoyable.
Really bad. You're making it sound
I'm
really
just saying, it
bad.
sounds a little gay.
Sneako,
But no,
The nigga with the
For a
blue.
split second, you saw Sneako like he started to disengage. You started to malfunction.
Yeah, cognitive dissonance.
But, hey,
that nigga said that sounds way more enjoyable.
I about to say,
What?
I would rather, I don't know. I mean,
I think I'd rather live with some in-house.
nigga,
You know what I'm
this
saying?
sounds self-explanatory, nigga.
And you know, Destiny, he's making a good point. Like he actually made it gayer. He was like, I'm not smacking my dicks on the way in. You know, bravo. You know what I mean?
The niggas
Thanks for cooking
for
dinner.
niggas who talk about being disciplined, they make it sound like it's really hard to be disciplined just because you got a
That's
bitch
the
at the
funny.
crib.
That's the funniest
It's
part
crazy
about
as
it. It's
hell,
like
like-
the fact that discipline is like key high value trait.
Yeah.
But then I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be like running from women.
You gotta
and-
run from your bitch.
yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Just be
bro.
disciplined. Like tell her that you got to do some shit.
All they debates just sound like AA meetings. It sounds like a niggas is trying to abstain and stay away from some
But
shit that's
that-
too dangerous for them.
That dog food, it's it calls you, but you hate how it does. Future talks about it, nigga.
Nah, but they talk about girls like they got cooties. Like the fact that they even call them girls.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well,
call them
don't
bitches.
live with girls, nigga. That just sounds like Magic Treehouse rules.
Yeah,
don't live with girls.
It does. It's like, oh, you like girls now?
That's crazy.
I'm about to say some kids next door shit.
Yeah, low kid.
It is a little childish, but that's the problem with these niggas.
But I think like the title was like, "This is so gay." And I think that was even like the title of the clip, which made me click on it. And I'm like, "This is 2 minutes of pure gold." You know what I'm saying? Like, this is stupidity at its eyes.
And because you gotta understand, Destiny is bisexual, so he has like half of his mind is a woman.
Yeah.
So when he's listening to them disrespect women, like you don't want to be. Oh, you want to be away from your wife?
Yeah.
Fucking bitch, calm. You don't want to be away from your wife? Like, you want to be away from your wife? That's fucked up. And he's kind of feeling that a little bit.
Yeah.
He's feeling that energy. He's like, oh my God, like if
you don't
my
be
husband,
This just sounds like a weird environment of living with 5 niggas on semen retention.
Especially if we're high value. That means we're balling. That means we balling.
All these niggas edging in the bathroom.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I'm almost there.
See, I can understand it. I can understand it when you're young and you doing the AMP type of shit, where y'all niggas all live in a content house and y'all doing that, but y'all got your separate shit and you building it up.
That I can understand. I can understand that, but it's a content house.
But it's a content house.
And I can understand. I can understand the girlfriend part as well too.
Yeah.
But once they brought the wife in, I'm like, the fuck?
Don't live with your wife.
I'm supposed to not live with my wife? How am I supposed to protect her if I don't even live in the same house? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, this is crazy. I completely understand.
You gotta cut her off, nigga.
I'm just saying, nigga, I tried. It's no problem I did.
It's too much content.
But it is kind of crazy. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, it's your wife. I've gotten annoyed by my girl. And I thought, like, man, I could live without this bitch. Right. But I really just want a bigger house
so I can
be somewhere else and she's just around.
Patrice summed it up. Patrice summed it up. He was like, when men are in love, we don't want you on top of us. We just want to know
nearby.
You're nearby.
You gotta be in the vicinity.
Yeah. I need to know that you're in the vicinity. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I yell, somebody's gonna come running. You know what I'm saying?
We want to be alone, but not by ourselves.
Exactly.
This is why Patrice was to go.
This nigga over here talking about living in a different house. It's like, what are we talking about?
At least put her in the doghouse outside. Like, come on.
Yeah, this shit is crazy. But
nigga put her in the guest house like on Fresh Prince.
Yeah. I did update that thing. I found the link. Thank God. The link to the
just now?
This is real love.
10-4.
Yeah, so let's just finish watching the rest of this real quick.
Okay, I got you.
Because I don't know. There might be one more zinger in here.
I bet.
Say, I'll find some.
You'll have more similarities with them. Go to the gym, make money, discuss.
Go back like 20.
But with being with a woman all the time, but you could handle living with several high-value men at the same time.
That sounds like way more enjoyable.
Really bad. I'm just saying
it sounds a little gay.
Well, no, because you'll have more similarities with them. Go to the gym, making money, discuss fucking getting better. Like,
look, the only people that call
conversations with chicks.
The only people that call that gay are actual gay people.
Okay.
Like, men understand that. Like, why would I want to live with a chick all the time? She's gonna be nagging. But like a dude who actually sucks is calling it gay if I live with another guy.
Yeah, that sounds super. I wouldn't even want to be around men that much. But
clearly you do.
I don't live with a man though. I live with a woman.
Okay.
Yeah, he just sucks a little dick on the side. Yeah. Sneako's being outrageous.
This is ridiculous. It's like when you really look at that logic, why not be gay?
You're right. At
women are this bad and men are just superior.
You might as well try.
In every aspect, what's a little ass pain in the morning?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
The way these niggas make it seem.
No, dead ass though. Dead ass. That's why it's so funny.
Destiny has a point, man. Like living with men is way gayer than actually being gay.
I think it's like playing football.
Like being gay, there's certain things you can do that are just gayer than the actual action.
Right.
Of, you know.
Yeah.
Sucking a man off.
Does anybody remember me hitting the bell?
Hold on 1 second.
No.
Well, you got hit it again for this.
Yeah, but okay, that's it.
Yeah, you hit the bell for the other one.
I did. All right, so perfect. We're gonna jump into the no jumper, and we want to start it off. What?
Nobody heard it. Are we all high?
I guess I'm not even high. I'm sober as hell.
Last I was rewatching one of the other episodes.
There was the last one. You were like, I didn't even hear it.
I didn't even hear it go down.
But it was there.
So, but yeah, we're gonna jump into the no jumper. We're touching base because essentially these niggas have been on their own since we started this podcast. So we've
We started at the same
parallel.
time.
We were on the same trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is spreading their wings and flying out
True,
here.
true.
So it's like this is perfect that we're doing. It's like a 5-month check-in almost. I think. But
We're the nigga parole officer.
yeah, for real. Yeah. But I figured we'll start with some Crip Mac.
Oh wow.
And I
That shit
titled
like it's an appetizer.
yeah, and I titled this as "This Is Real Love." So speaking of, it's kind of perfect that we did the whole Destiny thing first. So yeah, let's just watch this.
All right.
Love.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It's on Reddit. You got to make sure you're on
Yeah.
mute.
1 second. Pause that shit again. Fine.
Hey. You got some questions, right? Mm-hmm. What are they?
So I asked you, babe, like, do you really care about me?
I love you, and I care about you, and I care about your kids.
Okay.
In real life.
And I love you too, you know that.
I love you 5,
I
hood.
love you 5. And so I also asked you, so if you love me, you see us being with each other,
If I show, that's what's gonna happen.
would you ever consider, removing that tattoo on your face right here?
I never will remove it. I never will. And let me tell you why. Through everything, through the gangbanging, through everything, remove no tattoos. Remove tattoos, you might as well get put off. You might as well get fucked in the ass. It's disrespect.
Excuse-
It's pretty much like pissing on your dead homeboy's grave. You hear me? It would never come off. Now,
But babe.
if we want this relationship, we're gonna make millions. I love you. I
So
love
you
your
can-
kids.
can
But
you
hold
do
on.
it?
No, you're gonna have to duck shells every day, motherfucker. Get some tent and stay low. I'm gonna keep it 55th Street. We're gonna make millions. We're gonna ride how we ride. But I'm not covering up a motherfucking thing. It ain't never coming off. And I'm gonna keep it 5-5 Crip. I never will piss on any of my homeboys' graves, covering up any gang tattoos. I love, I live, and I live by respect 5. On hood. I love everything about myself. I love you like I
Boy,
said.
you don't love me like that.
I do love you,
You
cuz.
don't.
I'm
But
never
anyway.
covering up the tattoo. Neighborhood, Hoover Killer Destruction, HK Scrollos, 55th Street Crip.
All right.
Crip Mac, crazy mad ass Crip on hood. Yeah, they say I'm slow. Yeah,
You can't pause.
Why isn't this nigga in a movie? Why ain't he played a supervillain yet?
I had closed my eyes. I was like, he sounds like the Compton Batman. This nigga could be
Yeah.
voiceover in something.
He got that Martin Luther King Jr. cadence.
Yeah,
Bro, it's just
yeah.
my favorite part of that where he was just like, you gonna have to duck bullets and dodge shells. I
Yeah.
said, nigga, what?
It's like, that's a lot to ask a bitch for, man.
That is a lot to ask of
Yeah.
anybody. But he said that shit casual. You got to duck bullets and take cover, dodge shells.
It is what it is.
God damn.
That's what comes along with this life.
55th Street, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's been a lot of things. So, I mean, update on Crip Mac. I think when we first did the collapse, I don't even think he was out of jail yet.
Nah, he wasn't.
So,
But to to add on to this though, like you remember when my ex, she came up to you trying to get me to stop smoking tobacco?
Yeah, that
She's-
goofy ass shit.
So I had an ex and she wanted me to stop smoking spliffs.
okay.
Specifically the dark
Dark Crush.
the dark crush
Grabber.
with the high
grabber
hemp
leaf or whatever.
with the high hemp papers.
Gotcha.
Maybe a tip. I don't really need it, but it all depends. Come on now.
It all
But
depends on how
it was
I feel.
a knee-jerk reaction.
She came up to this nigga at work, was like, hey, next time you smoke with him, just roll it without it so you can start like trying to, I'm trying
Like,
to get him
ease
off.
him off.
Yeah,
Vic,
and I
yeah.
immediately scratched my neck in the face like I'm a junkie
I
too.
was like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, I would never stop these
Addicted to the
spliffs for you,
same
bitch.
Damn. Yeah, because
But-
now that you're asking, yeah.
Cause it's like, hey, you not even a fucking soldier with a cause. You
Nigga,
just a junkie.
Nigga, none of my homies got pissed on like shit.
Yeah.
My homies alive and shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't even
Some
stop
of 'em.
smoking tobacco for.
I was
Yeah.
about to say nah, but
What if she would have told you it made your nut taste bad? Would that have changed things?
I'm surprised she didn't say that lie. You know what I mean?
She probably didn't
Yeah,
think it
she-
through all the way.
She probably didn't think it. She came up to you, so she definitely didn't think it.
Yeah, she didn't think nothing.
she came
How
up
old
to
is
like,
she? She's still early in her manipulation. She gonna sharpen
Nigga
it
said
up.
she sounds like a young one.
She sound like a young one. She said sound like a young one.
She
You
ain't
know.
got a stripes yet.
Yeah, she ain't got a straight shit. 25 plus, shit gets 25 plus, one kid in, shit gets wicked.
Wicked.
bad man, wicked. They say shit gets crazy,
Wicked,
huh?
trust me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, they get
yeah.
real Machiavellian after a certain
They
age.
do, yeah. It's either after a certain age, You know, everybody. It's just
Savagery.
Bitch a fake of
It's
death.
just certain levels
Yeah.
of trauma that motherfuckers just they never the same after that. You know what I'm saying? Or just certain life events. You know, because it might not be trauma. A life event is having a child.
So
Yeah,
can we
you know what I'm
blame Crip Mac? Like, you know, why should he give up being a Hoover killer?
He can't.
He shouldn't.
He shouldn't.
And honestly,
I don't think he could.
he couldn't. And honestly, bro, Crip Mac. One thing about Crip Mac, he keep a sitch.
Yeah.
Crip Mac, like he lost a sitch within 48 hours. He was popped out with a new one, and that and she looked better.
She looked better.
She looked better. He's upgrading.
Do you
every
hear the
time.
way he speaks? He's actually technically charismatic.
And he's
very
in love.
charismatic.
He's in love with all of them. Like
Yeah.
it's never. This is my girl. I love you. I love your kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's all in every time.
And he's super thugged out enough to where if he gets soft, it's like he's not even like thinking nothing of it.
It's
Yeah.
not even
You get what I'm
soft.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really an eloquent person.
He is.
You feel me?
He's like
when
a Sour Patch
And he's
Kid.
a man's man,
yeah,
too.
down to his core. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is.
He's a man's
yeah.
man.
It's just he's not
He just got some tone issues.
he's not giving up that crippin'.
My homeboys.
Yeah, he got a little tone.
I just love that certain
Ooh,
words,
but
no
he
matter
Said
what.
his homeboys like
With that being said, he might agree with Fresh and Fit.
I was about to say.
Live with his homies
Not
over
living?
his sitch.
Nah.
I don't know, nigga. The way he
Possibly
Have
because
his flag
taking his tattoo off, is pissing on his grave.
Yeah, because his last chick, 𝙿𝙾𝚃s,
Lily cakes.
she didn't have the dishes clean and he came home and was pissed about that. He's like, I can't stand a dirty house. I can't stand a sitch that lives in filth on 5-5 Crip. This ain't right. He was in there. He was like, I can't believe I'm in here doing dishes. You know what I'm saying?
How many dishes does it take for that to happen?
He's the type where one is a problem.
A spoon.
Yeah, because he's got like
A
that.
utensil, nigga?
I could tell he's got like that OCD. You
I
know,
was about to sound like he got CTE side effects.
He already has like OCD gangbanging. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's like OCD-ish. You know, so
That is true.
One dish is probably gonna set him off for sure. One spoon, one cup, one plate. The
Yeah.
fact that
Something
you
out of
didn't clean,
place.
the fact that you didn't clean it up, all the correct way
See?
or his way, it's a problem.
That's what makes him the perfect soldier. He would have cruised through basic training, nigga.
Yeah.
Having to make his bed up to the certain quarter inches and all that shit. He's on it.
He'd have been showing everybody how to do shit right.
Yeah.
That is one
Yeah.
thing. Like, I'm surprised that he might not have been able to pass the aptitude test, but like, he didn't join the military.
Oh, they don't give a fuck
He
about that
could have
test,
been
bro.
like
Depending on what branch.
yo.
I know,
they-
I know the Air Force definitely cares. but like also,
they're still, but just to make you a grunt. They just put you on the front lines.
yeah, like straight Army infantry.
If Crip Mac parents did their job, he could have been anything he wants. He
He
could have been
David Goggins.
He could have been a band instructor, like anything. Like
They tried though. They did try.
Oh, they did?
Because they even tried to move him to Texas. The way he talks about his stepfather, he was like, you know, Mama Bear was dating a good man. You know, he was trying to get me out the hood. You know, we moved all the way to Texas and he was putting me in work programs and things of that nature. But, you know, I just love the hood, you know, and I had to get back to the homeboys. You know, that's how he talks. So that's pretty much what happened. So he's
definitely living with the homeboys over his sitch.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
He definitely
Yeah.
had it sounded like he had good influences in terms of like stepdads.
And it might be easier living with his homies. You know, they all wear blue, all wear the same size and shit.
They all drink Old English.
It's just
They
all
have more in
convenient.
common.
Yeah.
He can talk about gangbanging all. It just
But he never gets scientifical with the gang banging. Like a 5%er always gets heavenly.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
no,
But
he never does.
There's never in.
Because there's no literature to back this. It's all word of mouth and niggaology. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? 5%ers, they got mathematics. They have lessons. Like, you know,
They have structure.
yeah, these people, they beat niggas' asses.
I mean, these people.
I didn't mean to say these.
He said, that's funny though. I mean, shit, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's a gangbanger.
You said it a little Karenish, though. You
Hey,
said it was a
yeah.
little white girl on that.
They're
He's
all
a
about lived
felon.
experience in that world.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
true.
word of mouth. It's like
It's
being
all
in a
lived
tribe.
experience.
Niggas not writing shit down.
Shout out to all the felons though. You know, we work with a couple felons. You know what I mean? With what we do, moving company and shit. And they all cool people. You feel me? Like some of them, I'm like, you're definitely a fucking felon.
No,
you a slimy motherfucker. But you're just being controlled.
Who was I just talking? When me and Nance were playing,
You've been tamed.
I put it on the. I put it on my
shot collar
Instagram
on.
story, but I took it down because I was like, you know what? I'm being really mean to drug addicts I'm actually going in on drug addicts on this episode too. I don't give a fuck.
No, let's do
But
it.
it was like this junkie at the basketball court, and he was just like
taking a nap.
Oh my god! First of all, it was like the way he was trying to enter the basketball game. He had construction boots on.
Yeah.
The orange
the funniest.
fluorescent shirt, like dirty,
The
like
reflective one?
Yeah, like the
little
reflective,
vest?
like like just like the orange
Oh,
shirt.
just the shirt.
Yeah.
Just a t-shirt, but it's like dirty as hell. Like he just got off the job site, and then was just like standing legit under the basketball court. Looked crazy sketchy. Like he just had the junkie look. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Yeah.
under the hoop type shit.
Yeah, standing under the hoop, like helping us get rebounds and shit. Like, and then when somebody,
Let me get that for you, young black.
yeah, and then when somebody new would come, he would just like kind of like grace over there. This one dude like kept avoiding him, going back and forth. Every time he would come near him, he'd go to the other side of the court.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, but I was telling Nance, I'm like, bro, junkies don't even realize how sketchy they look. Like we see the junkie on you. You know what I'm saying? But they don't. And then I've hung out with a junkie before at like my old job, and they were like, they always are trying to figure out why people are staring at them. I'm like, nigga, you look like a fucking crackhead. Like,
Yeah, you ended up
look
becoming
like
high in school
Yeah, you
and-
always look sketchy.
Yeah.
I would pull you over if I was the police because you look like you're always doing something illegal.
And it's fucked up because you know, really, they just want to be a part of something.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they just want to big a cause.
And
Yeah.
I've been junkie level high on some weed shit to
Yeah.
where I'm in Walmart and I'm like, I wonder if everybody knows how high I am.
Yeah, or like when you
Like,
high in
I'm-
school.
For sure.
Yeah.
You feel like everybody knows.
Yeah.
Nah, but when you're on that dog
Teacher
food, that fent, that heroin, you know what I'm saying? Like all that, that's a different level. And it twists your face a certain way to
You
where it's like,
bouncing, your face is stiff.
yeah, Adam22, what he's been on, I feel like he's been on something for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
'Cause he's been going downhill. But I don't think there's any more things. I don't really think there's any more in this clip.
Shout out to Crip Mac and his sitch.
And it's set.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He loves them both equally. Maybe not.
Nah, he loved that rag more.
so yeah. Oh, he definitely loves
The
the,
blue
rag
one.
more than the
Not-
blue one, for sure.
Not the
Not the one
dirty.
y'all think.
Yeah. the
He's
dirty one.
married to the game.
For sure. All right, so there's a clip in there that's titled The Full Breakdown. I think it's somewhere near the top. But long story short, let's jump into it. It's been 5 weeks, 5 months, roughly 4 or 5 months since.
We've been doing this for 5 months.
Yeah, pretty much just since the whole collapse happened. And pretty much at this point, they've avoided Adam22 and what everybody left essentially, which is Figg World. They've kind of avoided direct conflict. When they first fell apart, of course, there was like little subliminal shots getting taken, whatever, right? But they've avoided direct beef. They at this point are fully beefing now. You know what I'm saying? Adam's jumping on the bootleg Kev show, telling them he don't want to go. They don't want war. It's a lot of things. This video, how long is this video?
This video is.
While they were on the channel.
Sorry, this thing's in the way. 2 minutes and 59 3 seconds.
We'll watch
3 minutes.
this because I think this is gonna like kind of play it all out. But yeah, let's just watch a quick recap of the last week. I'd say last week and a half of just like them throwing shots legit back and forth to each other.
A 7-day synopsis.
Yeah.
Were never mistreated while they were on the channel. I was always transparent about pay. I was always like very, open to having discussions about what the future of the channel was going to be. So that is the one thing that really bothers me is just this bullshit victim narrative that was painted on the way out. But I don't think that people are falling for it anymore. The channel's doing way, way better. We're crushing it right now. And I have tons more.
Yeah, we're not doing none of that back and forth shit. Y'all doing back and forth. Y'all gonna keep making that content. That's what y'all doing. But you need to let motherfuckers know that's watching. Because when I got my peoples, my homies, my little homies calling in saying, what's up with Cub? It's like, hold on, I don't even know what type of time
Hey, my
you want
homies
this
too.
to be.
We all know what
That's
time
what
it
I'm
is.
saying. I don't know what type of time you want this to be.
The time is on whatever time niggas want to be on. I ain't got nothing else to say.
No,
about
y'all niggas hoes.
Let's suggest we're like at a nice restaurant in the back.
Are we like Jerry beat it out in the nice restaurant?
Nigga, what?
Tables and chairs getting flipped.
It's gonna look like a WWE match in that motherfucker.
Great question though, Duno.
Duno.
I'm willing to take it wherever I go.
Cause he got 2 new Crips around him, they gonna keep him safe. Like that's impossible, cuz. Them niggas not with you every day.
Can't nobody keep nobody safe.
Can't nobody keep nobody safe, nigga.
Nigga, somebody know where you stay at, nigga. Don't think you out here moving around scot-free.
Just because you be inside the house.
It's always somebody that know where you stay at. Always.
Get rid of this.
Or like, we don't talk you.
Been wait. Yeah, I feel it.
No, don't say all that. Don't say all that. Don't say all that. Don't do all that. Unless these niggas won't smoke, it's green light, nigga. And I ain't talking content.
Sound goofy.
Okay, hit pause.
You really think that?
What'd you say?
Hit pause.
It's green light.
Some homies want the green light.
Yeah, so it's all
They go
started
ahead.
when Adam22 was at Bootleg Kev show.
Yeah.
And pretty much Bootleg Kev was asking all the right questions about, you know, the state of the relationships. Are we cool? Blah, blah, blah.
He was on this Gayle King.
He was going crazy, kind of, you know? And he was like, Adam made a couple statements where he was pretty much saying, like, Bootleg Kev said, you have to agree that they are probably making more money now that they're not employees under your network being on their own. Adam was like, hell no, there's no way.
Which is like the biggest setup ever because Bootleg Kevs know that like they're not getting paid as much.
They are. They're getting paid more.
They're getting paid more?
Yeah. How are they
getting paid more?
They own 100% of what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. There's no split.
But
well, there is splits, but the splits are different. You know, they're not on a salary. They're on a percentage thing, kind of. You know what I'm saying? So you're always going to get paid more when you're splitting a percentage compared to a salary. So they're definitely getting paid more, but Adam don't want to hear none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, on that joint, he was woofing and barking. He pretty much said, look, man, they can't even get 1 million views without having, they can't get 1 million views. They can't talk about without putting me in the title. And then he put a challenge out to them. He was like, look, if y'all can get 1 million views without talking about me, then I'll know that y'all have learned and y'all have officially left the nest. But until then, y'all ain't done shit.
Yeah.
Y'all just niggas out there doing YouTube content.
He said, let me see you spread your wings.
Pretty much.
That's
Pretty much what he said.
It's
And
like
then
when the kid at the court asks you if you can dunk.
Yeah, and it was just like he was trying to make points during it, how the YouTube's doing better than it ever has been doing.
Is Adam still getting 1 million views himself?
Not on individual pieces of content.
Exactly,
Fuck
no. So what he's talking about?
And this is another thing too. Like Bootleg Kev even called him out on it. He's like, okay, bro, slow down. You're talking about a YouTube channel that's been going for 8 years. Their YouTube channel is not even at a year yet. You can't put those views next to each other because YouTube has back catalog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not
like,
even comparable.
Because I remember even before they even like had the whole collapse, they were talking. Adam was talking about how like the catalog by itself, all the old content can get anywhere from 250,000 to 500,000 views a month, or 1 million or something.
Right.
1 million or two. No, maybe it was like 2 million views a month or something like that. So it's like without trying, you're already getting 2 mil just because the channel is 5,000 videos deep, 8 years long.
It's because what you did back in the day.
Right.
It's like you planted the seeds.
And people are still clicking on that.
Yeah, and people are always going to go back, you know? There's an XXXTentacion interview. There's 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 interviews. Like, it's so many people have been associated with it that are going to find their way. So, like...
That's part of Vlad's whole strategy, gets things become relevant again. So now you do the flashback.
Exactly. And then Vlad is eating off it twice because he's uploading it as a flashback.
Yeah, that nigga extra grimy.
Yeah, and he has the original, which I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad.
Yeah,
if I
he's
had
getting
somebody
paid off the same piece of content.
If I had somebody managing our content, shit, we'd be the same way. Goddamn it, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn flashbacks immediately. So
hell yeah.
But yeah, it's just funny because like Adam is out here like woofing and barking. But I just think like one of the biggest things, I think before Adam went to Bootleg Kev, I think what he's battling for real is just the fact that he let his wife get piped out. I think it's all coming to a head right now. I think he's under the influence of something. I wouldn't be surprised if he's on that powder again. He's already admitted to like popping a perk or some shit during the Jason Lee interview with Lena. Lena was like, "What the fuck, nigga? You're on perks again?" Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just think him gassing up, and even if he did have the best month he ever had, it's because you sacrifice everything in that month.
Yeah.
You can have a good month. That doesn't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can have one good month, but is your channel growing? Is it actually, is it actual content that people are like, oh, I found a home here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, do you have to do something as extreme as letting somebody smash your bitch
and then
for you to have a good month?
Exactly.
What does it take?
Exactly. So that's how he's operating. But he's going on Bootleg Kev with analytics from the month before. talking about, man, we're doing better than ever. Obviously, you've sacrificed everything. You sacrificed your family.
You threw the house up,
Yeah,
nigga.
Yeah, so
you did something fucking extreme. You know what I'm saying?
of course the numbers look good this month when you're having a big month. We had a big month that month that
The shit went
the
crazy.
the
Real.
the reel went crazy, and then I got pulled over. We dropped that video. That went crazy.
Yeah.
we
Oh,
had a good month then too. The
And-
views
and-
were up. You know what I'm saying?
And at the actual collapse of No Jumper, Figmunity and Community, those shits was going crazy because it was brand new. And it
Oh
was
yeah, it's
off
like
of all of that.
everybody can have a good month.
Yeah.
It's all about where you maintain and you're leveling out at. You know what I'm saying?
You go to the gym, you gonna get a good pump in there, but that's not what you really look like all the time.
Exactly, bro.
I'm about
Yeah.
to say, and I'm confused as to like who said something first.
He did.
Adam.
Because he's already gassed up. So I guess that's where we really should have started. He's coming off of, mind you, this whole time, Pun, Community, they've been making, Pun has been consistently taking shots since they left.
Yeah.
So it's like Adam, at the same time, if we're putting some respect on Adam's name, he hasn't been poking the bear. But in the midst of me burning my house down, now I'm striking back.
He has time for this now.
I have time for this now. Yeah. So it's all right. He really was being respectful, I would say, in terms of like since they left and not just going online to try to crash out on them.
Yeah.
He hasn't. This is his first time really jumping out the window on them.
And a part of it is that, well, nah, they broke up with him.
Yeah, they did. They did.
And usually that person's going to be the bitter one.
That's true. The one that broke up.
So I see how it's respectful.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
normally that party would be the one that talks the most shit.
He's just been minding his business, which I do respect. I wonder why Pun. This is really Pun and Adam, is it?
It's like
because Pun
yeah.
Pun is AD's manager.
Yeah, AceBoyz.
So I feel like we need a history lesson on like how far them niggas go back. Like how close is AD and Pun?
How involved?
Yeah, I don't know. I know a long time.
Close enough to where Pun talking shit and AD like I'm on whatever type of time he want to be.
Pretty
on.
much.
Which is kind of it's not a white flag stance.
Yeah.
But it's in the middle.
Yeah.
It's a
You're
gray
indifferent.
flag.
You're definitely indifferent.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's almost like you like all the options, so you don't really care which happens.
Yeah.
You're just accepting of the options, but you really want peace.
Right.
Because if you really wanted that, like nigga, you're a gang member.
But I was gonna say, is any of that gonna be based on the lifestyle he lives anyway? It's like I kind of have to do this regardless.
But he's also a different man now. He's officially a podcaster.
Yeah, he's a broadcaster. He talks on mics for a living.
Yeah, but
yeah, that was the new art for all of them. You
What?
said that was new for what?
No, I'm saying, but if you're talking about Pun and Pun is finna crash out or whatever, then
We're
it's
gonna
like,
have plenty to say about Pun. I'm going in on Pun this episode.
Pun is a big sloppy motherfucker.
He's nasty, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
Worse than
like-
sloth?
He's what type of animal is he?
Who's sloppier?
Oh,
Okay, well, no. I can't even put them in it. I got to put respect on Big Sloth because he could podcast 100 times better than
Surely.
Pun. You know what I'm saying?
But in
So,
terms of the politicking.
in terms of the
Well,
politicking,
in terms of the politicking, because
I'm gonna have to say Loon.
yeah,
man.
you gotta go
yeah,
Loon.
I gotta go
Loon is
Loon
better.
still.
Loon
I
talked
gotta
his
go
way,
Loon
'cause
still.
Loon-
Yeah,
Loon did it in a year. He talked himself into a position.
yeah.
Big Pun's still in the corner of his fucking friend's house.
And plus, I
Yeah,
like
with a fucking lamp and
yeah.
neck shining at his face. You
He's
know what I'm saying?
spooky in the shadows.
Yeah.
And plus, I like the quiet assassin approach. Send some bots over. It's like 10 niggas with 10 little knives. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not loud,
True.
but it's very dangerous, nigga.
It is.
But you're not getting your hands dirty.
You're not even touching. You feel
We
me?
really only caught Big Sloth really let his emotions get to him when he had the whole teeth on the ground.
And that's why I was saying the sloppiness is
That
comparable.
was so yeah.
Because
But
these niggas
Sloth
both-
is only taking one L in terms of real genuine sloppiness. In terms of just internet culture, he's taking several L's by like sending bots and things like
Right,
that.
right.
But like genuine, you fucked up by doing that
Right.
one time.
So making it violent, which Adam talked about, is an immediate L.
Off the
Off the
every
rip,
time.
off the rip.
Anytime you're dealing
Which-
with online content, it's always an L when you take the violence to the internet
Yeah,
first.
when you do with intellectualism, if you resort to fucking somebody up,
You
lost. That
Every
means you
time.
couldn't add up.
It is a pirate's code when it comes to this shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's just certain rules and things that we all just know.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
And it's
It reeks of desperation.
Yeah.
and it's like on some man shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, all men, like, this is shit that like red pill people will say, like men have a general level of respect for each other because at the end of the day, we know we can throw hands with each other.
Can go there.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm only going to go there with you if I want to go there. You know what I'm saying? So
or if that's my last option. I have nothing else.
Exactly.
You already beat me with your words.
Yeah.
So now I have to retaliate.
So in terms of like, even while AD was there, Pun was already out of pocket, talking just crazy side shots at Adam, and then since they really gone and fully separated, it's always Pun is always always that gangster shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
Pun
saying?
is the type of nigga, he would be hyping up Tupac. He would get Tupac shot.
Yeah.
He's that one nigga who's always hyping up, you know.
He's Tupac's conscience.
Yeah. So
the spirit animal.
The thug in him.
So for Adam, you know, Adam went on there, and for this to be his first real moment of taking crazy shots at somebody, I would say it was 50-50. He did 50-50 good. I would say that, what's the name? What's the nigga's name? Bootleg Kev asked the right questions. His answers were fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Certain questions in terms of just like, we're still doing more views than them a month, obviously. Like, you can't compare two channels that one channel's less than a year, the other one's 8 years. It's like, he says stupid shit, certain things, but there were some things that he did say that were just like completely when I was like, oh yeah, like he's fully crashing out. Like, I just got done with the wife thing. That thing has fully died down. Now, so he was, let's talk money. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I got way more money than all these fools and all this other shit. That's what he's saying on Bootleg Kev. And then he also said, to go to war, you need money. And I got a lot of it, so we can go to war.
Oh,
that's
Jesus.
So that's what Adam
this nigga
said.
just watched Scarface.
That's what Adam said. Yeah. So it's like, that was when it was like, that's when I heard him say that, I was like, this is drugs.
He did a line
This
out
is
of
drugs.
Lena's butthole.
Yeah, this is drugs. Like, that's when I was just like, this is
It's
drugs.
not just
and
the
this,
drugs.
And this is allegedly still, you know?
Right.
But it's a little bit of it's drugs, ego, it's everything. You
It's,
know?
it's the situations.
It's the situation.
Like, this is a man at war, literally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, he's
With
at war with himself, the public, his former fucking
everybody.
His wife,
his wife,
employees,
everything.
his health, his like everything, like
Black penis.
Yeah.
He's at war, nigga. Shit is scary right
That's
now.
his one ally.
So,
But it is crazy though.
Adam is in a position to where it's like he is kamikaze-ing his way out of here. You know what I'm saying?
It's like his piece is controversy because controversy brings him like spikes in fucking viewership. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm gonna be clinically depressed, about the position that my life is in and the way the trajectory of just like I didn't expect things to go this direction.
Yeah.
I might as well make as much money as I can, no matter how crazy I look, because I don't think mentally he's all there. You know what I'm saying? I do not genuinely believe that.
And what else does he have? What else does he have to offer that's entertaining?
Man, nothing.
Plug talk. Porn
Nothing.
No, I'm just talking about in terms of like content and messaging. What he could possibly be doing and saying.
He doesn't.
Because he's never been the funniest person on camera.
Nope.
He's never been the most charismatic. Like, it's some niggas, they don't even necessarily make you laugh, but they're just interesting to hear.
Well, Tony,
he doesn't have a knowledge set to where he can teach you about marine wildlife and make it cool. And
You're
learning
right.
something
And
now.
what I would say is that what he did have to offer, his public perception keeps that skill away. So I would say in terms of conversationally, he is good to watch him have a conversation. Like, his interviews were good. You know what I'm saying? The back and forth. He can just have a good conversation with people. You know what I'm saying? And that's outside of him trying to drill them for
gang beef,
gang questions and stuff like that. If we're talking about just like a good back and forth, because he has so much life history. He's been a hoe. He's been a business owner that's crashed and failed. He was in the bodybuilding at one point. So like, I've seen him talk to all sectors of people and have great dialogue. But when people view you a certain way and it keeps getting worse, we can't even.
Who wants to sit down and talk to you?
Who wants to sit down and talk to you? We can't even see the one thing that you are genuinely pretty good at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, perception is everything, and he's survived death. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you know when you're an asshole, you know it's like just overall hate. You know, death of the company.
I would
whatever.
say.
I thought you meant that black penis than one of this girl.
I would say white banishment.
That's the black death.
Woman.
I would say white exile. The white people ain't fucking with him no more.
But
It's
when you've done a lot of, you know, quote unquote bad things and you survive death,
yeah,
you come out the other side, you know, feeling like, nigga, I beat Lucifer. Like, how can you not? What can you tell me? You broke.
True.
Fuck
True.
it.
True.
Shoulder shrug the nigga.
Yeah, so that's the energy that he's on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So
I don't know about drugs though.
It's interesting. I'm trying to figure out what direction to go in next. You know what I'm saying?
Are we gonna play this?
We can finish playing this, but this is already broken into like different segments. You know what I'm saying? We'll stay on Adam though. So Adam releases an episode after the bootleg Kev thing. So this is when the whole crash out happens. So this is when we jump into the community thing, where is that the timeline? I'm fucking up the timeline. Just play this real quick.
Okay, continue playing this.
Yeah.
All right.
Goofy, do you really think that I'm scared of Pun waiting outside of the building? You know exactly where we work. What are we talking about? If you wanted to do something, you're not going to talk about it on the podcast. You probably already would have done it. I'm not worried about it. I'm just saying, I'm not worried about it. So you can talk as tough as you want on the podcast. I'm not sweating.
Now turn to motherfucking, we talking about death. And won't smoke is green light, nigga.
So yeah, so that was pretty much what happened was, go ahead.
Did he just say, let's talk about death? Green lights is very serious. What was he about to say?
Did. So pretty much,
with the nice music
because pretty much what happened was after the bootleg Kev thing, also Adam, one of the things Adam said about the bootleg Kev thing was I know what they're gonna do. All they're gonna do is go to the community and we're gonna watch Fat Pun back there. He's gonna threaten us. They're gonna wolf and bark and things like that. And that's literally what they did. And it was embarrassing that they did exactly what they said they was gonna do. So Pun is on there.
They turned Adam into Morpheus.
How old is Pun? He doesn't look like he's in fighting condition.
Exactly. I mean, he's got to be knocking on 50. I feel like.
Are you serious? And how old is Adam? Adam is in his.
Adam's
40s?
39.
39. Yeah. Nah, I don't know.
I don't know. Pun might be around his age too, but he just looks 10 times worse.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's in the same. Like he can exert enough aggression to really hurt somebody.
So what happened that was kind of crazy during this stream that Adam kind of knew they were he called their bluff pretty much. Like, all you're gonna do is go online. You're gonna wolf and bark. That's all you're gonna do. Talk about how you're gonna beat me up. That was that thing where they was talking about we down for whatever. We down for whatever. I'm on whatever everybody else is on, which we can play that again. But AD actually shows his pay stubs and how much he was actually getting paid on this stream as well.
It's a lot of last resorts, nigga.
Yeah,
everybody's losing.
It's a lot of kamikazes.
How is everybody losing to each other?
Well, that's what happens. You know, the human mind, monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
And a kamikaze is a big, it's a spectacle.
Yeah. So,
I like how they just have like peculiar bitches on the side just looking.
They probably don't really know what's going on.
They got perfect posture and shit. Damn, everybody got a fucking show.
Yeah, with some titties
damn.
on.
But wait, why are you pulling all this?
No, because they didn't pull up in the note, so I'm scrolling through them from the downloads because I airdropped them.
I think that was the first time I saw Poetic Flacco not wearing pajamas. But what?
You said with some titties, right?
Yeah, I just saw like 5 sets.
I told you had to have a woman around.
A little Molly on the show, help you transition.
I mean, guys, she could be Quenisha. I mean, shit.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about the girls, her position. See, that nigga kept calling them girls so much that.
Oh, but
fuck me up.
But AD showed on that stream, outside of them threatening them, AD showed
Did
how
he say
much.
some nice thing?
No, he didn't. Of course, AD showed how much he was getting paid. On
how much is that?
And it was $2,000 every 2 weeks, so roughly about $4,000 to $6,000 a month.
Okay.
Which was essentially what Adam was saying, how much they got paid.
So they're making $60,000 a year?
Yeah. And when you break it down,
nigga, in LA, they probably robbing catalytic converters.
2 hours of work a day, and he only had to come in twice a week.
That's not too bad. That leaves you plenty of time to do other things and have other means.
He was almost getting like $500 an hour almost.
Okay.
Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's chiropractor money, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can go ahead and play this. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna look for it because I didn't see the link in the joint.
He gets paid like a gynecologist.
Yeah. You gotta,
so it was like
gotta go to
they
ICDC.
showed it, and I don't know. That looked crazy. That looked kind of desperate and crazy. Just like
this. Everybody's throwing Hail Marys in the same game.
Yeah, everybody's throwing Hail Marys. But he pretty much showed how much he was getting paid, and then saying, "I make way more than that." But it was like when you really think about it, he was getting paid good for fucking 2 hours of work a week.
You talking about when he was working for Adam, right?
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like sometimes, like. Money isn't always everything.
Right.
Like sometimes you have to think about, all right, what you're doing for the money, what you don't have to worry about for the money.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about what goes on behind the camera.
And he also had and he's also running Cuhmunity at the same exact time. You know what I'm saying?
Adam lets him, make money outside. He didn't fuck
and
him
I'm
over.
sure he's bringing probably because I mean he had that direct injection infused. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
While he was on there, so it's like. When Cuhmunity was in his peak, Nick, they was getting about 80 to 100,000 a clip. Like when it was at his peak, like it's nowhere near that now.
Which
but,
makes sense. And and you making more money now, but that's because you took on more responsibility.
Yeah.
Those things are innately connected a lot of times.
Right.
You're putting in more effort.
Law of diminishing returns. You just got to make sure it stays even.
Yeah, so it's like you getting about $4 to $6 grand every month for 2 shows, 3 hours of work. Not even really trying to apply yourself to be better either.
At the same time, though, this is LA we're talking about. In North Carolina, this sounds like what I want my life to be. Like,
no, this is a salary. This is a real salary.
It's a government job with benefits.
That's a fact, right?
401ks.
That is another thing, too, that I was always thinking. But you know what else I was thinking? When I hear them complain about that bread, even though I don't exactly know what that conversion is, but we do know LA is fucking expensive. It's like I don't think they're used to regular paychecks.
No,
I don't. They all speak like niggas who haven't had jobs that got paid every 2 weeks or every week.
Right.
I don't like. That's what because it drives me crazy that so many of them get on there and they do this Adam changed my life thing. But I'm like, how the fuck did this nigga change your life? I guess that is life changing when your paycheck. You don't know when you were getting paid before. Like,
other than just the pay, like Adam put them in a position to where they're famous.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
That's life changing shit alone.
That's true.
Regardless if they was making money.
But normally when they normally when they brought that up, it was always about the money.
It was always about the money.
Yeah, it was always about the money. Yeah.
So you don't think it's possible that they're making the most money they've ever made now?
Possibly, for sure. Because a lot of them are rappers, and rap, there's not a lot of money in rap unless
there's a lot of money in the streets, but not everybody is getting that.
And not everybody's even good enough to even get it. Like
any old head you ask that used to sell drugs when they was 18 will tell you that they had $100,000 at one point in time.
Right.
It never fails. They all say the same shit.
That's a fact. They were always the man.
At one point in time, and now they have nothing to show for it.
And Adam's probably making more money now too, just because he restructured shit differently with the
He has less niggas to pay probably too.
Less niggas to pay him differently.
He has a whole lot more people to pay. He has a whole lot less people to pay.
I mean, he put his bitch in the front lines. Like,
he really sacrificed everything for his. He really she was the sacrificial lamb.
But it's not even about
his girl's cervix.
Yeah, it's not even about the money though. It's about being in LA and you know a nigga that's famous and is really eating like that.
Yeah.
And it's all about perception. Like they think because it's No Jumper, No Jumper and Breakfast Club, they damn near synonymous. You know how niggas be.
You know what?
So
now that's a really good point because on this 5-month check-in, these niggas is. I mean. That's just these are some regular fucking niggas. Like this is not no iHeart Breakfast Club production.
Yeah, it's not.
These are regular niggas. Like they're
it's a home movie.
This is sloppy. This is this is a sloppy business. Like all over the place. That's all. These are regular people who have never. It's just like you've never even had a job before. Like I'm getting the vibe. You never done 40 weeks at a place before. That's why I'm getting these vibes off of you niggas.
You never put in a 2 weeks notice, nigga.
Yeah, bro. And it's like. I guess I thought of them a little bit higher because they were working for No Jumper, and I was like, I expected more of them.
Nah,
it's just a bunch of lazy niggas that got opportunities.
Nah, they're
that's what it comes down to.
They're the niggas.
Well, when you put it like that, that's beautiful, niggas.
It's a bunch of lazy niggas that got an opportunity. That's all it comes down to, nigga. I feel like I've realized over all this content I've watched, I've done more work than all these niggas.
Yeah,
and that was before we had anything with motion.
So who's smarter?
Who's smarter in their situation?
In that regards, because we working a lot harder.
To
get a lot less.
Who's they?
The people.
Who's they?
Yeah, about to say who's they?
Talking about them.
Figg Cuhmunity.
The only people that matter in this whole
Trell and AD.
I would say that's it. Not even and barely AD because AD has this fucking fat ass anchor pun on him. So I can't even say he's doing the best big anchor because he's got this nigga bringing him down everywhere he goes. You know what I'm saying?
Assist.
Yeah, it's like the only person I can say is really doing okay. The only real positive remarks I have for niggas post this collapse is Trell.
Right.
Trell, and I'm at 50% with AD, but I still got a shit ton of criticism for him too.
Yeah,
you know
I feel like we gotta count AD. AD been doing his thing.
he has.
He been working.
He might have a fat fairy floating above him, but it's still.
You see,
that's the fairy he's been chosen.
What are these niggas talking about when they're not talking about this?
They're talking about Keke Palmer and how she's.
Oh my god,
hoe.
their content sucks. Let's jump into that.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
No,
right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, this is dangerous waters because we all talk about the same thing.
No.
So,
that's true
to a certain extent.
No. Homeroom University is different because we specialize in talking about what they got going on. So we can make a whole topic about how they don't have topics.
But even like
You know what I'm saying?
even
One
Rio
man's trash.
or LOI, like we all talk about
that's true.
the same things.
That is
but
very true.
It's how you talk about these things.
That's a fact.
You know, how you break it down. You know, that's what makes you you.
You know, everybody has their own unique spin. We all gonna see different shit.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
we're gonna
That's
relay
true.
it in a different manner.
That's true.
Facts.
And one of the biggest criticisms that I've seen about Cuhmunity, AD show, is that AD has become a side host, a side character on his own show. That's one of the biggest criticisms that I've seen in terms of like the content. And even when I watch, because I don't watch full streams, I'll only watch clips. AD will have more niggas talking. The niggas behind him are talking 10 times more than he is. They're running. They're controlling the conversation. They're running the room.
He's a coach.
He's just.
He don't play no more.
I was about to say he's a coach or he's Steiny. Which one?
No, Steiny's involved.
Steiny got value.
And Steiny is really kind of.
Y'all getting ready to laugh at him.
We
Y'all just thinking about Steiny, nigga. But
Yeah,
I'm
because if
saying,
you think about him too long, you gonna remember what he looked
But
like.
it's the difference between, because I thought it's literally that. Like, you know, he's just taming these wild animals. You have to be a fucking lion tamer. You got to tame them with
you have to be an experienced lion tamer. He's not a good lion tamer. If that's the case, if AD is supposed to be like, I got these wild characters that I can put in front of the camera and guide them to where they're doing great, he sucks at it then.
Yeah,
But
you see see the difference. Steiny is almost like a matador, but only if he was running away from the bull, and that was the entertainment.
Yeah,
he's not distracting them, but he's just wearing a red shirt and running around the fucking ring.
Yes.
That's what we're enjoying.
Exactly. That's a good example. Yeah,
AD kind of just watching the bull do whatever the fuck the bull is gonna do today.
Essentially, and then he's just throwing his 2 cents in like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy. It's like, nigga, what are we doing right now?
Yeah, he's gotten a little lazy. But he's been around Adam, so
he never had to do much heavy lifting.
But watching Adam tame niggas,
essentially,
like he's watching, you know, a white man tame niggas.
No. You are 100% right. But I'm gonna tell you, the only person who seemed to learn that aspect of it was Trell. He's the only one because AD.
He only got one nigga and a bitch to handle. That's nothing.
Because it's the thing, bro. AD have this nigga named Hovain. I don't know exactly what his name is.
Which Hovain?
Not Hovain. Okay, his name is Hove. I don't know. His name is Hove. It's a nigga in the background. Long story short, even when I watch AD stream, this is one of my biggest criticisms for. I hate watching his stream because you got all these nondescript niggas. I don't even know their fucking name. You know what I'm saying? These niggas are on the stream telling us what their emoji is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know when like you become a fan favorite and they make an emoji for you? Like that shit like that.
Or
they're telling us what their emoji. It's like you're developing these characters in front of us like these random nondescript niggas. And then the nondescript niggas are going harder than you are.
Yeah, I was about to say that can go either way because you know you could just be building a world. You got a lot of characters, but the important thing is he has to introduce the character first.
Yes.
Like you said, it's kind of just a nigga on the couch that's new today.
Yeah.
But this nigga got more smoke for Adam than you got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the fuck? Who?
He talking like he was on No Jumper.
Who gives a fuck about this nigga?
But that's
you know
how
what I'm saying?
niggas roll. You feel me? Like
he's a composer. He's not making the music.
Those are his soldiers. You know what I mean?
Nobody wants to hear from the fucking soldiers. I don't.
That's who does the shooting.
Yeah, but it's like that means you need to keep them off camera even more.
Not the literal shooting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going both ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bisexual with it, nigga.
But
Very
it's
fluid.
like there was a stream recently where this nigga AD's clapping back at him. He's not talking. Then nigga, you got the nigga pun in the background, like, yeah, nigga, it's green light. It's green light. He's slobbering on the microphone.
Yeah.
Then you got this nigga AceBoy Trey. Okay, bro. AceBoy Trey is part of the AceBoyz. I only know this nigga for crashing out and banging on people online. That's all I know him for.
AceBoy Trey.
It's a hell of a reputation.
That's a hell of a reputation. It's like when Adam went to Bootleg Kev to talk all that shit, niggas was in the Reddit. They were like, oh God, we got to hear from AceBoy Trey tonight. Little do we know. Couple hours later, community starts. AceBoy Trey. Yeah, nigga, what you mean going to war, nigga? I got everything behind me, nigga.
You
know
got
what
a sermon ready.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, we don't give a fuck about you, my nigga. Like, you didn't even work at no jumper, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Why do you have so much animosity for these niggas? It's so annoying. All these side characters. Then AD doesn't even do a good job at bringing guests on. I actually caught a live stream last week. This nigga had a fucking scammer on there, real estate scammer on there. And you know a scammer nigga just when they start talking.
Want to envy friends.
You know, want to envy.
Nigga with free ebooks.
Nigga, this was the best part about it. They talk about the envy thing.
Yeah.
They bring up
How like that couldn't be us.
Yeah, they bring up the envy thing. AD says, so what makes you niggas different from them?
Yeah.
So they say, scammer 101. We're not asking for money, we're giving you money so that you can make plays. Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, predatory loan service.
Are you kidding me? Like, you walked into the scammer question and failed miserably.
Nigga said we charge interest.
Man, they was cooking them niggas in the comments, bro. They was like, the nigga had on Pradas. It is kind of something about a nigga wearing like the patent leather Pradas. You can't trust that nigga.
No, not at
You know
all.
what I'm saying? Because it's
you
like,
don't know how we bought them.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not Nigerian. That's some African shit. You know what I mean?
and it's
Niggas
like,
don't do that.
Not no more. And it's so old school. You either real dangerous, you're a scammer. There's like certain things that those patent leather Pradas got on. This
They
nigga,
show that you lie for a living.
This nigga got the Pradas on, talking about, we actually give you money so that you can make your own plays and get the money. Oh, really? So you're telling me you're running these seminars and giving money away? Get the fuck out of here. Like,
Yeah, nah.
you got these goddamn scammers on here, and now they making your whole platform look goofy. You know what I'm saying?
Or it's just you for not being a better judge of character.
Yeah.
And just the overall whole thing. It's like what's that mobile Shadow Legends?
Yeah,
that commercial.
I know what that is
I
because
see that
it's
shit all the
marketed
time.
so fucking well.
It's marketed every fucking where.
It's probably an ad for this on this YouTube video right now.
Facts.
Well,
probably.
They hit us up. That's on some shit. They'll hit us up. But I don't know if we'll sell our soul that quickly. But I wanted to connect that to like having a scammer on your fucking show. Like
it looks so bad on you, bro. It's
very low.
It's like having pop-up ads on your porn website.
Yeah,
it doesn't
bruh.
look legit. This is an unsecured network.
You know what I mean? Especially when you try to click it, takes you to a new home screen. It's like, fuck.
That's like, god damn. And
you
then you
ain't
try to
locked
go
up in
back,
that
it's a
corner.
different home screen.
Yeah, you gotta
bruh.
press back.
The advertising for some webcam shit.
Fuck.
That's funny as
Shit Andrew Tate was selling.
Yeah, bro. So, yeah, this nigga AD, I don't even think he's trying anymore on Community. I mean, this is just mainly about Community. Community
It was called Community for a reason. Maybe he's just on brand.
Community sucks.
That is true.
It
And
really fucking sucks.
What
I mean,
if-
it's bad.
what if the nigga's just tired? You know what I mean?
It's not like he's trying to bring his
when
homies up.
Because when you're doing your own thing, it can get very tiring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you gotta, make sure scheduling is right.
No, that's
different
true.
people, all that.
I don't know. You know, AD is the type of nigga that seems to always be on vacation too. You know,
Yeah.
he seems to really enjoy life. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't love this.
He doesn't. We
I
talked
think
about
he's
that.
doing it. Well, yeah, we said it before, but it's true. He's doing
No.
it because it happened.
Yeah.
And now he really has to do it because he's doing it in spite of another nigga.
Yeah. Dead ass, bro.
Yeah.
That's why you only
Yeah.
really see like real takes and passion.
He might just
when
be
it's on this subject.
He might just not be a good talent scout. You know what I'm saying? Cause some of his homies, then one of his homies is at he's cool with Brick? What's his name? Brick Baby? And he cool with him?
Oh yeah.
It ain't
but
cool,
Brick,
right?
But Brick Baby works for No Jumper right now.
I know, but AD could have got him before that.
Yeah, but
Cause they like homies. If he
Son,
wanted to
they
bring,
both
I
say it's high.
I'm saying
I don't
if he
think they're
wanted,
homies like that.
okay, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
I
if
don't
he
think
wanted
they're
to
homies like
bring
that.
somebody else on Community that could be good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But that's if you care.
But
Yeah.
it's community, like you said, right? So you bringing up the homies and trying to get them good, right?
Well, this is the thing that I've realized as well too, and Adam has helped me see it by the way that he shed these niggas. And I think I heard a quote somewhere, but sometimes Charlamagne actually might have said this. I think Charlamagne said that there's a certain point when you have to be like selfish in order. To, I can't win with all of us together.
Right.
I got to leave you niggas behind and come back and get you.
Yeah,
you
you
know
can't carry everybody at once. We're all gonna burn on
You know
this
what I'm
shit.
saying?
Absolutely.
Like, it's like the boat has a hole in it. We're all going down. All y'all need to jump off. I can keep this bitch afloat, but I can't keep all y'all with me.
Somebody has to be Leonardo.
Somebody
can't get on that wooden shit.
Yeah,
it's just the divers mentality. Like you've heard like divers talk about how
Yes,
if
I
it's
gotta
4
leave you.
niggas diving and 3 are hurt or 1 is hurt,
or something happened,
you save yourself.
Exactly.
Because 2 people dying are worse than 1 people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
dead ass, yeah. I've seen that.
Kinda, it depends.
No,
Nah,
I've
it
seen that.
makes sense.
I saw that in terms of divers. Yeah, I seen somebody talking about that on Joe Rogan, I think, or something.
Some white dude.
Yeah.
I had a debate with my philosophy professor on like some shit like that. Like, is 2 lives more valuable than 1 life? How do you quantify that?
It depends.
Because
like,
if it was 2 pedophiles and it was 1 child, then these are no longer.
Well, now you're
equal,
adding different caveats.
But that's what I'm saying.
But you're adding variables that we didn't.
I guess it's situational. Like,
Yeah, it's situational.
in terms of scuba diving,
But I'm saying that more lives aren't more valuable just because it's more.
like if the KKK was drowning, we could just let them drown.
Right, but that's why a
some
situation.
Nazis.
That's why it's situational. More lives could be more valuable if you flip the situation around.
Life,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah,
'cause
like, are you
life-
gonna save 2 random niggas over your daughter or your mother?
Or
No.
if you're in a fucking crisis moment, are you gonna save the fucking 2 military trained niggas who can actually do something about where the fuck you're at compared to the one nigga over there who's a farmer who's just struggling? Let's
good
get
jokes.
these niggas out of here so we can. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying in
Yeah.
general, the scenario could be flipped.
Or
so.
the Twilight Zone. Y'all fuck with that show? Y'all watch
I've
that
never
sh-
seen it.
The black and white shit?
It's a black and white version.
I've seen
If
a
I mean,
you-
it's a classic.
And
though.
then Jordan Peele, he remade his own. But like it's like the nigga comes to your crib with a box and you press the button, somebody dies around the world, but you get $1 million.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
I've
It's
heard about
like-
that. I've heard about that movie.
It's kind of like a tricky thing. Life itself really isn't that valuable.
Yeah.
I've heard a couple comedians talk about it. It was like it's not that many things that make you happy.
No, facts.
Like
yeah.
nigga, what just makes you happy?
Yeah, genuinely. Like a lot of things we do is just kind of mundane and out of routine.
it's just a little
Yeah.
spike.
And this goes right back to AD. Like he needs to find something that makes him happy. He needs to find
Podcasting is one of the routine, mundane things that he does.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because he has no passion to actually make it better. He's just doing it because that's his most consistent paycheck right now.
Gangbanging is
And-
probably funner.
And you got to
Way more
understand,
fun.
like,
If I was a Crip, I'd be a party Crip though. Just throwing that out there.
A party Crip?
Yeah, that's one that doesn't bang, but like
You
I
just
throw up the
celebrate.
set, I go to cookouts, I fuck the bitches, shit like that.
You Army Reserve.
Yeah, I would.
He
Army,
has
I
his
would,
camouflage, but he
yeah, I
ain't
would
really
Army
active.
reserve it for sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to be active. That's
Yeah.
just too much. That's too dangerous.
Only active when it comes to my
I
territory.
might be active really early in life, but I could see myself growing out of it very quickly.
You got to put the work
Yeah.
in to earn the respect to not do shit.
I don't want to have
That's
to.
what
I don't want to have
retirement
to
is.
shoot. I'll throw the hands though.
You
nigga,
an old school thug.
Yeah. I'll throw the,
These little skinny niggas today's popping perks and popping you.
they
about to
are.
say.
They are.
They don't give a damn.
3D printed switches, nigga.
Yeah,
Shit
for
is
real, dog.
crazy.
That
Shit
shit
is sick.
That is insane.
But community's in the toilet right
You
now.
know, a white boy, you can get a weapon.
Yeah, nigga.
You just a white boy away.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, they're
facts.
the new criminals.
But community's in the fucking toilet, and I don't see it coming out the toilet anytime soon. Especially when you got all these nondescript niggas in the background.
Is it a
honestly.
public restroom
They
section?
not gonna come out the toilet.
I don't see it anytime soon.
I don't
These
think
niggas
they care to.
They don't care. That's what I'm thinking.
This one-
Bro, this nigga AD is on a tour right now. Fucking talking about no jumper. Nigga, talk about something else. Oh, let's go to that. Let's get to that.
What else is there?
But
There's nothing else.
But
And that's a shame. It's been 5 months since they left, and you have nothing else to talk about but no
It's
jumper.
about being inspired and like just knowing yourself overall. Because
Yeah.
there's gonna be times where it's none to talk about. But as our job, you know what I mean? Well,
There's always something to talk about. This podcast specifically is different because I was thinking, even as I was saying what I just said, a lot of people can say, what are y'all niggas going to talk about if they not doing shit or if other podcasts are doing shit? But that's because this podcast is specifically about that. We
Yeah.
say it at the beginning for a reason.
Right.
Community is not a no jumper reaction channel.
Like and
but
subscribe.
that's what the algorithm will have you believing.
True.
Yeah.
True. Now, AD was just on Akademiks Off the Record podcast. 3 hours. No need to listen to 3 hours on any level.
It wasn't good?
Hell no. But it was just no jumper. It was just like, and this is the thing with like when AD speaks, he's not. AD's a supporting cast. He's supporting character.
The B mic.
He's a B mic. He's not A at all. And I wish he would understand. It's okay. I don't like that he doesn't realize that he's getting hoed out for views either. Like, he's getting hoed out for views on No Jumper. The only time he goes on like a No Jumper tour in terms of he'll pop up on Joe Budden podcast. He'll drop up on Off the Record with Akademiks. He'll be on another platform. These big platforms, it's only because they want to talk about fucking Adam.
Yep.
That's the only reason why.
They're
They all wanna
interviewing
form the system.
Adam
Through
AD.
him. And it's okay,
Trell.
and it's okay to let them think that they're going to get that off only, but it's your job to re-navigate
Facts.
back to you. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
But that's the thing. What is he doing that
He ain't
he's
got
going
shit
to
to-
talk about?
he ain't got shit to re-navigate.
I'm not
to.
saying that he isn't shit, that he just isn't showing shit.
Yeah, and it's like we already know Akademiks has been low-key narrating and plotting on No Jumper downfall damn near the entire time.
Yeah.
And then had the whole unemployment office thing at the, when they fell apart.
It's definitely some lamb's blood in the middle of his kitchen. They doing
Yeah,
some ceremonies,
it's
just
for real,
praying.
though.
Some
The
dogs
little
with
white
some
man in the
thumbtacks
back.
to him.
Dead
Yeah.
ass though. So it's like he's asking about Adam, and he's like, AD's filling him in. Like, Adam said he wants to go to war with y'all. I gotta talk to Adam, man. You know how Akademiks is.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, bruh. AD was just on there getting hoed out for views, and it was like, yeah, he was having a good time chopping it up with Akademiks because they do have a respect and they do have a friendship between each other in terms of like a mutual respect. But don't go over to Akademiks and get hoed out for some fucking views. You know what I'm saying?
Because you want it to be to where like you are the prize. You know what I mean? Like your
Yes.
mind is the prize. Like just the fact that you're on a show and people get to ask you about anything, like a Boosie. Like
Right,
Boosie
yeah,
has,
yeah,
he's
yeah,
just
yeah. That's a
he
good
has
point.
that gift.
He has the
Like,
personality.
you can ask him about anything. Like
He's
Boosie, what you
bringing
think
the
about the
value.
sidewalk?
Not
today?
not everybody is an individual to where you want to know how they feel about something.
Yeah.
You've never
Right.
saw some shit in the news and been like, yo, what does AD think about this?
Never. And he was with
It's
No
got to be
Jumper
about Adam22 or some gangbanging potentially.
Yeah.
And that's if that.
that's if that, because I don't even want to hear his gangbang takes, because I don't want to. AD kind of sucked in terms of giving takes because AD is like really like friendly, and a lot of people know him and like him. So like he's not going to give any hard takes on anything because he probably partied with these people in the club at one point.
Industry
Some
friends.
niggas is scared to splash the water in the pool.
He has too many industry friends, because I remember him talking about like before he even got to No Jumper, he was like a big club guy, like in the club Monday through Friday.
Social climbing.
Just social climbing. Yeah,
No
like
job.
That was his thing essentially. Being in the
Yeah.
club was his job. You know what I'm saying?
He treated club like college. He was networking.
Exactly. So it was like he knows too many people to even be able to. Tory Lanez just get sentenced to 10 years. He's not gonna have no real opinion on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
How
saying?
do you
Like,
feel?
oh no, yeah, they don't know. Or you weren't asking me.
Yeah,
right?
no, it
you
was
just-
rhetorical.
That's
Yeah,
what I thought.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little confused.
For a moment, he was like, I don't think he shot that bitch.
Whoa.
So yeah, when he was talking to Akademiks is buttering him up for the first 20, 30 minutes. You know what? I like AD because AD's perspective is something that I really want to hear. I'm thinking, I don't. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's never said something that like had me like, and mind you, I like AD. But I've never opened up YouTube like, what does AD have to say about this? I've never done that,
And
bro.
AD crazy enough to in the moment just be like,
Oh yeah, he eating
Yeah.
this shit up,
Yeah.
bro. He eating it up, bro. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
bro, eating it up, dog. And I was just like, Ack know what he doing, and then Ack starts pressing hard on them goddamn Adam questions. You know what I'm saying?
Well, before you stick it in, you have to kiss the neck.
You do.
You gotta do all. You gotta lick the
Yeah.
titty a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, so
ring
you just,
the bell under there.
but AD is he's too stupid to know he's getting buttered up.
Essentially.
Okay, I give it to that. Okay.
I put there's a hyperlink for that. AD on Off the Record. I put a little clip of the conversation. Now there's another thing. Before we even get to the clip, you can pull this up a lot quicker. He's on tour right now because he's on the East Coast right now. AD is. I think he's in New York because Akademiks is in Jersey, so he's doing like an East Coast thing right now.
Yeah.
There's a screenshot I put in there because he went to some other podcast Dope as Usual podcast. Y'all ever heard of them?
No, nothing.
Sound familiar?
First
It's
time.
a Hispanic guy and a white guy.
Yeah.
This fucking caption, bro. Look at this title. Surviving Compton. Are you kidding?
Oh shit! Hold on.
Are we getting
What's
the AD
that?
origin story? Is this what this is?
No.
Leaving
just-
no jumper. Much more.
The fact that
So
leaving
much more. They promising it.
The fact that leaving no jumper is in the title. Like if I was AD, I would be like, the fuck, like,
Bro, this was
we talked about that for like
that should
6
only be
minutes.
5 months ago. That should be you should have done that tour 5 months ago type shit. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
there's gonna be a point in time on this very podcast where we see the moment it switches. Like, it's just you gonna see a facial expression. It's like, this is all these niggas care about.
Now you're right, but if you're AD, are you a person who says to yourself, "I'm just gonna milk it if it comes. I'll get my little bag off of this if it comes my way."
No, well, yes and no, but you have to eventually mature out of that.
Yeah.
Because you don't want the fact that no jumper is big as shit. Because
Right.
this has been too long for AD to still be milking this like
That's
this.
off the screen, right?
Yeah, it's off screen.
You know what I mean?
But I'm saying like, okay, so let's say something else happens with no jumper. Let's say something else happens with no jumper, and like he's involved again, but it's a big enough controversy where a nigga like Joe Rogan wants to talk to him now.
Oh, you
It's
always
like-
you
it's like
always
milk
take the
it,
look.
right?
But you have to
take
know
the look.
when the cow is hurting. Like
Yeah,
nigga,
yeah.
the
You
milk
gotta
is
steer the ship.
like
Not everybody's good at that, but you gotta know when to steer the ship.
and you have to know when to, fucking aboard.
And this is another thing too that's kind of
Like-
crazy is that like after the whole collapse, like obviously all their numbers were up and stuff like that. AD did a lot of press runs. Like he had a lot of big looks. He was like on the Joe Budden network. Like he had a lot of big looks. And the quality of the content, he has not been able to retain this shit at all.
That's true.
Like,
That's true. That's
the
true.
views are hitting at like 25,000 right now.
That's
like
true.
they're low.
They're low.
Bro.
There's
Like,
nothing there. It's like Dame Dash got to the point where he was in an interview and he would curse you out if you brought up anything around
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
that's because his son was selling cookies. The nigga's making movies.
Yeah, the movies
He's got
thing.
a TV production. He's
Yeah.
selling weed. It's like he has other shit going
he
on.
had a lot of things to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, the nigga's son was selling. I can't believe I forgot it. The
His
nigga's
son
son
was
was selling
selling
cookies.
cookies.
Go buy some Dame Son's cookies.
Yeah.
I don't
And-
even think I don't want to say nothing about Dame's son because Dame will remember that shit.
I'm
Never
about to
mind.
say.
Yeah, he'll hold it against you.
Might be
Yeah.
banished.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I don't want no problems.
No jumper. I think we underestimated how big this fall was.
Yeah.
How
I
big?
think it just kept collapsing. It was kind of like
I
the
think
Twin Towers.
I really underestimated what a platform could do for somebody. That's what I underestimated.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I underestimated what a platform can do for somebody.
Or
for an
maybe,
individual.
you overestimated how talented these niggas actually were.
I did a little bit of both.
Yeah, it's the same
a little
thing.
bit of both.
Like
yeah.
some niggas look good only in certain scenarios and certain
Right.
playbooks.
But that's what it's. That's
You
what the
can't do
platform.
that on every team.
But that's what the
Right.
platform can do
Yeah.
for you, though. The platform can give you that look, at least put you in that light.
Put you,
know
in
what I'm
that
saying? Put you in that
position
light.
to where you can succeed.
'Cause
Which
it's not
Adam,
like-
Adam is a good boss. Like he did exactly what he's supposed to do.
Well,
Put you in a position to where you're supposed to succeed.
results do speak for themselves though. Like you can't be that great of a boss if you lose your whole staff.
Yeah,
that's true.
You didn't even fire them. They just, your whole
Nigga,
staff
no,
collectively
Jordan
quit.
Belfort, nigga.
Multiple times too. This is
Yeah.
not the first round of people that have just in totality just dipped out
But
on Adam.
like a good leader, it happens.
It does
You
happen.
breathe from the base of your stomach, and then you get to work, nigga. You handle business, nigga.
Yeah, that's true.
breathe from the
pimp
diaphragm.
who still has the same hose that he started off with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
so
a
you
constant rotation
You
of the
always
roster.
lose it. Yeah. But let's see a little bit of this. This is a little bit of Adam. I mean, AD talking to
To Akademiks.
Academics. Yeah.
Respect, and I say I'm Big Ack. He's ready to violate.
Bro, a nigga told me he told us to slide and then they can call police on us. I said
He didn't tell you to slide. Stop it.
Bro, nigga tripping.
He told you to slide?
He was like, y'all niggas slide. He
No
say
way.
niggas though. But that's how I heard in my head.
What'd you do to him?
I ain't do shit.
Now you threatened to do something to him.
This is what happened. Right? Minding my business. He interviews this one guy. My name gets brought up, which I don't care.
Yeah.
I hear after that,
Wait,
I know
is-
one of them old employees that were
Mozart the
here
Fourth?
look at their bank.
What's that noise? Is that one of us?
Nah,
music?
that's AD's fucking unprofessional ass.
Okay.
But yeah, I like that Mozart in the background. Really adds a feel
And
to that.
And is
shit.
that an AI rendition of AD, or is that like a real picture?
That's him.
Why does that shit look like an oil painting?
Just even it does, but even just
Filter.
listening to just like him tell this story is fucking trash.
Sounds boring?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I was minding my
Trash.
business.
It's not that bad. There's a nice economy of words. He's not too long.
What did he say?
I'm going for extremes this episode though.
What did
Hot
he?
takes.
Yeah, hot takes only.
What did he say?
The nigga was minding his own business, and Adam just started popping shit.
That should be a fucking segment, low key.
We should have did this first.
Did what?
Because we already know what the base of what he said, but that's not what he said.
Yeah, it is. Play it back. Go back 10 seconds.
All right.
Watch this.
I can't wait for it.
Minding my business. You know, he interviews this one guy. My name gets brought up, which I don't care.
Yeah.
I hear after that, I know when them old employees that were here look at their bank accounts, they like, why did I quit No Jumper? So I hear that and I'm like, okay, can't say that about me. You know what I'm saying? You can't say about T-Rail.
Wait, Adam said that the old No Jumper employees must be looking at their bank account type shit.
And saying like, why did they quit? So when I heard that, I was just like,
why would he say that?
I don't,
Why would he say that?
could be the powder. I don't know.
You think you
I ain't
saw?
putting it on him.
Adam ain't no drugs, is he?
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't never seen him do no drugs. But I don't know what the fuck going on. But yeah, I hear that. So I go on my show and I'm like, can't say that about me. You can't say that about T-Rail.
Wait, does he think y'all like struggling?
Yo, pause.
Apparently.
I can't take this nigga's line of questioning. It just gets more and more salacious, bro. It's like he's looking for any angle for like some drama. He's like,
is,
what do you
bro.
think that is? How much
Ak
are
is
you
work,
getting paid?
Ak is working right now. Like he's
And
putting
it's
numbers on the
effortless.
board.
It's just coming off. Like he's gonna get this nigga eventually.
Somebody got some subtle hands on that piano. It's really building the story. It's starting to sound good. But nah, man, this is fucking crazy.
Go ahead, keep going.
All right.
About to say.
You know, can you acknowledge that the people that left, they're successful and they're doing good for themselves? He's like, hell no. They're not making, I know how much they make and they're not even making like 75% of what they were making with me. So then I go back on my show in response to that and I'm like, hey, check it out. I make more doing community than I did when I was at No Jumper.
Was he aiming at that true or maybe because there's a lot of people?
It don't matter. Once you say the people that left, nigga, I'm one of the main motherfuckers that left. So when I hear that, then he comes out with a story that says, you need money to go to war, and I got a lot of money. So
he ain't say that. Yo, you gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Nigga, that's his exact words in the video.
Never said that.
You need money to go to war, and I got a lot of money. So now the homies is like, bitch, what type of war is you talking about?
Hold on. Why would Adam say that?
Bro, I don't know, bro.
I gotta call Adam, man.
I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is you talking about war? What type of war are you talking about?
Be like, yo, bro.
I ain't hit the nigga on the side.
Like, you know we're making content here. And you know, like.
Nah, nigga, fuck all that. Nigga said go to war, right? What does war mean to you, Ak?
Well, shit, if I'm telling you we're going to war, I'm.
This nigga actually, well, yeah, we started with, you know, we're making content, right?
War for me is a debate.
I mean, war.
Right.
Does this sound
It's a
outlandish?
disagreement for Akademiks.
Does this sound outlandish for Adam? You know, like, nigga, let's go to war.
Adam is obviously not talking about violence.
Let's go to war.
He can't be. He's too smart to threaten somebody online publicly. Like
Yeah.
That is true, though. You do have to have money to go to war.
You do, yeah. You have to have infrastructure in place.
He's doing a lot of
War
things.
takes a long time. A lot of times, war is won by niggas losing resources.
That's
simply they
most
can't
of it.
fund it going on.
Yeah, that's most of the time.
That statement speaks 1,000 words, man. You know, these niggas broke. They don't have no artillery. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They don't got no lawyers. You know what I mean?
You don't got a budget. Nigga.
Yeah.
You can't afford to do this for very long.
Don't have a budget for this beef.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what happened. That was the bulk of it. Like, there was nothing else.
I feel like that's a pretty good. It was 3 hours?
Yes.
Whatever this clip was perfect.
Yeah,
they could have
yeah.
just did this shit on FaceTime.
Yeah, pretty much, because it's 3
This
hours.
this is an Instagram live worthy conversation.
It is. It
Do
is
it
for
for 15 minutes with
Yeah.
500,000 people watching, or 500 people watching.
So yeah, I was like, I got to this point in it a little bit past it, and I was like, oh yeah, we're not talking about this no more. Don't want to hear y'all kicking it.
Nah, it sounds, at this point, it sounds petty. Like, when I first heard about it, I was like, you know, when I was watching it from the bleachers,
Yeah.
it looked a little bit different.
You know, as a
But now
spectator.
I'm fucking on the floor. It's like, man, this shit kind of boring. This shit
Yeah,
petty as fuck.
it is,
Like, they're
it
talking
is.
about, it's just two grown men. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
But let's jump into point and shoot, because he did a good.
it's crazy.
Point and Shoot did a good recap, which will probably be good because it's so hard for me to kind of like organize the clips because so many of the clips overlap. How do I explain this? And it's just like Point and Shoot did it. He pointed out Adam's W's and he pointed out Adam's L's too, per usual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The full spectrum of things.
The full spectrum of things. So one of the things that Point and Shoot kind of broke down towards the end of this video after Adam. So Adam fully marked out Figmunity, like AceBoyz and his little gang of hoodlums, AceBoy World.
Yeah.
Adam fully marked them out. Like he baited them by talking that money shit. They jumped on live stream doing them threats. Adam came back on the next episode of No Jumper and titled it "They Took the Bait." Then he pressed them even more and was like, "Y'all are hoes. You know where I work. You ain't gonna do nothing." And I'm dead serious. You know, he marked them out completely to where AceBoyz got on the next stream copping pleas and shit. Bad. Like Adam did catch a W in all this.
Okay, Adam's playing a little human chess.
I was about to say some count him out.
He's moving up the board.
But he's been doing this. It's like, it would be more impressive if he was doing this to somebody of his stature.
Right.
Like he's doing this to a white belt. Nigga, you're supposed to be doing.
That's true.
Supposed to be running him around
that is
circles.
a good point,
Which is why it happened in this fashion. He's seen this play before. These niggas are still technically rookies, especially because
they don't even understand how many chess moves ahead of that he is right now. They can't even wrap their mind around it.
They don't got the
Is this
Adderall.
Point and Shoot?
Yeah, this Point and Shoot.
Okay.
But it's a 9-minute video. I know which part you wanted.
Yeah, we'll start from the beginning because this starts with Adam marking these niggas the fuck out.
All right, Tefo.
Is looking extremely desperate for content lately. I guess he just went on the Bootleg Kevin show and he basically declared war against all of his podcasting enemies, meaning ADT, Trell, and Pun. Basically, all the people who left No Jumper to start their own platforms, Adam basically wants to see them all fail and their platforms crumble and falter to the ground. So Adam, for the past month or so, has been doing everything he can to stay viral and to stay trending, to stay relevant. But most importantly, he's probably trying to direct people's attention away from the 16 allegations and the child predator accusations. But now with all this viral stuff like being a master cuck and giving his wife up to have passionate, love-driven sex with a much bigger, much stronger man.
Picking Jason was like a business decision. Obviously, like he's attractive, he's a good performer, he has a great physique and everything.
It's just been kind of a roller coaster ride, like watching, what is Adam going to do next? And I'm not going to lie, it's been entertaining. So he is right. However, we don't watch him with any sort of respect. We sort of hate watch. We sort of watch because you can't look away. It's not like the type of content that I think Adam intended for No Jumper to deliver. So while he is bringing in views, technically, the views aren't from like fans or like people that look up to him or the platform. It's just it's just viral shit, and it's gonna go away. It's gonna dry up, and that's what he's done. He's opened up a new path to go viral, and that's to beef with other podcasters. So this is what's going on. I want to show you guys this first clip. This is Adam on the Bootleg Kev show, and he's popping his shit as if he's got the hottest show on the West Coast.
I'm a sinking ship. This is what these people actually want you to believe. It's a bullshit narrative. They were never mistreated while they were on the channel. I was always transparent about pay. I was always like very, open to having discussions about what the future of the channel was going to be. So that is the one thing that really bothers me is just this bullshit.
Adam literally said that he was stepping away from hip hop and wanted to cover people like Destiny and fucking 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑.
Zerka, this is your world. We're just living in it. We can't put words in your mouth. By the way,
I'm a file.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God, this guy.
Zerka. By the way.
But he realized that wasn't going to work and that his core audience basically turned on him and that the numbers were in the shit box. He doubled back and he hired some Crips and started talking gang shit. So it's obvious that Adam is in a state of desperation trying to remain relevant. So, I mean, this is just really pathetic.
The narrative that was painted on the way out. But I don't think the people are falling for it anymore. The channel's doing way, way better. We're crushing it right now. And I have tons more great ideas. And at the end of the day, you need money to go to war. And I got a lot of it. And I can't speak.
I don't think they wanted. So Adam's favorite thing to say recently is the only reason that these other podcasts do any numbers is because they talk about me. So if they don't talk about me, they can't do numbers. So he knows now that after saying all that he would look extremely goofy if he were to bring them up in a conversation on No Jumper for any reason. He would then be being a hypocrite and talking about those people in order to get content. Well, what he's done here is he's strategically gone on another platform to be interviewed, knowing that he would be asked about this situation, and so that now he's just answering Bootleg Kev's questions and just being a polite interview guest. And he's not trying to talk about anyone. He's just answering the question. He's not bringing him up. Bootleg Kev's bringing him up. He's just answering the questions. Do you understand what I'm saying? So AD and Pun wasted absolutely no time responding to this. They couldn't wait to get on and talk about Adam talking about them. And it was really just sort of pitiful. I mean, let's face it. These guys struggle to do any types of numbers on their I mean, they're painfully boring. AceBoyz and Cuhmunity are like miserably boring channels to watch. AD's community stream is like indescribably boring. And then you got AceBoyz, which is AceBoy Pun's show, where he smashes like 15, 40-year-old men and women into this little tiny room. And then they just talk about random stuff that no one gives a fuck about. And it's like bottom tier content. And I just don't watch it, you know what I mean, unless there's a clip. See, what I think's happened with this Figmunity World universe is that the Figmunity World people essentially left No Jumper and took a chunk of No Jumper's fans with them, so they already have like about 100,000 people that tune in for them. See, they never had to grow or build anything. They just took what Adam built and left with it, which is fucking awesome. But that's it. They're not getting any bigger. They're not getting any smaller. They're just staying with them same people, and so the only way to go from there is down. And so because I feel like AD and Adam and Pun and Hero and everyone are so obsessed with
that is a shitty thumbnail.
Yeah.
I don't know why that shit just hit me. That's a terrible thumbnail.
In this video, he's cooking though.
Yeah, he's cooking. Flaming these niggas out, which is a point I had too, that they didn't work for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't
work for it.
grind
It's not like they
for
got it out the mud.
You know what I mean? Like,
So they're spoiled in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah, because they have a built-in. They
had a built infrastructure already.
Spoiled.
They took 100,000 people essentially that already love them, that aren't expecting much from them.
Yeah. I was thinking about it earlier when you was like, he'll just put anybody up on Cuhmunity.
Yeah.
It's probably because that's how he thinks it works. You just get people to talk and
because that's how it worked over at No Jumper. It felt like, at least
they're not spoiled, but they're definitely entitled. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're synonyms, but
it's the
they're
same
not that,
thing.
Yeah, a little bit.
One is a symptom of the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
because I mean, if you got so far with that little bit of work or that bit of effort, then you know what I'm saying, you're gonna feel like you don't need to put
then
any
you
more
think
in.
that's how everybody got to where it's just like, oh yeah, if Adam's at 4 million, of course I can get to 4 million because if
and
this
you
is the
see
type of
everything,
work
you
that
see
does-
everything he does, and you see how he operates, but you don't know what he did to build all that.
the background,
of what it took for him to even get to where things can move without him like that.
I don't know, man.
a lot
This
of
nigga AD really ain't getting no views though.
it's bad, bro. It's bad, bro.
Nigga, we at the same level.
No, dead ass, bro. No, dead ass, bro.
Shit, nigga, I'm
their
leaving
clip
No Jumper
page
with-
looks it's looking real familiar like the R page.
You feel
For
me?
real, bro. And what makes it worse too is like,
Do we talk about him better than he talks about himself?
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Yeah, we're doing it.
Yep.
Looks that way.
It just happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess you niggas right.
Shout out to
Congratulations.
Shout out to Point and Shoot. I'm gonna link this video in the description so that y'all can watch the full thing. But one of the most important things that he was pretty much like highlighting as well in this is that like, because they took that fan base of those 100,000 people, there's really no growth. So he pulls up their social blades and looks at, he's like, fuck the follower, fuck the
Subscriber
views.
count and views.
No, fuck the views, because you can always get a lot of views by having some viral shit. But the subscriber count, are you growing? No Jumper is growing by like 4,000 subs a month with 4.whatever million subscribers they have.
Yeah.
So that's doing terrible. AceBoyz communities growing by 22 or 2,500 subscribers a month, but they only have 165,000 compared to Adam. So AD is doing half of what Adam's doing.
Yeah. Because he took half of Adam's shit.
Yeah.
It's like they got divorced with no prenup.
Yup. And then Figmunity World, I think, is doing about 2,000 subs. And then you don't have to pull this up.
I was looking for myself.
But AceBoyz is only growing by like 1,000. 1,500 a month.
It's not very surprising.
This is hard, man. You know, it's a hard industry to be consistent in.
To be good at, to market well.
Especially if you was already just kind of average.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then you get thrown out.
Yeah.
And then you think you the shit.
Yeah.
And now you out here.
You gotta have some confidence, but you also have to be, balanced.
There's some Draymond Greens out here. There's some niggas who play real well with star players. And they look amazing in that system.
Yeah, true.
But that's not something that they can provide to every operation.
Yeah, man. It's not looking good for them, man. I don't know what the future of... Well, I know what the future is for AD. Honestly, I don't. I mean, he's going to keep doing this because why would you stop?
Right.
But I almost kind of want him to take his music more seriously because...
I think he's starting to drop more stuff, though. I think I saw him drop something the other day.
What do you think he'll have a better trajectory at doing? Which lane is most successful for him?
I think he could do it all. I think he could be on some DDG shit. Upload some videos every now and then.
He needs a hit, though.
It's kind of disrespectful to compare him to DDG.
Nah,
he's just talking about the type of shit. He ain't saying that.
Style, but I'm talking about as well as he did it. YouTube, incredible career.
But that's to be
and
seen.
then he leveraged that into a real rap career, which isn't done very well, smoothly.
That often.
At all, actually. Who else did it?
Kai did it. Well, not Kai. It was that other dude. Because I remember when DDG said that, Kai started playing music of other streamers who had big records. So
it's a lot.
There's a
couple
community.
niggas.
I just don't know him. Yeah.
But this nigga's fucking the Little Mermaid.
That don't mean shit.
I mean,
Disney.
It's pros and cons to both their situations.
Feel like
you
she's
know what I
kind of
mean?
having. That don't mean shit.
Disney. I don't know.
That don't mean nothing.
She's getting a bag.
He
but
in
it
the
don't mean
house with the
nothing. I know
mouse,
what you mean.
nigga.
She's getting a bag, but she's also trying to be a hot girl. Even though that's not her career path. She's more focused on being a hot girl.
That's probably her publicist giving her bad advice.
But who knows where her fucking career is going? You know what I'm saying? You were set up for success, and you're more concerned with showing ass on the internet. I just don't even know what to take.
You might be talking about his sister.
I don't know which one.
There's two of them, and one of them is more devious. But then
I'm talking about the devious one. I thought that was the devious one was dating DDG.
I don't know which one's
Nah, Haley is the mermaid.
Yeah, it's the golden child.
Chloe is the thick one.
Chloe is a devious one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She was giving the ass. She was giving the assets to be.
She got the devious name.
I'm about to say this nigga. This nigga AJ, you gotta do more after you do that shit. She's the devious one.
Chloe's the devious one. Yeah. But yeah. Make sure y'all watch that point and shoot thing though.
Shout out to point and shoot. I think he's Puerto Rican. Shout out to Puerto Rican.
Not all of them.
Where should we go next? Who else is part of Figg Media World? Let's talk about Trell.
Trell
post No Jumper has been doing the best. He's continued to get better on the microphone. He's actually just started. I think he's getting a radio bag now because he started Trell.
Yeah, it's a morning show, right?
Yep, Trell in the morning because he's been talking about wanting to do radio for a while. Even though people say there's not that much money in radio, I do remember Bootleg Kev saying Bootleg Kev's situation is where he does his radio show from the house and just he's like a radio contractor. So he records the show.
He works at home.
Yeah, he records the show and then sells it to radio stations pretty much. So that's how Bootleg Kev kind of does his thing, I think. So I think that's what Trell is kind of doing.
Which is a bag in a lane in a whole different market.
It's a whole different market because he's on YouTube live with it, but he's also, somebody said he's also on the radio for real too. So, but he's continued to grow and evolve though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's working towards it. He's hustling niggas. It's like content for days over there.
He seems to actually enjoy what he's doing.
He does.
He's moving with the actual passion. That's
does.
why you actually progress, because you give a fuck about what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it from all angles. I watch behind the scene videos of Figmunity.
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I watching this?
Yeah. And he'll do day in the life joints.
Yeah.
He's actually bringing people on that do add value to podcast conversation and engaging Keem, even though I'm not a fan of Keem because he just seems like a hater. His emoji in the chat is a salt shaker.
Oh,
but
right.
he's actually Schoolboy's Q's manager, which is really interesting to me because I don't know. So in my mind, a manager gets 20% of everything that the artist gets, right?
Yeah.
Or 15.
Ideally, yeah.
Ideally. So
that's
let's
probably
just-
the industry split.
Let's just say 15, right?
Yeah, 15.
We're talking Schoolboy Q, right? We're talking M's on M's. I'm thinking
M's.
M's.
M's on M's.
M's. But
M's on M's for sure.
Yeah, it's Schoolboy Q, man.
Schoolboy Q for sure.
I love Schoolboy Q, but
it's almost like a nigga like Tech9. Nobody knows he's doing the best clothing apparel, money wise.
Okay, but yeah, this is the
But
thing.
isn't Tech9 independent?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. He's getting 100% of whatever that is.
But it's still.
But Schoolboy's also a part owner of TDE.
And it's just the love he gets. Like Schoolboy Q is a respected name.
But love and
Crazy.
respect doesn't always translate into financials.
No,
We've
that's
seen that
very
shit crash out many times.
How much money
But
are
he's
you
a-
talking about?
He was big on, like, are you talking under 10 M's?
You think it's above 10 M's for him?
You don't think
I think so.
Schoolboy Q
I think it's at
have
least-
more than $10 million?
Show me it. Why would that happen?
Come on,
Let's,
man.
let's see what his net worth says online.
It's 6.
It's at 6?
That's his net, but he's probably at 10.
Nigga
I think-
clearing
yeah.
10.
He's probably right at
For
10.
sure.
I mean, I'm not hating on Schoolboy Q by any means. I just don't see why that would happen.
But I know what you mean, but he's probably been touring for 10 years straight.
He's been
Like,
chilling for a long time, but when he was on his hot run, he was on his hot run. But long story short, Keem is his manager. I don't know. It just seems like this nigga is so salty, bruh. Like he hasn't had a successful career being Schoolboy Q's manager. You know what I'm saying?
How many M's are we talking?
I don't know, bruh. But
This nigga's too-
this also just seems like part of his personality type.
Okay.
Like this nigga could be 4 M's up and still find something to be upset about.
It's that, and he's friends with the manager of like fucking AceBoyz. So he's
Yeah.
seeing like, damn, like, you know, this is what I could be. This is what I could do.
Yeah, you find you a yellow, thick little bitch.
Damn.
Well, nah, that would be impossible to find one like that.
With
Well,
talent.
I don't know. I forgot who said it. I think Noriega was like, nigga, it's a bunch of AceBoyz. Just go to under the sewer, nigga, make a left.
Yeah,
make
but
a
not
right.
all of them can make a captivating song that like people actually love. There's a lot of AceBoyz fans.
Drake
like,
really
that
put a
genuinely
crazy
like the music.
Honestly, yeah, and honestly, she wouldn't. I don't think she'd still be here if Drake didn't fly her out like the first weekend she got hot. Like the
You
first
think
week.
that's what happened?
Yes.
That was her biggest marketing ploy?
Yes.
Other than like getting hot on TikTok and all this other shit?
Absolutely.
And having a fat ass just to begin with?
Bro, Tia Corinne got hot on TikTok because that freaky tie joint. Niggas don't care about her nearly as much as AceBoyz.
I mean, she freshman at
she's
6
It'd be different if
she's not
Tia
selling
Corinne,
sex. Like part
she's
of
not
Tia's
either.
She's selling the
Bitches sell
sensualism.
sex every day though, but it's different when you're selling sex and then Drake flies you out for OVO Fest for the weekend. And this is like, it feels like
It's
the
just all the energy
That's a
around
lot.
it.
It was a lot of energy early.
It was, but I just think her marketing from who she actually is, the red curly fro. Like niggas was going crazy like they never seen a girl that looked like this before.
Right.
That was a part of the thing. Like this is a new breed,
Yeah.
a new aesthetic.
But having that pussy stamped by Drake, like, oh shit, Drake trying
That's
to
what I'm
fuck her.
And
You
then
know,
the
it is a-
Kardashian next.
Man, but look at Drake's baby mama. Nigga, what does that mean?
Well, I mean,
Drake
you can't-
co-signing some pussy don't mean shit to me.
He never paraded
judge
her
a man
around
for that.
though.
Huh?
He never paraded his baby mama around the way that he paraded around AceBoyz.
Now I'm just talking about like
He's talking
him
about his
being the
choices.
judge
Yeah,
of quality
of bad
I don't
bitches,
give
yeah.
a damn about his
That
opinion.
doesn't mean nothing. I'm just saying getting paraded around by Drake in your first week of extreme superstardom is pretty.
I don't think
headline-
anything happens without the music though. If there's no music there, then there's no nothing after a while. She wouldn't have lasted this long.
It's
she
not-
just would have been the bitch that got flown out by Drake.
It's not just one
guess.
thing.
I don't know.
But saying, like, reading a headline saying Drake flew out AceBoyz, it's a pretty big
Pretty
it's a
big.
boost.
A lot of people now know who she is, but you got to do something with that look. There has
Yeah.
to be
That's true.
something
You have
depth in
to.
that.
You
Yeah.
have to maintain it.
Yeah.
But how the fuck did we get here? Because we're talking about Keem.
Yeah.
I was talking about pretty much the people that T-Rell has brought on.
Yeah.
So T-Rell, I have to say, has brought on better side characters. Honestly, the best side character is Macwop. But Macwop is the TDE DJ. He used to be Schoolboy's Q primary DJ, but he's the official TDE DJ.
Okay.
So these niggas got experience. They've been on tour. They got life.
I think and that goes back to the biggest thing of we all, like, these people have real life experience.
To
Like,
pull from.
T-Rell was he was Tiger's manager.
Yeah.
Niggas a business owner.
Macwop was on tour with all of TDE. He was personal DJs to Schoolboy Q. Keem is his manager, his current manager.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's watching like Boys and Men, low key. You know what I'm saying? In
They have
terms of
skills
business.
and history outside of this.
And
Yeah.
T-Rail recently had a ransom on. Did y'all see that?
Nope.
I did. That was kind of nasty too, because did you see what happened?
It was a whole debacle.
Yeah, that shit was kind of nasty work. We could talk about it real quick. So what happened was the president of TDE,
Yeah.
who is Top Dog's son,
Yeah, which
Moo.
I think
I think is his
Moose
name?
or something. Morse.
Yeah, Moo
Yeah.
or Moose, something like that. Reason is an artist on Top Dog, and I guess he's been asking for a release date to get out. And he was just on Joe Budden apparently recently too. Was he on Joe Budden?
Yeah, he was
recently?
on Joe Budden. Recently.
Yeah, he was on Joe Budden apparently
He was talking about
recently, and he was like complaining that like he couldn't get out, pretty much doing like a label complaint, which Joe's not turning down any label complaining.
Right.
Conversations. This is his favorite thing in the world. You
That's
know
like
what I'm saying?
Joe Rogan talking about aliens.
Yeah. But the nasty shit was that happened was Reason was on there. They called Moo, and Moo was like, asked T-Ruh. He said, name 10 Reason songs.
Yeah.
Shit was disrespectful.
In front of his artists.
In front of his artists. In front of the internet.
Yeah, in front of
in front of the world. Nigga.
Yeah, in front of the world. So it was like, that shit was kind of crazy where
he couldn't do it.
No, he couldn't
Musa.
Nah.
Musa. I think they call him Moo though.
Oh, they probably do.
Yeah, they were calling him Moo. But yeah, that shit was kind of embarrassing.
It was crazy, and Reason didn't know how to like really fight back on that level.
I don't think he,
and I think he respects him.
I think he didn't on purpose. Like,
yeah.
I think he handled it well. Because anybody else would have been like, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
but
you trying to play me right now?
Yeah. But I think he handled it respectfully to where he's like, because when the call was over, he was pretty much like, No, that's fine because he did. He was like, I'm just going with the facts, and the fact that he's trying to act like I never even presented him projects, I'm gonna remember that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
and that nigga Moose was sounding like a little manipulator. You know what I mean?
He sounded like an asshole for real.
Yeah,
like, he sounded like a dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know my life's in your hands. You know, he had that.
Yeah.
He had that energy with him. You know, like, I know my life's in your hands. So, can you even name 10 Reason songs? Yeah, I know we signed. And then he also said, "Shit, we didn't even want to sign you." Like, what did he say? Kendrick and Q said that they didn't even want to sign you because we're not gonna be able to push you the way that we can.
Yeah.
So it was like
he said the most disrespectful shit. He said he's not marketable. He said, nigga, he said, nigga, you already got features with SZA, Q,
and
like
none of them
Kendrick.
working.
Like,
Absol,
you still ain't took off.
And nothing's working for you. Yeah.
But I mean, it's tricky because Reason comes from a different era. Like, he's like a boom bap nigga.
He is.
Yo, so when I saw that, I felt bad for him. But then at the same time, I said, shit, I don't know one Reason song.
Is he telling the truth?
But I went to his Spotify.
It hurts, but is he wrong?
Yeah, no, he's not. Because when I went, I was like, I'm not rushing to listen to this shit at all. And it's not bad. But it's also like, why? Why do I need to listen to it? He's nice.
You have no reason.
He's nice, but I don't need to listen to it. Right. And it's like, even the song that he had with Ab-Soul that came out, I think it said, go to YouTube real quick. I think it's a song called Flicking Up or something like that. I think it was 4 years ago.
Talking about taking pictures?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know.
And like when I heard that song, I was like,
what did we result
Is this for a commercial or something?
Yeah, it's called Flick It Up.
Flick It Up. And it's at how many views?
73K 2 years ago.
Oh, that's just the audio track. I'm talking about the music video.
Oh, my fault. 220K.
I'm about to say, do him some justice,
that
nigga.
ain't it either. Is that the?
Yeah, that's the official.
Well, the official Top Dog Entertainment's down here, but this is just like the audio. This right here.
Type in.
That's tracked in.
Just type in Reason. Yeah, that's some other shit. Just type in Reason TDE. Because those aren't the that's not the official numbers.
It said the right shit not even popping up. It's not even his music. It's niggas talking about the situation.
Jesus Christ.
Shit, we finna
It's
get
probably
ours,
more
though,
entertaining
too.
than the music.
I thought it had like 4.5 million or something like that, but it was like 4 years ago.
See?
But that for music,
That's what you thought it should have had.
It does. 4.2.
Okay. Nah, he was right.
But for music, that's
Might
not
be because
good.
of that glorious thumbnail.
Yeah, but for music, that's not good. But even when I was like listening to the song, that sounded like him trying to make a commercial song.
Exactly.
Like,
I need
that's-
something that's going to hit to get
That's
this
literally
bit.
what that sounded like. Because I was like, I can tell this nigga's way nicer at rapping than this trash ass hook.
Yeah.
Flicking up, flicking. I was like, this ain't it.
Real quick,
50 Cent slow jam.
Is that how y'all felt about J. Cole's workout?
You know, workout was fine. It was the 𝔬𝚃 that people had a
That's
problem
what
with.
that's what I really meant to say. Who
Yeah,
that?
yeah. It was. I wasn't a big fan of 𝔬𝚃, but to be fair, I didn't understand the hype of J. Cole until
Later on.
Forest Hills Drive.
Okay.
Which is
That was
everybody's, you know.
That was when I became like, okay, I liked him, But I wasn't on the mixtape wave.
I was about to say, did you hear any of that at that time, or was 𝔬𝚃 your only representation?
No. I still heard his mixtapes, and I heard but I never. They weren't religion to me. Like, they were gospel to a lot of people, and they were just cool to me. But every so often, there'll be a song on a mixtape. I'm like, this shit does go hard. But it didn't fully. I wasn't fully like, this nigga J. Cole is the fucking truth.
2014
until 2014 for
you started to respect his artistry.
Yeah.
Because it got to another level.
Yeah, it really did. That
did.
shit, it's just something completely different happened on that one, you know. And then, but he would have moments too, because like he would have these verses that would have me like, damn, like the one where he was like talking about like him and his mom working at the post office and shit like that. What the you know, he was doing those 4 or 5 track EPs at one point. Those were. I was like,
Truly Yours and all that.
I was starting to listen to those like, this nigga is.
Well, his feature game has
crazy.
always been insane.
But even all those, even in those moments, those little EPs that was still after 𝔬𝚃.
Yeah.
So 𝔬𝚃 came out, I was just like, whatever. It's J. Cole.
like,
I already
this
know
is
about
something
him. Congratulations.
Said 𝔬𝚃.
But the workout shit was kind of fire to me though.
That was a beautiful flip of a sample too.
Yeah. So
like, and that was kind of like the ending of that song, right?
Yeah, it was like literally the ending.
Yeah. So, but yeah, people did feel like that with 𝔬𝚃, but that's how that song sounded.
Apparently, that's what Nas said.
That's how this song sounded, where it was like flicking up. Like even 4 years ago, I don't remember niggas saying flicking up. You know
Even
what
the
I'm saying?
title of it, like you could tell, this is like
This is commercial as
when
fuck.
you make a music for a certain thing.
Yeah. And hearing you say it like that's the hook, they saying flick it up, it's almost like they thought they were gonna like land a new saying. Like, niggas ain't finna say this.
Yo, flick it up, man.
Yeah, niggas ain't fun. We not about to say that, bro. Like,
it's kind of already a saying, but it's just not like it's not hallmark.
It is.
Flick it up is a saying?
Yeah,
Like,
flicking up. We're taking
Not flick it up, but
but
That's what
taking
I'm saying.
flicks.
taking a
Yeah, I know, but like, there's a bunch of sayings already, but people rework them to make them
I've
a new
heard
thing.
people say flicking up.
You sure this isn't like a double entendre? Like he's not talking about smoking too? Like,
He might be.
He
but
is.
because
He is.
Because
He
he's a
is.
good rapper, so he might be talking about 4 things.
Yeah.
It
This
just didn't
is,
matter
yeah.
because I just was like, I'm not, why the fuck am I listening to this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like I'm sure there was like a deeper meaning to this song. Don't care what it is though.
So that nigga Moose had a point.
He definitely had a point because it's
I need to
like,
figure out his real name.
even his like look.
It's
You know
not
what I'm saying?
marketable.
He's not.
He just looks like he would have done better in blog era rap.
It makes you think like what makes a rapper a good rapper. Because
Yeah.
like I fuck with Macwop. You know what I mean? He's probably one of like my favorite lyricists like ever. And he just has like an image that's just cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some rappers just cool.
You gotta kind of
Like,
want to be the nigga.
Stove
You
guy,
have to want to be the
cooks.
nigga. Or sometimes when I feel like I can be the nigga too easily, you don't want to be that person either. Like if I feel like I can be the nigga too easily, it's less appealing.
Yeah, when it's more attainable, you want the hunt.
Yeah.
It's like one day I'm gonna be on a yacht with bitches like Big Pimpin', like
Right,
Jay-Z.
you know
nigga.
what I'm saying?
So
Like-
it's there,
That's
but-
why y'all watch porn with black guys.
Wow.
Wow, still hurting, huh?
It's not hurting. It just makes sense now.
How does it make sense?
It just makes sense now. You want to see something that you want to be, but not easily. Think about what you just said.
We're talking about 2 different. The fact that you try to string those together is crazy.
I'm not trying to string nothing together. It just happened. You know, 𝐿𝙻𝙰𝚃.
That it came out of nowhere. That's like me just saying, yeah, whatever, teddy bear fucker. Like nobody knows that context.
Yeah, so it's not as funny as you
which is
think it is.
important. I do want everybody to know Tony is a teddy bear fucker. He just figured out a couple of days ago, teddy bears are dudes that have male hearts and male emotions, and you was humping them.
Yeah, this is the funniest shit you said in a while. I'm gonna let you get it off.
That's not true. Funniest
We
one
gotta
ever.
have something, niggas. Like you get one good for
niggas
Christmas.
like, I tried to
You better play with that shit every day, nigga.
That's why I tell you. I tried to tell a bad joke like you. Just say some shit random. Teddy bear fucker. Hey nigga, what the fuck? Black penises. What are you talking about?
Your porn selection, nigga.
Yeah, fuck it.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm
That
talking
was a
about.
crazy reach, though.
Not
That-
really.
That was crazy.
There's gonna be a psychologist in the comments that's gonna see exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
That bad joke
they're
made me
gonna-
sad.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, yeah, that was a reach.
It would.
Yeah,
All right, we'll
yeah.
see.
And be like, he's
Per-
still dealing from
per
trauma
my-
from.
Per my master's degree, that
Yeah.
was a reach.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you might have to do some more self-reflecting. I can't do that for you though. I can just make the observations from afar.
But unfortunately, Musa did sound like he was right. But it is always kind of fucked up in front of the world that you tell somebody 2 members that own the company or have a piece of the company, 2 of the biggest acts on the company didn't even want to sign you, and then play them out and say name 10 songs.
Nigga didn't even say 5 songs.
Right.
He could have said 5 and it would have still worked.
Then he dropped it to 3. It was highly disrespectful.
Nigga did a countdown.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
He was a referee. That shit is crazy. Though.
Honestly, just drop me after that.
Man, I couldn't name one to keep it a bean.
I can name one now, but that was after he got played out in public.
And it's probably, flick it up.
Yeah, I literally did. I didn't know a single one before then. I never even heard him rap before then.
Yeah.
And they got Ab Soul on it. That's damn near like that's.
You know what's funny?
Freebie.
Somebody said we have the worst music takes.
They did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did say that in the comments.
A word. What was it about?
They probably agree with this though. You can't not agree with this.
Let's have a music take real quick. Let's talk about these LA niggas in music. Their music, it's not global. It's LA. Like LA niggas, one thing that I've learned, like watching like No Jumper and stuff like that, and just hearing them complain about not getting love from the rest of the country, it's because that shit, none of us understand what y'all are talking about. Y'all have so much lingo. It's kind of like when you're a Southern rapper, but you're too country. And it's like, we can't understand you, or you're using so much lingo that we don't understand.
You think it's the reason Big Crit never got like really, really big?
Not for him, because
he's respected.
He's respected a little bit.
Yeah, his is a little different.
He is respected. They gonna kill me now in the comments. He is respected, but
that's a bad music.
Maybe like
I love Big Crit.
Maybe
I
like
love
an
Big
Ace
Crit.
Hood type of
yes.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're
Hood.
saying. But Ace Hood is understandable though. You can understand him when he rap.
I mean, but niggas like Chief Keef.
But
that's
I was
not the most
trying to draw
nigga.
a parallel to what he was saying about the understanding. Like, I guess I was speaking. You're talking about
I'm
lingo.
talking about just overall like drawing lingo and stuff like
You're talking
that.
about lingo, yeah. You're talking about
Sometimes like
lingo.
you can
I
have a
feel
lot
you.
of lingo, but if I can't hear what the lingo actually is, you know, some people like country niggas talk and they literally be like, are they speaking French? You know what I'm saying?
And it's a lot of LA niggas still living off of what Snoop was doing.
Right,
Like they
bruh.
living off of like the colors that they don't even like really respect. Like
And
that
on
no
top
more.
of that, bruh, it's like their style is not conducive to what is the top 100.
Yeah.
So like that whole slipping and sliding thing. So like Draco the Ruler was the biggest at one point.
Yeah.
I never even heard of Draco the Ruler until he came to No Jumper.
Right.
But he was the biggest thing on the West Coast. So big that even Drake knew who he was and did a feature with him.
Hell yeah.
But I'm like, I still didn't know who the nigga was, and he had a Drake feature.
Right.
And it's like, and nobody, and I won't say nobody cared, but it's like his music still wasn't ringing bells on a mass level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And you see Draco, I get what you mean. Like I knew who RP Draco. He was good. But how big is LA?
Huge. Well, not LA, California's huge.
California.
Yeah.
just just the West Coast, because it's not just
It's like,
it's
yeah,
northern,
that's true,
it's
that's true.
southern, it's Arizona, it's
So all of that combined,
yeah,
is it
that's
the
all-
same size of like Texas?
Yeah, bigger than that.
Because Texas
Oh, yeah,
niggas
for
are
sure. It's
bigger than
there's
Texas.
niggas in Texas that are like famous
and never have to
and
leave
never
the
have
state.
They
yeah.
touring in that big
sure.
ass.
For sure. For sure.
So is it
But
that same sentence?
the West Coast is like that 100%. You can be famous on the West Coast
And be good for life.
and never have to worry about coming
Yeah.
to the East Coast.
Yeah, you'd be good for life.
Because you have Arizona, you got
Yeah.
different parts of California, you got Washington State, you got Oregon, you got New Mexico, you got Mexico. That West Coast will keep you fed.
Yeah.
You got the Bay and all these different areas. And it's like, but I don't know, bro. It's like, I don't know what they be hearing when they be like, when I hear their music and they be like, why don't the world care yet? I'll be like, nigga, it's obvious. Have you heard what's popping right now? Like,
Yeah.
have you heard what's popping? It's just like when we were doing music, like, and we still do music, but it's like, even when I was first writing my first couple bars, bro, my first couple songs and stuff like that, for the first couple years, I knew whether this is something that could, if this can't blend into a playlist, what the fuck am I doing? I know
said, what's the point?
who else is gonna listen to this shit? If this can't naturally come on the playlist and it just blend into where you either say what is this or it doesn't throw you off.
Yeah, like if it comes on in the car on a road trip And if niggas is like, yo, what is this? Change it.
What the fuck?
That's bad.
That's bad. That
But
means
if it could
don't-
just be led on, you know,
if it could just blend in,
it goes well with the concrete going by.
yeah,
You
you
know
know
the
what I'm
white
saying?
lines.
It's like a lot of their music be so abrasive and different and choppy,
like
and
distinctly West Coast.
and
What you saying?
slidey West Coast. It's like, nigga, this shit fits on nobody's playlist, bruh.
You gotta make where you come from marketable, which can be hard sometimes.
It can
you
be
know?
hard. But I think that's what they're trying to do with the like all the lingo and stuff, right? Because New York was doing that for the
guess.
longest. Because you know what I'm saying? Because we still say their lingo all the time.
But they
Not-
was doing it for the longest.
And it was the birthplace for hip hop. And then the only reason New York is even hot right now is because they have drill.
Drill, yeah. Yeah.
And they also, and ASAP Rocky assimilated to Southern style.
Yeah,
a
they
lot
did.
of these artists,
Yeah.
a lot of those
Tons of them,
artists,
bro.
a lot of those artists assimilated to Southern
They had
styles.
to because the South was running
Because
shit.
nobody wanted no boom bap no more.
Exactly.
So it's like,
Yeah.
it's just like the West Coast. It's like y'all have transitioned out of G-Funk, but because the world loved G-Funk.
Yeah.
But y'all have transitioned out of G-Funk into this new slipping and sliding on the beat. But the world doesn't care about the slipping and sliding on the beat.
Yeah, we can.
Y'all, you know, yeah.
And just music with funk in it, it's just always gonna succeed a little bit better.
It's always gonna do good. Yeah.
Like, I guess they're missing like a part of real rap.
Yeah.
Because, you know, real rap is soulful. You know what I mean? You got to have certain samples. That's why I
Yeah.
fuck with like Mike. You know what I mean? Y'all heard of Mike?
That's a regular ass name.
Yeah, it's a
damn
regular
sure,
name.
yeah.
Very not marketable.
Nigga's name.
Low key.
But it's
How do you search him up?
just type in Mike.
That's gonna bring a million niggas up.
Nah.
Like, especially
All
on
caps.
YouTube, bro.
All caps.
The only Mike that I know, I remember there was a Mike G
Nah.
from Odd Future.
Mike all caps.
See?
Nah, he's right there.
Right here.
It does say music artist. We
You see the
can't,
second
Or the
option?
nigga to the right.
we can't see nothing though.
Oh, my fault. It was a nigga.
That's
to
not
the
even
right
him
now.
right there.
Nah, go up.
This
Yeah,
nigga?
the black nigga.
Oh, okay.
Mike Rapper, yeah.
But he involves a lot of soulful sounds and soulful elements. You know what I mean?
That picture right there perfectly represents what he is.
Yeah.
That's an underground nigga.
He looks like a soul nigga.
Yeah, he does.
Like,
He's like
He does.
he looks like a soulful nigga.
Yeah.
You gotta listen to him. He's hard, but
Yeah, I'm gonna check him out.
he's a real rapper. You know, it's like some soulful shit.
Yeah,
Some bounce.
he never be mainstream. It couldn't work. Like even with niggas like Sideshow. like I love
Shit on his career. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna shit on his career, but it's just like this is like you gotta put Mike the rapper. You get what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna get to the point where he's like Pitbull and he comes up before the dog.
I mean,
Even though he's dead nice.
Ooh,
and
actually-
even with a nigga like Sideshow, Sideshow kind of frustrates me sometimes. Cause I love his music, but the way that like he just like markets shit and puts shit out is I know he cares, but he makes it hard for like the average nigga to fuck with shit.
Yeah,
it's
the
almost.
average
You get what I'm
person
saying?
has to care.
It's almost like you putting too much barrier to entry unnecessarily.
I get
Yeah.
what you mean. And
It
it's-
gets too artsy at some point to where it's not marketable, even though it's amazing. It's just never gonna be the biggest shit.
So is it the same thing for LA niggas?
Hell yeah.
That's essentially
It's definitely the same thing.
So they're
like,
too artsy.
hell no, they're
No,
not too
that's
artsy.
not their.
They're not
case.
marketable to the world.
There's a couple different reasons to be unmarketable. That's just one of them.
I don't know, man. Like, and of course, it's gonna depend person to person. But overall, I mean, it's not too many LA artists I'm just listening to.
Yeah,
Actually, no, I take that back. I fuck with
Jeezy,
Jay Worthy.
That was the last class that catered to the world.
Yeah, that really was like
Yeah.
anybody could
Mainstream.
That
universally
was
damn near fuck
yeah.
with the song.
What's
Even
that?
though most of the beats sound the same.
Yeah, what's that shit? A lot of them do. SOB, RBE. Y'all remember that group?
SOB, nope, I don't remember them.
Shit, they did. They was working on the Black Panther soundtrack. They own the Black Panther.
What about
soundtrack.
a nigga like Blast? You feel that way about Blast?
I don't even know who Blast is.
No. Blast took off. Yeah, Blast
can
took
do.
off.
Blast can do really well. I think like he's got a really universal sound.
Spell it. Blast.
BLXST.
Yeah, BLXST.
See, that's not marketable. I thought you said blast.
He did.
I did say Blast.
Instead of the A, it's
They
an
put
X.
yeah.
Artsy, nigga. That's what I'm telling you.
Blast.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. I would never find this nigga. Imagine you told a nigga your favorite artist was Blast and he tried to Google him.
I think if you search, well, I don't know what happens when you search just
He looks BLAST, the rapper.
He definitely looks like a rapping ass nigga though.
Yeah, he put an X
He's
instead of
a
a
singer, but
Rap
it's like
singer.
yeah, it's like rap. It's like rap singing.
Bryson
He's
Tiller.
he's got
Rod
a
Wave?
sound that like
Get thrown on anybody's record.
yeah, that he can.
He's one of those niggas.
He's one of those to where
Yeah.
it's
The
he's
labels
like-
keep him just so because they
You
know
gotta
he's
keep
a.
him.
Yeah, it's like a BJ
You got
Chicago
to.
kid.
Yeah, one
Joe.
of those,
Like you can
yeah.
put BJ Chicago kid on anything low key.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. He's
You know
one of
what I'm
those type of niggas. So, but yeah, man, these LA rappers, bruh, it's like I really don't give a fuck about this new wave of music, and it's just so funny. Like when I do hear them, like every so often, like AD will talk music and shit like that. AD has a really commercial sound though. Like AD has a really, really commercial sound. So where it's so commercial, it kind of
It takes you out of it.
it takes you out
Like
of
if
it.
you're not listening to it on a radio, it's like why am I?
Bro, that's almost how I feel about Gunna. I was talking about Gunna today. I was like, why did niggas ever care about Gunna? He sounded like the perfect, he sounded like the perfect, the polished version of an Atlantic rapper.
Which
that, like
which is gonna make music. That's gonna make money.
Yeah, but it's like
I
to
don't
me,
know,
everybody
dog.
else sounded like that. It just felt like it sounded like 10 niggas in a row that all sound like Gunna, that all make the same style of music as him. We just decided to pick Gunna.
One is gonna
That's
do
how-
it better than everybody else. That's what
But
it, like. There's
they
a
all
bunch of
sound-
niggas who play like Steph Curry,
They
but
all
Steph
sound
Curry's
the
the best
same,
that plays like that.
And that's why marketing is so like strange because it's like what draws you to a person.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot, like you said, it's a lot of Atlanta niggas that's exactly the same. It's a lot of niggas in Raleigh that look like they're Atlanta niggas. A lot of these niggas are the same.
Hell
There's
yeah.
plenty of them niggas.
Yeah, for
Shout
sure.
out to them. A couple of my friends.
Yeah.
You know, hey, whatever.
Do you?
But
Would you would be honest with them though?
if they ask,
But you wouldn't volunteer the information.
nah, it's not really necessary.
No
Because
point.
I
You're
mean,
happy.
they happy, you know. The music is cool.
Yeah, but if his girl was cheating on him, you would tell him.
I mean, sure.
She cheating on you because you just like every other nigga out here.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's the problem.
Yeah, you got nigga, you got fucking 40. You got 40 replacements out here.
I'm about to say. They all got your same serial number, nigga.
What other bad take can I make about music before we move on?
Y'all starting to think what was my hottest shit?
I'm trying to specifically go at the West Coast though.
Shout out the West Coast. I wish Pac never died, so y'all had somebody.
Yeah, Nipsey.
Y'all got Ice Cube though, and he's a mayor,
Nipsey was the
almost.
one, man.
So
Yeah.
fuck it.
That's about it, man. Once Nipsey was out of here, you know, rest in peace. It was like
I always hated his music.
You hated Nipsey's music?
Yeah.
hate it, really.
Yeah, personally.
Oh man,
crazy.
really?
I couldn't do it.
What did you listen to?
Everything, it just felt like all the bars was like Instagram captions being
Crazy.
read out loud.
Yeah.
What did you?
I
listen
love
to,
him
though?
as the person
But wait,
in his
regard-
interviews
Well, music wise,
and his jewelry. Yeah.
did you listen to any mixtapes?
I've
Did you
just
listen to
heard
anything?
like I tried to get into it because I liked who he was.
Yeah.
You just couldn't do it.
Did you listen to Victory Lap, his last album?
Yeah, Marathon, all that shit. No, he does have a verse with the game I fuck with, but it happened after he died, so I don't know how credible it is.
Time I checked.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah, last time I checked, like, nah, man, turn that. That's one of them shits where it's like, it's cool. It's
Yeah, that was cool.
on.
That was not my favorite record.
fucking
I mean,
hit.
you want to talk about Blue Laces? We can get into some shit, but yeah.
It's like, nah, it feels like Twitter statements.
Nigga, when Rap Niggas came out, I was at work, nigga. Turned the fuck up. I damn near stood on the desk.
Rap niggas?
Yeah.
That's a Nipsey Hussle?
That's
Yeah.
the intro record to the album.
Yeah, see?
I listened to the
That's
whole
not the
album
intro.
yesterday. Yeah, it's the first record on second record. My fault.
I'm about to say, that
Yeah,
damn sure
the
intro.
first one is Victory Lap.
In terms of West Coast, I'm going to listen to the
My fault.
game first.
Okay,
For sure.
Next topic.
Yeah,
For
for
sure.
sure.
Everybody first.
Over Nipsey Hussle, yeah.
You're crazy.
I'm talking about when it comes to the West Coast.
I'll do
For
it.
sure, nigga.
Let's talk
I
about
don't really
house.
like-
Did you hear that Born to Rap? You wasn't fucking with the Born to Rap album?
I don't even remember the last. I take that back. The last game.
He does have good albums.
The last game album I remember listening to was the one that had 𝔼𝚾𝚃𝚃 on it. It was the red. It looked
God
like,
damn.
It looked like stained
2010.
glass.
That's GTA 5
But
soundtrack.
shout out the game. The game doesn't make bad albums.
Yeah,
at
No, he
all.
doesn't. He actually makes good.
I remember
albums.
it was-
That's why, like, I don't
Yeah.
even get how that's a blatant statement.
Yeah,
It's not like I said a nigga like fucking
He's
YG.
He's just so corny though.
Yeah, that's you see.
He's corny. As fuck.
And
Marketing.
that's another thing about the marketing. I like Nipsey the person, but musically I can't do it.
Yeah.
The game, I would never follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
He posts too much salacious shit. But I listen to the nigga music.
I would never listen to an interview. He's just like, okay,
Yeah,
let's
nah,
get
because
off.
he just gonna fucking lie.
Yeah, let's
like
just-
he's just one of them niggas.
Let's get off this. All right, let me hit this one more time. It's kind of hard to even stay on track with No Jumper because none of you niggas is doing nothing.
Yeah, you don't care, so how the we gonna care?
Yeah, it's like if y'all don't care, I'm just checking in just to remind y'all that we see y'all don't give a fuck. So let's check in with Housephone. Housephone is
What
still,
happened to this nigga?
Housephone is still being a lazy nigga. But this is part of Housephone's arc though. So Housephone needs the structure. You know what I'm saying? If Housephone never had to leave No Jumper, it'd be good. You know, Housephone might not always come to work, but when he does come to work, he's probably gonna drop 40. You know what I'm saying? He's always got some problems going on.
There's something happening.
He's always battling with drugs.
Yeah.
It's like it's always something with the nigga. But when he does show up and perform, he's good. You know what I'm saying?
He has a reason for being gone, which is always gonna be entertainment.
Right. So it's like Housephone had a little commentary about the whole Figg world back and forth where he was pretty much saying like, man, if these niggas is going, if y'all just gonna talk about them and make content about them, we could have just stayed at No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? Which one is this?
Which is real?
This is Housephone on Figg. At Reddit. Is it
Yeah,
Reddit
let's
one?
go and watch this real quick.
All right.
Talking about the No Jumper universe drama, because if that was going to be the case, we should have just stayed. Like if that was if that was the case, if we was going to just make our shows about No Jumper related shit every week, then like why the fuck did we even dip? Like that don't even make no sense. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I think we've been doing a pretty good job, and I'm not trying to make it into that again, but I just seen like hella people reacting and making that a whole thing. Like,
well, it's reminiscent of that whole like Trell episode we had right before we dipped. There was those things where it's like
talking to the
you
mic,
know,
bro.
we decided that not talk about it. It's like we don't even know how the homie feels. You feel me? You go pop all that shit, and it's like, you know, he might not even
Hey, it
feel
must have been the one
exactly
who
the
moved
same.
his
You know, he
mic.
might
That nigga
feel
on the left.
yellow when you feel green or purple. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, rewind what he just said, the end part.
Yeah,
you feel yellow, green, or purple.
Talking about
shit, and it's
nigga.
like, you know, he might not even feel exactly the same. You know, he might feel yellow when you feel green or purple. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you was dead ass. That would have made more sense.
But it makes it like if you're feeling, you know, powerful, the red Power Ranger. It's like, you gotta listen, nigga.
Turn that shit into colors.
But
so one of the big things that happened in the midst of like this back and forth with Figg is, I guess Adam set Housephone up with a DJing gig. Housephone don't even DJ, literally. So like, they're still friends essentially. Long story short, Housephone even said I helped him with something. Like I asked Adam's help on something like recently.
I mean, they both went into the same woman allegedly, so they should be.
Yeah. So
talking about the
That shit is played
the
on
brothers
its own.
for life.
Soul
yeah.
Brothers.
So fuck. Got distracted.
Was it that ass in the thumbnail or?
Yeah, it was like you got to try not to move so much stuff while we're talking. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of distracted. Like, what was I about to say? So yeah, apparently Housephone asked Adam for some set. He's still looking out for him, like on some money shit. And like Housephone was even saying like, yeah, I mean, I needed the bread. Like, so it's like, goddamn, nigga, like you're always struggling, but it's like always like, you know, like drug addicts are always on quest. You know what I'm
was about to
saying?
say,
So
yeah.
it's like always a quest for the next check. For
It's
the
a
next
journey.
And
Yeah,
Adam-
they live rock to rock.
Yeah, bruh. And it's like, I don't think he does crack at least. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
wouldn't put him past
living in LA, you got to keep up your habits. Like,
yeah.
as little as they may seem, weed,
Yeah.
which is like a stupid habit, but you know,
fashion.
Yeah.
fashion, you got to have the freshest fitted. You're
Yeah.
in LA, nigga.
Yeah.
And it has to be a specific fitted with a specific color.
Yep.
So
yeah.
you got to get it customized, like more bread.
It's just a lot of attention to detail that goes on to make it to where a nigga.
Uber Eats.
Yeah.
It's like, this
they
is
definitely
LA.
Uber Eats a lot. It seems like they only talk in Uber Eats terms. Like,
Yeah.
But
But Housephone is it's like he seems like an ain't shit nigga, but he also seems like a cool dude.
He is, as hell.
He just needs to want to do for himself.
Most ancient niggas are cool dudes when you think about it. That's
Yo,
what,
AD said one of the realest, like this is when he was like poetic on the mic one time. This is years ago. AD said Housephone is like the dad. This is how Housephone treats the No Jumper fans. He's like the dad that says, I'll come pick you up on Friday. He might pick you up and he might not. But when he does pick you up, you're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I was like, yo.
that's on point.
I was like, that's literally Housephone, bro. That's some real shit.
He's a no good father, nigga.
Yeah, pretty much. So
he ain't shit, and that's what makes him great.
that's
He's
honestly
just like
what makes
His
him.
charm is. Nigga.
He's
That's-
just like his father.
Yeah, and it's like, so I guess he did some DJ gig. that Adam set him up with to play with, and he just did an iPod. He hooked the iPod up like on some ghetto shit.
Kind of playlist setup type shit.
Yeah, and he got paid for this gig, which I'm not knocking that hustle. You know what I'm saying? Because he said I needed the bread, but then Adam also finessed him to get that picture taken. So they took that picture and posted it online.
He sold his soul for a set.
Kind of one of those things where it's like he was talking about how he feels like he felt like Adam used him in that moment, and he did. But at the same time, don't feel bad about it now. The nigga got you a check. You know what I'm saying?
You used him.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, both did.
You went back to your old boss for more work.
Yeah, just because we're calling you out for it, or like the people are calling you out, like, are you actually cool with him? Because in all actuality, Housephone got done the dirtiest out of everybody.
Right.
Because, you know, he got exposed with the whole Gracie thing. So, like, genuinely, he got done the dirtiest.
Yeah.
But if you gonna go back and take pictures with the nigga and accept money offerings from him, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Don't feel like he played you out, because the way he said that the picture went down is Lena came up to the DJ booth and was like, hey, help me up. So he helped her up to the DJ booth. And then she was like, Adam wants to take a picture with you real quick. And he was like, all right, whatever. They took the picture 2 seconds. Adam didn't even come over himself. He sent Lena over.
I was about to say that, which is what you're supposed to do.
Oh, yeah.
You send your girl.
Yeah.
Which you've both hit. You feel me?
That's
so it's
clearly
like,
his biggest asset.
Yeah.
It's brotherly love.
Yeah.
Leverages that shit all the time.
Leverage that shit.
Hell
So,
yeah.
pretty much. So yeah,
Gotta
then they took their picture and it went crazy online, because of course Adam posted to his story, Lena posted to his story.
Immediately.
So yeah, immediately. So like in the midst of this like Adam allegation of nobody that's ever worked for him is fucking with him anymore, it's like he used Housephone as a pawn.
It's like perfect timing.
And it's
But
like, honestly, if he got you a gig, you got to take that L, brother.
it's not even an L. It's just, even if it does feel like an L, then this nigga needs to learn how to fish. So he
Yeah.
can always have, you know, something
Right.
to snack on. Like,
Yeah.
You can't just be asking niggas for a handout.
Yeah.
Have y'all
all
ever-
the time.
Have y'all ever seen y'all seen his shoes, High Rollers?
Yeah.
How y'all feel about them shits?
It was cool. It was cool, especially when they first came out.
Lauren, you
Them
mind
the
trying
shits
to
with
find
the
that?
dices, right?
Yeah, I got you.
You see, niggas love to take the Air Force One body and do their own things with it.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I'm not completely
It's
against
one of
it
those
because
silhouettes,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not completely against it because that's what's gonna happen. That's what Nike did.
That's what 𝙿𝙾𝚃 did.
Yeah, but I mean, Nike's still using the same silhouettes and same soles of they shit.
Yeah, but it's Air Force One. It's
Yes.
It's Air Force
And not
One.
even, I'm not even saying
they're
just
smacking
Air
they
Force
bitch on
Ones.
their own
Like
ass.
with basketball shoes
Yeah.
too, they kind of doing the same thing. Every body of the shoe is the same.
Yeah, there's only a couple patents.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A couple thousand, and they all use the same shit. But
There's a few builds.
But some of them are tasteful, like 𝙿𝙾𝚃. For some reason, it's just tasteful. There's others like, you know, it's a company called.
is that a Van silhouette?
Yeah.
First of all, I like dice, like just the objects that dice are. I like
They
what
kind of
dice.
like titties.
Yeah, I like what they represent.
You jiggle them and they come in tools.
Big
He's got-
ones,
Then he's
small
got the
ones,
casino top table
Yeah.
inside in the show, as in the soul.
Man, these are kind of hard.
These are
kinda hard.
these are kinda
better
hard.
than Ian Connors because when I saw the Ian Connors, I was like, I understand the hype because they do look better than Vans, but it's just a Van.
I can do-
You didn't do any design.
Wait, the Ian Connor ones with the lightning bolt?
Yeah.
I kind of fuck with those.
See, they're cool, but it's like I respect
Revenge X
this more.
Storm.
Revenge, yeah, I fucked with those more than. I guess I can. There's only okay. Maybe the reason I hated on High Rollers for a long time, but I keep the same energy with all Nike Air Force One silhouettes.
Wait, can you go to the white Air Force One?
When I saw, honestly, when I go to like I would, in my mind, my mind says, why don't you just buy some Forces?
But one second, the problem isn't the shoe; it's how much are these cost? Like, how much do these cost?
Oh yeah, these bitches are like 200.
Like 142 on the website a second ago, I think.
That's what it said. That's
Oh,
not
okay.
bad.
140.
I think.
That's
Let's
not
go-
bad.
Let's
That's
go back
not
and find
bad.
out.
They used to be more.
All right,
They
and
were
let's-
225, but he says 225/1/2 112.
Yeah, they be getting
regular
them all,
tactics. But yeah,
112. Damn, he's trying to get them.
112.50. Yeah.
See, that's not bad. And like that, you would never get that shoe from Nike right there on the right,
bro. And I'm not gonna lie, like
that's because you're not supposed to ever have a shoe that looks like that.
But no,
honestly.
I don't.
Well, you know, that's an opinion. That's
I don't like the shoe, but it is a cool shoe.
It's a cool
to
that's what I'm
have.
saying.
Yeah,
you know, to have. You feel me?
Because you could walk out
That's
to
something
the
you put
party
up. You
and
put
have,
that on the shelf.
You can walk out to a party and have 5 niggas all with Air Force Ones on.
Yeah.
You go in with the same body shoe, but it's just completely different.
I feel like you might get your dick sucked walking up like in New York with these on.
Well,
Like,
not in New
a bitch
York.
would
Not
just
in New
suck your
York.
dick.
They're just gonna ask you what are those.
Nah,
You might get
nigga.
flamed.
You might get flamed. You're gonna get
When
flamed.
Cam was
They're
hot,
gonna- they're
when
gonna flame
Cam
you.
was hot,
Even now, no,
you
this
get
is
your dick
Use a
sucked.
poop
I think
butt with these
this
on.
is like a north. I think it's like a northeast thing, bro. Because I don't care how big 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 is. When I see Bapes, the ones in the Air Force One silhouette, I think knockoff immediately.
Yeah.
I like them more.
Even at this age, 10 years, 15 years later, the thought of knockoff comes to my head first. And that's how I think of the Air Force things too, where I'm just like, as soon as I see a silhouette and it's not a check mark,
It's lazy.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? How it is. I feel like that too, where I'm like, you couldn't even create your own fucking sneaker.
But
That's how I think.
you can't. It's hard to say Bape because they hit it from so many different angles with the
Bape's
clothes, with the
hard.
jacket,
Now, yeah, exactly. That's
with
true.
the shirts, the
That's
shorts,
true.
nigga. It's like
That's not the only claim to fame.
That's the
That's not even their biggest
they
shit.
the only thing about Bape is that they share a shoe, which the fact that I'm saying that they share a shoe with Nike,
Yeah.
that's how like far apart they are.
No,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
They
that's
share
true.
a shoe.
No, that's true. But yeah, that's what that's
I fuck
how
with high rollers though.
Yeah, so that's what I was just wondering. But that's like what he has. But anytime I've ever tuned in or checked in, I do not watch the Biggest Bros Network at all. That's the that's the network that they created after they left.
The
And
Biggest Bros.
The Biggest Bros BE. BB. Biggest Bros.
The Biggest Bros.
Yeah, that's their network name.
I mean, I don't really like the name, but
It's
our name
lazy.
LOY. Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Who am I to judge? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I don't watch it. But like,
Yeah.
Blasey is always complaining to Housephone that he's too lazy and doesn't drop enough stuff. So it sounds like he has a money pipeline, but he also he's
a
lazy with that too. It's just
motherfucker.
it's just what Housephone is. You know what I'm saying?
See, the problem
Housephone
would
works
be-
best under a system.
The problem with being under a lot of drugs is that takes up a lot of your motivation and ambition.
It does.
Like once that's satisfied, there's nothing much left to do. You're
Yeah,
high now.
that's
You
true.
did it.
Especially, with the specific drugs I think you're talking about, mainly weed. If you got some weed, you're comfortable. Probably
Yeah.
too comfortable.
Yeah.
But he needs to be taking Adderall. He needs to switch his drugs.
Yeah, he needs what does Gary Vee be
What's
on?
the opposite? What is that? Like instead of an intervention trying to get you off of drugs, like
Trying to introduce new drugs to you.
better drugs.
That's peer pressure. That's what that's
Peer
called.
pressure?
Yeah.
There's
It's like I don't want you to do heroin no more, but I want you to do coke. I want you to
Junkie.
there's something to where like
Yeah, what would it be called? Trying to
pressure.
transition somebody. No, but
there is a word because there's a drug to where like you should take another drug to get off of that drug.
that shit's called oh man, I knocked a nigga out that was on that shit one time.
Wait, you knocked a nigga out that was on
I
that
was
drug?
I was yes.
We
I was
smoke a little K2?
Yeah, no. I was working for a landscaping company and he was on that. It's called it's what heroin addicts use to get off of heroin.
It gives them a high still?
morphine. You talking about morphine?
Not morphine.
No, that's just another form of
shit.
heroin. Yeah, that might be worse.
I'm gonna go to ChatGPT.
Yo, I know.
It's a
But shrooms can help with that too. With most drugs to help you get off of drugs. That's what scientists say. I don't know.
Yeah, it could.
It's what the white man
It's
say.
very possible. You do shrooms. It's such an intense high and such a self-reflecting high that you don't really need more drugs after that.
Yeah,
you pretty much cool.
It's Riviate.
You figured it out, unless you had a bad trip, which is always possible. Man.
I just said
Addicts used to
Riviating.
get off of drugs.
I don't even think that's a word.
It's kind of like niggas who vape to stop smoking cigarettes.
Methadone.
Methadone. Yeah.
Methadone.
That's an
what it's
old
called.
one.
What's that like? What's the high like?
I think it's similar to heroin.
You ever?
Because opioid users use it to get off.
Yeah.
So what is it? Just less side effects, but
I
the
think
same
it's like-
high? It sounds like a better drug.
Pretty much. I think it's like I think it's cleaner and less intense because it's like some of those drugs you can't do a hard stop on. You
Yeah.
have to wean off. So that's what you do, and it's
You gotta microdose that shit.
Yeah, it's essentially getting you high. You're just microdosing it instead of shooting up straight, pretty much. So
yeah, there's a whole industry surrounded by like kind of doing drugs, but not really doing it.
and they have like methadone clinics people go to, check in, get their new bottle or their little capful, and like he would take it like throughout the day type shit. Like,
And it's crazy. I remember we about those cigarettes. Like niggas was trying to stop smoking weed, so I had bought some CBD cigarettes.
I tried that too.
That shit was like, I'm smoking them. It was cool.
That shit was amazing for 2 weeks.
For the effect, for the effect of it.
Yeah,
It's like, you know, I'm not smoking weed, but you know, it's like,
I was smoking about a pack in 2 days too.
Yeah.
And
I was flying through them.
and they're
bitches.
$20 a pack.
Nah, they want $20. I wouldn't pay $20.
Well, it's semantics.
I might have
but
had
they're
low quality.
They're more
expensive.
expensive than regular cigarettes.
I bought those trying to get off of regular cigarettes.
Yeah.
Nigga, I bought a pack of cigarettes after like the whole pack. I bought 1 pack of cigarettes. I said, nigga, this shit way better. Like, I said, fuck this shit. Nigga, I was literally like fucking, I was literally like Denzel after in Flight before he went to court. Nigga, I'm back. I'm back, baby. Oh, that shit
Flying
was,
that plane high as hell.
that shit was sick, bro.
Yeah, and I feel the same way about trying to get off blunts and stop smoking spliffs. I tried smoking a joint with just
That's
straight weed, and I was like, nigga, what is this?
Well, that's a little bit easier, I feel like, of a transition because
Not for me.
if you're looking for, it depends. Well, I know I used to be going for the highest high. So blunts.
And the hardest hit.
Yeah.
The
so-
combination of those two.
Yeah. So I transitioned to gravity bong, and then it worked out in another benefit.
Because it was hitting hard still.
It was hitting hard. I was higher, and I was saving money because I needed such little. So like the saving money was like, I'm really bought in now because I'm a cheap nigga.
You saving money, nigga. It's
Yeah,
like, how can you manage that?
like an eighth has lasted me a long time because I'm only needing 1 cap full and I'm zooted like to the moon right now.
You see, I'm more of an experienced type of guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I like hitting weed out of a pipe.
Yeah.
But if I have a choice, if I have to buy more weed, I'm gonna buy more weed so I can roll up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that type of nigga.
Okay,
And I need the Fronto. Don't forget the Dark Crush, nigga.
Yeah.
Don't forget the Dark Crush.
Yeah, it's either that or I'm smoking a backwood.
Yeah, especially because like right now, like I've been smoking for so long.
Yeah.
Like I'm starting to get like some ethics to it. Like I need to smoke the way I need to smoke.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
if I can't,
And
that's fine.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm not
That's cool.
sacrificing it for nothing.
I'm not going to hit your shit just because it's weed.
Yeah.
And just because it's here.
Yeah.
If you didn't roll it like I like to roll it.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
That's just, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm past the point where a nigga passed me a game and I'm like, I'm going to hit it. Because I hate games, but there was a point in time where I was like, I hit that shit. Fuck it.
I'm past that point, though.
I'm not doing that no more. I'm too mature.
If a nigga pass me a game, I'm going to look at him crazy.
I turned 24 next month.
Yeah.
I had to have some type of standards for myself.
That's what I mean, dog. Niggas getting older and shit. You know what I mean? You can't just be...
We're getting more stubborn in our ways.
Even if they are your friends, I don't know where my friends' mouth been.
Yeah.
Especially like a lot of the friends I'm talking about, like they're like rappers and shit.
Yeah.
So you never know.
I had a mystery blunt at the Lupe Fiasco concert. Why? I don't. I
don't play like that because when you look at the herpes statistics,
this nigga was missing 2 teeth too. This white boy. I was on some bullshit. I don't know why I did that.
What were you thinking?
Wait, it's a Lupe Fiasco
for
concert.
real.
It was a Lupe. Let me just.
Wait, it sounded like Tone Bro character. He literally was like,
Look, let me set the scene.
Yeah, like, what the
let
fuck
me
is
set
that?
to how risky this shit was. I don't know. It's like I'm thinking about it now. Like, why did I do that? Lupe Fiasco concert, but it wasn't like Lupe wasn't on tour with like retired hip hop veterans or older hip hop veterans. No, he's not on that type of tour. He's on a tour with a white reggae band from California.
Oh yeah,
So
that sounds like Lupe though.
So it's already more white people with dreadlocks than I've ever seen in one condensed area in North Carolina in my entire life. Like
it's like a convention.
Actually, I don't even have to say North Carolina. I've just never seen this many white people with dreadlocks in my entire life.
Earth.
In one place.
In
You know
one
what I'm saying?
setting,
Yeah. So
they're one part of the same tribe.
yeah, exactly. So it's like I see that's where he's opening for. Then we go to the smoking area, and this guy comes up, and he's just like, "Hey man, you want to hit this?" And he's missing like the front 2 teeth, crazy belly, jeans were a little dirty, but I could tell it was because he's been turning up and like in the lawn too. So like he might have tripped because he's a little drunk too. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
But he's missing 2 teeth, and then he's like, "Where are you from?" He's like, "I'm from up north." he was like, what kind of hot dogs do you like? So we started talking about hot dogs for like 5 minutes, all beef compared to like Bright Leafs. We're talking, and he's like passing me the joint, and I'm hitting the joint, and we're going back and forth. Got high as a motherfucker. And then Nance was like, bruh, do you know what you just did? Nope. I was like, yeah, I took crazy risk. He was like, yeah, bruh, like, I'm looking at you like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Yeah, like the risk to reward ratio isn't, it's not worth it, nigga. Like, you might as well fuck a whore with no condom. At least it feel good.
I was a little high. I was a little drunk too, so I was having such a good night, man.
Yeah.
It was like
a movie, right?
Honestly, my day that day was going so well. Like,
you could have died right then. It's cool.
I had a really good day, bro, because it started in text when I was like, Nance hit me like, yo, you want to go to Lupe Fiasco? He's in Raleigh tonight. Mind you, I love Lupe Fiasco. Like, he was one of my favorite back in the day. So I'm like, what the fuck? Lupe Fiasco's in town. And I'm thinking, do I want to spend the $50? I've never seen my favorite person in the world. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, let's do it. Then he's like, yo, let's go. No, we hadn't made a decision. We're contemplating through our text all day. Yeah. Then we go to the basketball court. We're still talking about it, not sure whether we should pull the trigger. His boy calls him, and he's like, I'm on the way. We're getting Lupe tickets. I was like, fuck it. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Shot caller.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, put that pressure on everybody.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm on the way. I'm 30 minutes out. I go home. I shower. I find a bottle. I didn't have to buy no alcohol. I'm getting drunk as I'm going there, essentially. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything's working out. I pull up drunk. The parking was cheap, easy. I'm right there at the beginning. I'm right there at the beginning of the parking deck. Like, as soon as you pull in, I'm like the third car, and I backed in, so it's an easy exit. You know what I'm saying?
They made it too easy for you to make horrible decisions. It was just lined up perfectly.
Everything was working out so well. We get in, I get some merch at the end of the night, but like, it's sold out, but it's not sold out. There's plenty of space to where we can sit down and don't have to go to the lawn. We get there. Lupe is phenomenal. He's playing the hits. You know what I'm saying? I'm rapping every word. I'm turning up. You know what I'm saying? Shit was perfect, bro. We drinking there.
It was a fucking dream, nigga.
It was great, bro. Yeah. Oh, then after that,
what type of bitches were there?
Perfect ones. It sounds like.
It says it's a white girls with dreads, right?
Yeah, it wasn't as many attractive white girls. It wasn't as many attractive.
Say none, right?
Yeah, they weren't like, cause you know some hippie white chicks be fine as hell.
Yeah, but some of them are on the non-sound,
fine in a way, in our own like
in their way
devilishness.
Right,
like, we all have our own little like creepy shit. It's like it's our fucking
right. Yeah, kind of like that. So it was like none of them stood out to where it was like, oh, I would love that was fun.
Not at a Lupe concert.
None of them,
never.
at least not at this band's concert. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lupe was a side act or opening act.
He was the opening?
He was closing. He was the opening act before the main event. That's what I'm saying. This was not his tour.
Oh,
that's why that crowd looked like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like they were mainly for them. But everybody loves Lupe too. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right. It's like a win-win.
Yeah, so it was a win-win. So then after that, I buy some merch. I got my favorite album, some merch. They actually have my size.
Shit.
I got a cool T-shirt, official merchandise. Then we fucking ride scooters up to Raleigh Times. Then we find this area where there's like a bank, nigga. We're bunny hopping off the shit. We're going crazy.
Riding scooters with the homies is fun as shit.
Oh my god, bro!
Because especially
it's better than living with a woman.
Especially way better. Especially like you don't have to think about like, I got 5 more minutes before my account.
Man,
like,
none, bro.
It's like,
bro, we rode them so long, we ran up $13. That's a long. That's a lot of riding.
That's a long ride.
Wait, $13?
That's a long time.
On the scooter,
bro. We were.
I feel like they're more expensive now.
No, they're pretty cheap. I normally use them to get from point A to point B.
Right.
I've never passed $5 really. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like, I've never really passed $5 because I'm on them for transit. I'm not riding them for pleasure. Most of the time.
For pleasure. Yeah.
Most of the time, I'm just like, there's a scooter. I don't want to walk.
Yeah.
Why not? You know what I'm saying? But we were just riding, doing like X Games shit to the point that we ran up a fucking $13 tab, and I didn't even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
You had a blast, fucking.
Had a
What's
blast.
$13 when you risking herpes to get high?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
we doing bunny hops. There was like a cement vert, nigga.
Oh shit!
Bro, we're going crazy,
Y'all
bro.
niggas is living like Larry.
Yeah, you sound like
bro.
a kid again, nigga.
Bro, I was a kid night, bro. Then we went to Raleigh Times. We ate dinner.
Got your dick sucked?
Ran into Richie.
Did you bust a nut this day? That's the cherry on top.
That would have been great to finish the night like that.
I don't know if I want to. I don't.
Oh yeah, we might incriminate him.
Yeah, but
that means yes.
the day was perfect though.
The day was beautiful.
That means he busted too, nigga.
The day was good though.
Oh shit.
The day
Yeah,
was
bro.
delightful.
That was like on some kid shit. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like 14 again, low key.
Like even as you telling the story, I can feel the excitement. It's
Oh
almost like
man,
that.
it was such a good day, bro. And it was like I accidentally like without me, I didn't wake up thinking that day I'm going to spend $100 on just straight fun. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But like at the end of the day,
Pure bliss.
yeah, at the end of the day, like I pretty much probably spent like 120 with parking, and I will spend that 120 again.
One more time.
Shit,
Yeah,
that
for
shit
sure,
went
for
so
sure.
good. I'm surprised you paid for parking.
and
That sound like
honestly-
one of them days where the nigga just let you
Let
go.
you go.
Like,
Yeah.
nigga, fuck it, nigga. You had
And
to-
honestly, it was like, yeah, that was the cheapest amount of fun, most fun, and we're talking a span of like, it's like 7 hours that passed.
I was about to say
Like,
120 not bad, nigga.
yeah,
Pretty
120
good.
for that much. We did a
That's a
lot.
nice
How much the
excursion.
food cost?
The food was like $15 because I got water and nachos.
Yeah,
Like, it wasn't. I didn't get nothing
15,
crazy.
Fuck. That sound like airport
You
water
wasn't like
nachos.
hungry?
No. They were pretty big nachos. They were kind of mid that night too, though. But like,
I'm
And
about
it
to
wasn't
say.
just cheese.
But you was
It
already
had-
high,
it
so
had
that
some
didn't matter.
protein in there.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's what makes it worse. He was high.
No, I said he was
Yeah.
already. So it probably didn't even matter that much.
Yeah, you know it depends.
That nachos was that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, when
see,
you
I'm
high,
a
you
but
nasty
we
nigga.
did get fried pickles for free though.
oh, see, there you go.
So we got free
yeah,
stuff.
you had
We
that
for
got
free.
free stuff during the dinner.
You was just getting like dopamine hits.
Bro, it was
just
left and
all
right,
day.
yeah.
Bro, it was back to back, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it was like one of the most fun days like I had in a while, unplanned. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't really spend that much. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
true.
I spent way more going downtown, and we all thought we were going out to have a good time, and it was like,
Mid.
nigga, I'm 120
Yeah.
down off of buying drinks and getting into fucking clubs and bars, and this shit was mid. You know?
Bad investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember that shit happened. We had went out, and I got a ticket, and I was like mad as fuck because we had paid to go into a show.
Yeah,
you know,
shit like
like,
that.
trying to see the homies. Like I said, we would see the homies. Like
I said,
fuck
I
it,
come, so I'll come.
fuck.
Yep.
You know, hit Glenwood. Nothing fun happens.
Yep.
You know, we're just standing around. I'm not gonna buy a drink because I'm not trying to spend money.
Exactly.
Get back to the car. It's a fucking ticket. I'm like, nigga, I'm never not listening to myself again.
Yeah,
Right,
Like,
because
swear
we
to
was
God.
on the fence about leaving to begin with. We was like, you know,
Tony was really pushing me to go. I was kind of like, I don't really give a fuck because I was the driver. So I was the driver. So of course
okay.
he's like, yeah, like nigga, nah, let's go. Woody woo woo.
You
And
see
I
the
think,
problem? Oh, go ahead.
and I think he might have gotten paid.
Yeah.
So he was like a little, you
So
know.
you really, you really
niggas-
want to go
you know
out
how
and get
niggas
paid.
is on
Nah, I
Friday.
was probably broke, but I didn't plan on spending money.
Shit, I ain't either, nigga.
Yeah, and then we paid for a
I was
ticket.
mad as fuck.
But the thing is, that nigga in particular, it was different. We always promise that nigga, and it never happens. That's
Also,
why
it
that
was,
time in
the
particular.
pressure to go was really
But
high.
I was like,
I feel
but you
that.
see, I don't even like.
But that proved the point of why we don't normally go.
But you see, that's
Right.
I don't really even do those type of things. It's like I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
if that's what it is, that's just what it is. That don't mean we're not friends because we haven't
I
been
feel
going
that
out
too.
together.
It's only different if you say I'm gonna come every time and something always comes up.
yeah,
That's the
you
only
don't want to be
difference, yeah.
that nigga.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. But it's different if like I just really don't come to your shit, but I'm still fucking with you 100%.
Because I know my heart is in a good place.
Right,
And
right,
I
right,
know when shit is just working for me, not against me.
Right.
That night, the world was working against me.
It was the opposite of the night you had.
Those are the worst, bro. Yeah.
I got $30 ticket. I was like mad as fuck.
Yeah, those $30 tickets are a bitch, bro.
And it's-
I missed one. I parked the wrong way in front of Boxcar.
Yeah.
Being lazy, essentially, because I didn't want to turn the car around because the direction my car was pointed. They gave me a ticket for $20 because the car wasn't facing the flow of traffic.
And bro,
I can't believe that shit.
And you got to understand how that must feel on top of the night that wasn't fun. You feel me?
Yeah, that hurts even
So it's
more.
just like, yo,
that
what
hurts
the
even more.
fuck?
Nigga, I went out for my homeboy's birthday, Sagar. Fucking caught a $200 ticket.
That's
they put
serious.
They put a boot on my
Oh
car,
yeah,
nigga.
yeah. I remember you saying that. Yeah.
And I
What
got
did you do?
I parked in the parking deck, the wrong parking deck. Bro, literally. Like, I parked in the wrong parking deck, nigga.
Yo,
And
that made it sound like you was selling heroin.
yeah, bro, I got back right on time because they had already put the boot on, so I couldn't leave.
Yeah.
I got back when the tow truck was pulling in to take the boot off to pull the shits. And he was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna be real, because you know how tow trucks work. I hope you can pay me here.
Bro,
because they're adding $50 to $60 on if they take it all the way back.
There's Lucifer, and then there's tow truck drivers.
Dead ass.
Now, I fucking hate tow truck drivers.
They're trained criminals.
They're literally like
they get a bad rep.
They're the biggest idiots. A lot of them are idiots. Like I had
a lot of the time there's no entry. There's no barrier to entry.
My fucking car got towed because these niggas didn't check. Like, they don't have a police scanner system to see if your tags are good.
Right.
Because, you know, like, they have to actually see that, like, the sticker.
That it's expired.
You know what I mean? But 12 don't need that. So it's like, and when I had got the new sticker, it was December. You can't put that shit on. Shit is frozen, nigga.
Right.
Nigga, my car got towed. So I ended up having to talk to the lady and shit. And they're like, it's nothing we could do. I ended up calling the place where I live. I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, like, what the fuck? Didn't get reimbursed. Shit was crazy.
It got towed from your crib?
A nigga from my crib. And it was a mistake that they made because the nigga was just they're fucking idiots.
See, that's another thing that I don't like about tow trucks. It's like, no matter what, if they get your car back to that lot, it doesn't matter whose mistake it is.
Yep.
It's your problem now.
You're done.
It is your problem. It's like, I don't know if the laws are surrounding, I don't know if there's like legislation, like legit surrounding tow truck companies that protects them to where it's like, once it's on our lot,
we can do whatever.
Fuck everything legal. I don't care if it was my mistake. This person has to pay.
They had to have some type of authority because
the
that's
way that,
legally your personal property.
Bruh, because in the way that they move like, I don't give a fuck who was wrong.
Who you call.
Yeah.
Who called, whose mistake it was. The police can't get this car out.
They
you know
move
what I'm
like
saying?
they're above the law.
Yeah.
They train criminals.
Yeah.
Bro.
I don't like tow truck drivers. Like
I really don't.
One of my cousins, he's a police officer, but once my car got towed, I was like, nigga, thank God he was a fucking officer.
Yeah.
Like, because if he was a tow truck driver, I might really hate the nigga. I might really like take it personal. You know what I mean? He's a police officer.
You must not have enough charges because
nigga,
the police.
Nah, nigga.
I'd rather deal with the tow truck driver.
Shit.
You could pay that.
How many times have you gotten your car towed?
None, but you get at least.
I got told none.
At least you can pay that nigga.
None.
Yeah, you've never been told. You don't know what it feels like, bro.
You've never had a nigga tell you, all right, go run to the cash point. I'll be here.
So you'd rather be
You never had to deal with it. And there's a level to where it's like you have an experience.
So you'd rather be arrested than deal with a tow truck driver?
I didn't. First of all, I said
that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about dealing with the cops in general.
Nigga, I said my cousin is an officer. I would rather.
It would be an easier thing to deal with. Probably.
Honestly, it might be cheaper to me. It might be cheaper to get to bail myself out of jail than pay the tow truck fee.
Cheaper, but what's a bigger issue? I'm in jail.
If I ain't really do shit, and it's just like
that depends if you ain't really do shit, bro. But I'm talking about me getting caught for some shit I did, nigga.
Well, that's different.
I mean, nigga, it all depends. Your car gets towed, but you can't take your child to fucking school, and now you can't go to work. It's bad on both.
Bro,
tow truck drivers are the worst people ever.
Bro, I got towed 3 times in like a month and a half span, and I've never been towed since. Never been towed since, bro.
Yeah, he got towed
I got towed 3 times in like a month and a half span, and I've never been towed since. It fucked me up every time so bad, I never got towed since. And the first one started with the light one, where it was like the nigga just hooked your shit up. I went inside, made a peanut butter jelly sandwich, ate the shit, came back out. The nigga had the shit on my car. I was like, what are you doing, bro? Had to pay the nigga $100 just to get the shit off in that moment.
And that was when it was cheap. I had to pay.
That's when it was cheap.
I had to pay $150, and then my homeboy's car also had a boot on it. So I paid his because I'm like, they about to take this nigga shit too.
Hey.
So I had to pay for both of ours, and then he had to send me the bread for him.
And you better hope you're not in college, nigga. You better hope you're not on a college campus.
Yeah, I was
because that's where the DEA of tow truck drivers are, nigga. The CIA of tow truck drivers.
No, that's a fact.
The campuses,
yeah,
nigga, they're the scum of the earth. I hate them niggas.
No, that's
Fuck
true,
'em.
bro. Yeah,
I
that's
don't care.
true.
Yeah, bro.
They do prey on college students.
Walking outside and seeing your car not there, be like, what the fuck is going on?
Fuck them. Them niggas is assholes.
And you have an issue trying to run around and find a sign to figure out who the fuck to call.
Them
Everything
niggas
is more
dickheads.
interesting than fucking Figmunity world.
Yeah, that's true.
Jesus Christ. These niggas have done nothing in these last 5 months. We've done a lot in these last 5 months, and I want to say, good job. We've all done a lot of hard work in these last 5 months.
Yeah.
Coming up off the back of these niggas' downfall. And then at some point, and then slowly rising to some of their numbers.
Some of them, which is kind of weird.
It's surpassing their numbers in certain cases.
Look, numbers is going to come. You know, the numbers are supposed to come.
Yeah.
But it's all about who is making the better content. Because that's something that can't be denied. It's like, numbers is one thing, but like, who's making the best content?
I think we're making better content.
You know what I mean? Which is always important.
I'm trying to think, like, Doknow is still... what's this? Doknow is still doing his thing. Honestly, let's just wrap both of these people up real quick. Doknow is still doing his thing. He's still annoying. He's still terrible in a group setting, but great one-on-one interviews. All that is still relevant.
Uh-huh.
So nothing's changed there.
Still eating healthy?
Terribly. Yeah, nah, he's looking sick. He's looking fat and sick. Yeah. It's not looking good for him.
Damn.
Gina Views is just like...
Wait, damn, that's it on him? What about his comedy career? Like, what about his fucking...
Nothing.
Damn.
Nothing. He's not doing anything. None of these niggas are doing anything, bro. That's why I'm knocking them out quickly right now.
Damn.
Gina Views hasn't really done too much of anything. She'll pop up back on Figg or Figg Community World here and there. She started something on YouTube called Brown Sugar Diaries. It's trash.
Okay.
She had to get half naked just to get like 10,000 views.
Can we go to that? I was about to say,
Yeah,
what's
go
she
ahead.
looking like?
She just had a birthday.
She looking healthy?
What's it called?
Gina Views.
Oh, I thought it was called. I was trying to figure out the name of the joint.
The name of the show was like Brown Sugar Diaries.
Oh, okay.
But one of the girls, Damo, is from the AceBoyz world or whatever like that.
Oh, wow.
She's not even consistent with it. The last anything has happened on her channel was 3 weeks ago. So we can't even say this is a real thing. And then it took her like 3 months to even start doing content after she left No Jumper. It's like...
I don't know, Gina. You might want us to start talking about you some more, man.
She's not doing anything,
It's a little
bro.
inside joke.
Yeah.
Did we ever tell niggas that?
Nah, we never did.
Oh.
But I'm going to make sure I put her in the title for this one, though.
It's not that funny.
Oh, I
man.
think they only have one episode, right?
They have more than one episode. Go to the live tab because I think they started going live.
Okay.
There it is.
I see.
So they brought Housephone back 4 weeks. They brought Housephone back 4 weeks ago.
Why does that always work? Like me and Tony can't start something called like Pimp Fashions, and that shit just works.
It's called Fresh and Fit.
Yeah.
Nah, but
They're
it's
not
not
pimping, though.
Whoa, no, Pimp Fashions.
That is Simp Fashions.
Yeah.
Well, but that's not what it's supposed to be.
Essentially, that's
not what it's marketed as.
Oh, Shaggy, yeah.
But it's funny though because even, I mean, like I've watched bits of her content of these podcasts. Housephone and
I like that name.
And Brown Sugar Diaries.
Housephone.
And it's like even though the content's not for me,
yeah,
I've watched female content and known whether it was good content or not.
True.
It's not good content.
I mean, shit, I listen to Lauryn Hill, nigga. It's not for me.
No, that's for the world. Though. That's a little different.
Yeah,
Maybe you should have used like
Ice Spice,
Mulatto or something like it's like Mulatto.
Maybe like Mulatto, yeah.
But you see, I don't even listen to it.
Yeah.
But I do hope the best for Gina because she had the most aptitude to do.
What are you saying?
She had the most aptitude to do great things.
What
nigga.
the fuck are you saying?
She had the most
I was
aptitude.
like, I was gonna talk about this shit, but I don't really give a fuck. But now you making shit up.
She had the most household.
The aptitude. I can hear you. At least you trying.
Nigga, she had the most aptitude.
I'm trying to gas this shit up as much as I can.
Well, like where you see your potential? Like, where's your strong suits, nigga?
Lauren, let's Google aptitude while I tell him what the point was. Because I was like,
Well,
what
you
the
forgot
fuck?
what it meant?
No, I was like,
I know
you
what it
forgot
means.
what it meant. I was like, what
I
the
know
fuck
what
is confusion?
aptitude means, nigga.
But the reason
She
I'm
has an
saying
affinity
that
for something.
The reason I'm saying that is because
that's how they made it seem. At least.
As far as it seems like with
natural ability
with women, like with women and with her, she's kind of a chameleon. Like she wasn't the worst out of the bunch, but she wasn't the best.
Right.
But her being a girl, it gives her like that extra side lane that a lot of people in this industry. Why is my mic?
That she can always tap into the sex side of it.
She can always, if she wants to, the sex side,
which she does with the whole fashions,
or just overall being a woman.
Right.
And she wasn't stupid. She wasn't stupid.
What's the smartest thing that you heard her say? Like, where is this coming from? That's what I'm saying.
It's coming from. I respect Gina.
I will say, based off of this is another one of like, she definitely lacks discipline and consistency.
Put dick in her mouth? Fuck was you about to ask?
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? Yeah. but it doesn't matter. Nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying
like, that's
she
what
make
this
good
is about.
content, nigga.
Good content, nigga.
Oh, you think the aptitude part came up only because he found her attractive?
Well, I'm just trying to get to the root of it because he's bullshitting. I just don't know why. Aptitude.
Look, it's a good word.
Her content is great. What are you talking about? What do you go to Gina Views for, nigga?
It's not about.
She's not even when it comes to hoeing. You going to Gina Views first, nigga?
But
nah, that's not.
being
She looked like the girl that wanted to be a hoe but couldn't find enough dicks to suck.
Nah.
Yeah,
We know what that bitch looks like. That's not her, nigga. That's not her. We all know what that girl looks like.
Nah, fuck that.
But I'm just saying.
I don't know any value of this yet.
Look, it's
no, I don't need that. I don't. I think she behind the camera in terms of
But she was doing
busy.
flicks. She was doing flick
She was
ups.
doing busy work.
She was doing flick
She was
ups
putting
at
posts
BET.
up.
So it's obviously
She was taking pictures.
She was doing flick ups.
Niggas do that for free.
But it's something there. First of all, niggas ain't taking no pictures at BET
Are you saying
for
that the
free.
bitch is a photographer? Is that what you're saying?
I'm
She has an
saying-
affinity for
I'm
cameras.
saying the bitch-
Any bitch in a hookah lounge with good lighting has an
I'm
affinity for
saying
cameras.
the
nigga.
bitch was caught in a business around a business oriented table at BET. That's what I'm saying.
That was the biggest moment that she had, and then the Mav Hoffa show.
Yeah.
I think she also hosted.
And you gotta understand, this was right after the No Jumper fall.
Right, so
So,
it
she
looked
has a
like-
picture with around a.
It looked like she was about to go crazy,
you know,
and then she ended up not doing anything.
And
What is she working on something underneath?
And then she's
not.
Yeah, probably not.
She's just a woman. Like they just have an easier time in this shit.
They do. She's not doing anything.
Yeah, but she's not making it look easy. I feel like I could get further as a woman than she could.
Oh,
she's
for
not
sure.
leveraging that
Yeah.
shit well. What are you talking? Wholeness.
A cisgendered woman or a regular woman?
What do you mean? That's the same thing.
No.
No, it's not.
I thought
Tony.
I thought a cisgendered woman is a woman.
I'm talking
that's
about
identified.
Well,
as a
if you
woman.
want to be a woman, you could be a woman.
You're
But if you want to be a
cisgen-
cisgender woman,
No, but you're a cisgendered man because you identify like you just a regular dude. You're not one of them fluid ass niggas. Google cisgender.
well, I'm saying,
Cis
well,
is
I was
heterose-
making a joke
cis is
because it's like,
heterosexual.
you can't be a cisgendered woman, but you can be a woman. You know that, right?
Oh, that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
that makes
yeah,
sense. Yeah,
yeah.
that is true.
You haven't read the
You
New
can't-
Age Dictionary?
You can't be cisgender, but you could definitely be a woman.
Cisgender, denoting or relating to a person whose gender identity corresponds with the sex gender registered for them at birth. That's what. And so say what you just said again.
You can be. Look, this is what I've read.
Yeah.
You can be a woman, but you'll never be a cisgendered woman.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see, that's the rigmarole that they do. They make it seem like being a cisgender woman is what you should be. Or it's like, that's the goal.
Yeah. It's
Or
like
really that's not the goal.
I'm lost.
Yeah, I don't know what they. I don't know what
We'll
you
bring
niggas
it back
talking
to
about.
LOI. This is
Hold on,
LOI
hold on.
coming.
Yeah, that's an LOI. But
Wednesday at 6.
let's go. Moving on to other people in this. This is just a knock out all the people who ain't really doing shit that anybody cares about. Segment. Yuri is finding success in live streaming. So he live streamed for 1 full month. We got to watch him verbally abuse his girlfriend Riley for an entire month. That was the most entertaining part of that.
What's this guy's name again? Who?
Yuri.
Oh.
The white dude, right?
Yeah.
Yep, the Russian dictator is what they call
I
him.
never see what he does. I just hear about this shit.
Oh, it's terrible.
Google what this man look like so I can get it. Like, he's the guy with the glasses, right?
Put harmonious Yuri.
I think he has worn glasses, but what does this say about the right
here. IG.
The manufacturing side of No Jumper?
Yep.
Like the ability to
the
make
push-
stars, you know
Yeah,
what I
this
mean?
guy.
Like, what
Pretty-
does this say
pretty
about the system that is No Jumper? That
They aren't making stars. They have
They're
a
not.
system where attention is just gonna be there, so they put anybody in front of that shit.
Yeah, that's
and hope
true.
it fucking sticks.
Pretty much.
Jesus Christ, can we get a picture of his girlfriend?
That's her right there?
That's her right there.
And what does he do with her? He sluts her out as well?
He sluts her out for views for sure.
You know she be cheating. Classic white Latina.
She is Latina. How did you know that?
Look at her face. That's not no white girl.
I mean, that's just my skill.
Man, nigga, you're on point. Y'all want to watch her verbally get abused by Yuri? It's dozens of clips on YouTube.
Well, no, but if you play it, I'm here. You know what I mean?
If you go to the Reddit, there's plenty of clips. It's so many clips. It's kind of crazy.
Hell yeah, I want to hear it. Like, that'd be bad.
That'd be crazy. Yeah, that's true. Who else is part of No Jumper that anybody cares about? Who else is part of
Everybody who they cared about left.
Damn, man.
Shout out Poetic Flocko.
Gina need to start stripping, man.
See, yeah, that's the real
Are we
issue.
doing this? Are we looking at
She got an aptitude for that too, nigga?
Are you in No Jumper?
No, not yet. I'm saying, is that what we're gonna be doing? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, let's watch some verbal abuse from Yuri real quick to close this segment out. I don't think there's anybody else that none of these niggas are doing anything that it's like they're in their world. Everybody's catering to their own world, and it's like their world is not an international world. It's not a U.S. world. It's just this world. You know what I'm saying?
Is that
like,
the side effect of being like
living
kind
in
of,
LA?
Yeah, that and being kind of famous on your pocket of like the internet. Like you can get kind of comfortable.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like once you found your lane, once you found your lane.
But
once you found your tribe,
your community,
your community.
Yeah.
There's no desire to branch outside of your community. And it's like, just type in search dictator. Been called a dictator so many times, it's crazy.
Is this in text or is this going to be some audio?
And
it's going to be video probably.
What level?
I ain't seen any video pop up right now.
What level of disrespect? Like, is it like, hey, bitch, I'm thirsty?
Nah, he's
like,
he's gaslighting.
Am I wrong? No Jumper.
Is English her first language?
I can't tell. I can't see nothing from back here.
Is English her first language?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Russian dictator receives a call right there.
Nah, it just makes it easier to mentally manipulate and abuse somebody who barely can understand what you're saying. Or who can't, not barely can understand what you're saying, but more so they can't defend themselves well enough.
Go back because this is light. This is somebody calling him. Yeah, let me read what's going on.
This bitch.
You can see Yuri's been working. Boy, stop. It's a Russian dictator. Table horse rider, Russian dictator. Which Russian dictator?
What's happening?
Try that second one.
I was about to say. I typed in Yuri.
Yep.
I typed in Yuri on YouTube, and it's a couple like videos with like thumbnails of his girl, and his girl like she
looks good.
Yeah, she looks good.
But there's certain
There's
pictures
something
where
wrong with her.
they'll be like, okay, she looks good, but now she looks like she's doing anything she can for a line of fucking promethazine.
No, literally.
Like, she's looking like
legit.
That's everybody.
Legit. That ain't everybody.
Nah, everybody got low lights, nigga. You look good in every picture.
It's not.
You might not look like a junkie in every picture, but you don't look good in every picture.
But it's also
Try
just a
this one.
vibe and who Yuri is. Like, look at this nigga. Look at this nigga.
Type in Yuri stream. Just type in.
You know what I mean?
YURIY. Yeah.
I don't know why I'm mad
Yeah,
now.
just
You know
matter
what
of
I'm
fact,
saying?
just do Yuri Riley.
Yeah, that's what I did at first.
He's not disrespecting this bitch enough then.
Go to sort by the most.
shouldn't be this hard to find.
Go to sort by the most upvotes.
You see, if he was an NFL player,
Yeah.
this shit would be on Twitter somewhere.
No, hot.
Uh-huh.
Ragdolling somebody.
Throwing it.
No, matter of fact, go to top. Yuri exposed Riley for being a fan. Damn, Yuri is such a lame for making Riley get a job. Yuri gets pressed about Riley and 𝔓𝔦𝔑.
Wait. Damn, Yuri is such a lame for making Riley get a job.
You click on that one. That was funny.
So, that one seems a little funny.
Oh, it's a prostitute on Figg.
But you see, she looks fucking strung out in some of these photos, some of these thumbnail photos. She can look a little strung out, and I don't know if that's because of Yuri.
You're so lucky that this isn't the month that you're streaming every day. That was keeping the Reddit alive.
What, him abusing his woman?
Yeah, so it'll be stuff like this, right? She would he's an arguing ass nigga. He's like a bad bitch. Like he's like an annoying bitch that just wants to argue all the time. but doing it with her.
But does she moan when he curses her out? Like she kind of enjoys it. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like,
she kind of gets defeated.
She has low self-esteem.
For sure, to be with him.
Yeah.
He has nothing to offer.
damn. I mean, shit.
I mean, you know, he might be a good person.
I about to say, what?
Might be.
Great personality.
Nigga said.
Nigga has nothing to offer.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, she's there for a reason. He might be supplying her with drugs.
That's one of the running
There's a lot of
jokes.
functioning relationships that are like that.
Bro, both of them are always drinking and smoking. So that's what most people say. They were like,
Really?
they were like every time they get sober, that's when they start arguing. Every time the weed runs out, and they're like, Yori's been keeping her under a weed and alcohol induced coma for this long. That's why they're still together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
she don't even know where she at.
yeah, essentially, she's just floating through the day.
Not clocking in.
But yeah,
And they got a.
it's hard to find. Anybody
I don't see
else?
any good ones.
Anybody else?
I about to say, I forgot who else was even around No Jumper.
Poetic Flacco.
Yo, shout out
Poetic
to Flacco.
is
He's the lead journalist at No Jumper.
pretty much. He's
Right.
the only person. He's the highest journalist there, I would say, for sure, in terms
Yeah.
of rankings. He's leaned into his snitch bag. He knew he's pressing charges on somebody that's been scamming people, apparently. So I've been seeing that.
Yeah,
Did he get scammed as well, or he just
Think
taking one for the
so.
community?
I can't tell. I can't tell if he got scammed or he's just like being like a savior for the
Doing
scam.
God's work.
Yeah. I can't tell. So I don't know.
I
but-
think
It's like
somebody
fighting
got his
predators.
information.
Huh?
I think he said somebody got his information. It was the rapper.
I think something did happen for him. Yeah.
And the rapper that the rapper we're talking about, he made a song about like CPNs and basically, you know, snitching on, you know, the underworld of
that
credit
nigga.
card fraud.
Yeah.
And I think he got Flacco's information, and Flacco's like
Because Flacco was trying to help victims.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so
He's like Chris Hansen.
yeah,
It's
he
essentially for
Trying to catch them all.
he looked at Flacco big ass like
So
I.
Flacco's doing his thing out here. But let's watch some videos of Pun getting shit on.
Yeah, you said you had some.
I got some bangers. So first one was Milk74 was cooking this nigga. Oh my God, he was cooking him.
White man can cook.
There's a video on that one.
I got that one.
Why are Milk and Pun even?
Bro, Milk, let's just cover Milk real quick. Bro, this nigga Milk, bro, get a microphone and put some furniture in your house. Cause it's getting on my nerves that
You can hear the empty space in that.
You don't like his lack of feng shui? You don't think it does something for the acoustics?
No, I hate it. It's echo. That's what drives me the crazy. It's not that you just refuse to set a microphone up and do reaction videos the way like bro, every video you drop gets like 15, 20,000 views. Let's not act like you're broke. You know what I'm saying? Like you're getting a decent income. And based off what you said, you got a girl, you don't live alone. It's not 100% on you.
That nigga's amazing at finding a nice window to prop up at.
Yeah, but that's somewhere, some apartment. I think that's like, they always clown where he lives. I think this is like Sky House in LA. Like, you know how Sky House is to Raleigh?
Yeah.
I think he lives in like the Sky House of LA.
And there's probably a couple sky houses.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
He lives in one of them.
But it's like, the shit that bothers me is the fact that you won't, not only will you not get a
new hairstyle,
a microphone or a new hairstyle.
I mean, I like his braids.
It's the echo. Nigga, we can hear that your house doesn't really have that much furniture. And now it's just annoying, bruh. Get a fucking microphone, bruh.
And plus,
you've been doing this for too long, getting too many thousands of views to not afford a decent setup. This is crazy.
And a simple IKEA couch is like the cost of 2/8,
Bruh.
especially in LA, nigga.
Exactly,
like,
bruh. And it's like,
I mean, you can find some crackheads that might be able to steal it for you in LA, nigga.
I think,
There's
yeah, and I
junkies
think
for high everywhere.
Yeah.
I think Milk is like on
They might
some
run off
like,
with it.
I think Milk is on some shit where it's like, he thinks that's keeping him real, grounded. Step it the fuck up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
might be a minimalist. You never know.
And it's
that's why I don't.
What works,
right?
Which in business it's like weird, like
If it ain't fix it, broke, don't fix it.
The bottom line is the bottom line. You feel me? And it's like the cost to produce this work is nothing.
Yeah.
So why add
'Cause he's
on to that
definitely
cost?
using an iPhone still.
And then why have to fucking pay your editor?
Yeah, not everybody wants to scale. He doesn't want more overhead.
Man, we're talking about one-time purchases, less than $1,000, less than $500.
You know
what I'm saying? Like that's what's the most infuriating part about it. It's just
I feel like
it's just
the
surrounded by niggas who don't want to try to be better.
I feel like the moment he buys that first fucking Roadcaster,
Yeah.
like he's probably like scared of that moment, because that's the moment you really need to take it serious.
Right.
You feel me?
This nigga's dropping like 4 videos a day, bro. He's been going crazy.
No, he has
recently.
too many subscribers to not be taking this shit serious. He's
Bro,
being serious.
Yo, bro.
So the nigga just cheap. This is just his method.
He's cheap, but he just don't give a fuck. He thinks this is it.
It is.
It is.
We talking about him right now.
Yeah,
this shit is working perfectly fucking fine.
Well,
You
we're
see, the
talking
thing
about
is, what's
bad.
the longest video that he'll make?
Fucking 30 minutes reacting to something Adam22 did. This nigga.
You might not need a couch for that.
Yeah. You know what's
We
funny?
sit here for 3 hours. We need couches. We couldn't be on no iPhone headphones.
That's true. And what's actually funny too is like Adam used to try to like roast him all the time. Like, all you do is make content about me. But he used to react to a lot of other things. It is only Adam content at this point, and no jumper content. Like, he is like, that is for sure. His
You got to
primary-
do what you're passionate about. You got to feed your muse, nigga. That's all he cares about right now, nigga. It's the biggest thing taking over his psyche.
Yeah. But I don't know. I wonder if we should just turn that into its own segment. All right, back to pun, because that kind of Milk just took over that one just now. But this is Milk. This is just everybody that's been roasting and shitting on Milk. I mean, not Milk, pun. So we're about to watch Milk just like really ask all the right questions.
Milk and pun sound like they go together.
They do.
Like kid and play.
Yeah.
Y'all ready to watch this?
Interesting.
All right. I just had to get the lower thirds and everything out the way. Get them going. So, but yeah. Should be playing. Oh, it's muted.
Who is this big dude pun? Like who is he for show? He need to worry about going to get the fucking bacon off the back of his neck with his big body ass, bro. Like, what is he really capable of doing? Can he go 74 seconds in a round, bro? Can his big body ass move around like that, low? Like, what is he talking about? Because you the type that always want to throw a gang in it. Oh, well, my homies. Well, my homies. What you gonna do by yourself, big man? This shit is crazy. But see, you need attention. You're attention seeking right now. You want clout, huh? Winnie the Pooh? That's who you fucking look like, fool. Shit is crazy. But that's you. You want to put your homies in a bad position. You want them to go do something while your fat ass sit down on some love seat eating some fucking half-cooked meat or something, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, stop playing. You want
judging them
attention,
from like a
you
medium
gonna
rare.
get it. I'm not you. I am a man by myself. I'm gonna be a man. You're not.
Cisgendered.
I gotta get my homies. Hey, homies, he messing with me. Who is this big dude?
Man, he sounded like he was trying to rhyme a few times.
He's been doing that recently.
What's happening?
I'm like, nigga, you don't have bars. This ain't it. He's been trying to do this whole rhyming thing recently.
He's more worried about the speech than the aesthetic, and I respect that shit. It's not, I don't think it's amazing, but he's focused on the right shit. A lot of niggas got pretty and polished things, and they just bullshitting.
That's true.
Hell no.
You see, like us, we have these horrible couch cushions, according to some niggas in the comments.
Couch covers.
Couch covers.
These nasty, disgusting couch covers.
These foul things.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is like when we got this, we were like, oh, we good now.
Yo, it's almost like what you was telling us. Like, you thought you was the freshest nigga coming here from Jamaica.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was like, nigga, Shaqs. I got the Shaqs on,
You got the
baby.
Shaqs.
NBA player, baby.
We thought we were so fucking cool.
I
with
thought I
these-
had that shit.
Like, nigga, we got these couch covers. Nigga.
Yeah, nigga, we got new couches. We got couch covers that match. Niggas is like, wash them couch covers. I'm like, is there a stain that I don't see? I'm like, what the
Niggas
fuck?
would prefer you use this couch cover to cover your knees.
Right, bro.
The hole in your
So,
sock.
what else?
Yo, shout out to Milk, man. Nigga sounding a little salty. He sounding a little spoiled.
Nah, I think he genuinely sounded confused on who this guy is and
No,
why
that's
he
a-
won't do anything
that's,
by his law.
That's a lot of things about it. And then like even pun is just a fucking joke. Like he's talking all that gangster shit.
No pun intended.
Yeah, like got marked out by Adam. There's a video of Keem. There's a video of Keem in there where Keem is even calling him a dictator. They're like, we got to get him away from AD.
Oh yeah, this
Like
thing.
these are people around.
He like
you.
the nigga that was around Selena.
Yeah, it's like everybody around, nobody, like everybody's starting to realize, bro, pun is fucking cancer to everything. Like, get this nigga away from the bag because he only knows how to fuck it up.
I wonder what his childhood was like.
I don't know, but it's
Because
like,
he was just a baby that grew up.
bro, they be trying to make it seem like Pun had this illustrious career
Of gangbanging?
No, of like music management. Like they try to make it seem like he even had something to deal with 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑, which he might have. I don't know. But it's like they really try to make it seem like he had this illustrious career.
Sounds like Teddy, right?
That right there with Macwop. So they're like joking on this nigga, like they're even joking on him like he's a dictator. He's he got AD in a slave contract. That's why none of us can get rid of him. These are his homies.
So let me ask this then: 2K every 2 weeks. Was that bad?
That's solid. I don't know what I mean, as far as what AD was contributing, it depends on what they are contributing to the channel. You get what I'm saying? But that sounds straight, to be honest.
2 weeks, right?
Yeah. Then he said he was getting like other shit. He was sending invoices. It wasn't.
He still had to keep his own show.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't under contract.
That was straight.
That didn't sound bad at all.
That don't sound bad. But shit, but that comes with if you employed by a nigga, so you feel me?
This 20%.
This what he was with pun dictator's fee.
The dictator's fee.
That ain't no 20%. Hey, that's pun, nigga.
Yeah.
40%.
This what he was getting over there.
Hey, pun. Don't let me find out we gotta get you away from AD. 80%! Cause we gotta support Figg, Cuhmunity, all them niggas
all them niggas.
Wait, no, do the math on that. What the?
But yeah.
So why not just say
his cadence?
Why not just say the number?
Say what number?
Like the specific number. Like he just basically said, you know, his rates are outrageous without saying 40%, like the actual number. But he also said 80.
Around.
Oh yeah, that he was just joking.
He's
he
just
don't
saying,
know what his
he don't
management
know. He
fee
don't know.
is.
He's saying,
But he was just joking.
Just calling that nigga dictator.
It's obviously outrageous.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Because you don't say shit like this without there being something to bag it.
I was about to say.
But AD's in too deep. Like pun is a part of everything. He owns a piece of community and all that stuff. So it's like
why? Just because he manages them?
Because they do everything together. They manage. That's kind of crazy. Manage and you own a piece of my business.
That's kind of deep.
That's kind of deep. That's got to be some sort of legal conflict of interest.
Nigga,
Like,
you a mic on my show.
yeah, that's crazy. Like
This is always a bad idea.
Yeah, that's a little too close. So it's like, yeah, he's so ingrained into his thing. It's over with.
What do you think his obsession with AD is? He's just the most talented nigga he can get his hands on?
Yeah, to leech off of.
Right now.
Or the most talented nigga he can get that isn't going to see that he's getting fucked over yet until it's too late.
Him, that one.
Yeah.
That one right there.
Yeah, this is the man that was getting buttered up by AK. You know what I mean?
Well, Ak's pretty good at that, honestly. So
Yeah, Ak, you know, he eats a lot of butter, so he's probably good at applying it.
Bad nigga.
Hey, speaking of whack, I'm whack. Speaking of Akademiks is gonna he said the one jewel that he did have from the AD interview, he said he's gonna start his conglomerate called the Academy, which is essentially like No Jumper, like a media house. So he said like that it's launching. Like he said he's gonna knock out his live show, and then like I think part of his live show was gonna be him. Like his live show was gonna use the momentum from his live show to springboard him, because he already has a space. And I remember him talking, he's always alluded to having a content space.
Talking about
Akademiks.
Yeah, okay.
Outside of his home. But we never saw it because he was always either streaming at home or wherever his and then the off the record studio seems to move too sometimes.
It moves. Yeah, it feels like it has two different spots.
Yeah,
locations
so it's like I never seen it, but apparently after well, I don't know if it's successful, but after he launches the live show, we're gonna get the new version of Akademiks, which is the Academy. Which remember, 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑 was supposed to be the first installment of that. He did that one episode and then it never happened after that. But I'm interested. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what kind of content they're gonna be making.
Who's gonna be the
Lil
host?
Lil Boom.
sick
Lil
of-
Boom.
I don't know. I just made
More
that
than
up.
likely.
I made
More
that
than
up, but
likely.
yeah.
But it's like I'm kind of sick of seeing Lil Boom.
Yeah.
But
Like, I never thought he was that entertaining ever. Like
I haven't really heard him on like a podcast tip.
I've heard him. And it's
He's
like,
like, all right.
it's I've seen a little bit of his live stream, and I'm like, this is a lot of the people closest to Akademiks are knockoff Akademiks. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you just need a nigga there, and Lil Boom is like the perfect.
He's loyal as fuck though.
He's cool. He's loyal. Yeah, I remember he had that. What was that one shit? Fuck KD. Did he make Fuck
Yes,
KD?
that was him. That was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck KD.
KD, not AD. It was a record.
Yeah,
It was a song.
song.
He had like a
He
he had like
was
a
back
viral,
when,
he had like a viral, like SoundCloud era.
when KD did the whole slithering thing.
Yeah.
He went to Golden State. Yeah, Lil Boom made Fuck KD, and I think it was yeah. How many views does it get?
I gotta see on YouTube.
Who's he? An OKC fan? What the fuck is?
Nah, it
Why
was
is he
just,
so passionate about this shit?
But that was when like
That was when everybody.
That was when niggas were just making songs like "Fuck D Rose." Like, do you remember when people were just making NBA player songs like D Rose?
Damn.
It was just like one of those. Like
1.5 mil.
And you gotta understand, Kevin Durant is he's so like, look, Lil B right there.
You know what? 1.5 mil ain't shit. I thought it was gonna be way more than
Nah,
that.
1.5 is a lot.
That's a lot of views. 7 years ago.
Bro, that's a lot of views.
1.5 million is legit.
That's a lot.
When you see in the millions,
It's a lot. Yeah,
but I
it's a
wonder
lot.
how many it can. I know it's
Now,
a lot.
imagine
But I
if
remember
it
he
dropped-
caught a whole record deal off of this though. He caught a whole record deal off of one of those hits.
He might have had like 8 or 9 when it came out.
And
100,000.
And you gotta understand, this is just the video. This isn't the memes. This isn't like the Twitter
Reaction
conversations
videos.
being taken
Right,
place.
right.
You
true.
feel me?
That's
There's a lot of different things to count in, but
Maybe it went crazy. Maybe
and
it
I
went
think
up on
can you
SoundCloud,
type in Lil Boom fucks Steph Curry?
No need. This is the third video.
Oh shit.
How many does that have?
1.9.
So
Okay, so he's dropping back to back.
let's just count them both. They're the same song.
Yeah.
3 million views.
3 million.
Well, almost 4.
Off niggas on the same team.
Yeah, 3.5 essentially.
And then he's got to fuck Steph Curry too.
Yeah, that's what we talking about.
Oh, my bad. Lil B, Kevin Durant. So yeah, I don't know.
He should have went crazy. Did a fuck.
I don't know
Boom.
what Akademiks is. The Academy could possibly be like
Yeah, you don't know what it is.
because I don't think I even follow enough. I feel like I watch enough Academics to feel like I should know the side characters are part of his world, but the only person I know is Lil Boom.
And Grand was a chat nigga, right?
Yeah, but I never even. Does he talk?
He has an
Does
Instagram meme page that's pretty.
Oh no. The page is amazing, but
Yeah.
like
Great.
I'm talking about in terms of like he's never on the live stream though, is he?
I don't think I've ever heard that nigga speak.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
nigga
never
look
heard him
like.
speak.
But
I
that
don't know
doesn't
what
mean he
look-
hasn't.
That's true. He might be on the live stream. I just didn't know it was him. But Instagram page 10 out of 10. One of the best Instagram page to follow. Period. Grand was a chat nigga. It's amazing. It's literally one of the best Instagram pages.
Grain Wizard chat nigga.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a lot.
So I
it's a
am
lot in that
curious
name.
to see what type of content or personalities that Akademiks is even gonna bring in. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
because that's the
saying?
most important part. And how is he? Like,
'Cause
how
that's
is he
the
going to
whole-
market these people?
That's the whole thing. You know what? One thing, the Akademiks sucks at marketing because this nigga's live show, he's not even talking about it. The nigga went missing for like 2 weeks at one point as well too. Like he was reporting on the 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑 case, and then 1 to 2 days before the mistrial happened, the nigga went missing and it was gone for like 2 weeks. And I don't even think he ever even explained himself.
Probably dealing with his bitch or something. Not even something
because he got the
important.
bitch an apartment in Texas. She's finally out the house. She got an apartment in Texas, but that's probably why he was gone for 2 weeks because he was probably in Texas fucking with her. Even though she's not even in the States, she still got a grip on him. You know what I'm saying?
You going on a vacation.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So who knows? The nigga ain't even promoting his live show. He better stop playing or he's going to have a Roots Picnic Part 2.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody has a problem with putting you on blast again. So it's like...
He might be comfortable with them pre-sales.
True.
Yeah.
He might see what's happening and be like, nigga, yeah.
It doesn't even matter at this point.
It's
'cause
gonna do
I-
what it do.
I know the first 20 rows are full at least, even if the back is empty.
It's going to look good.
I know it's more than
Yeah, I
what
just got to move the camera up. That's it.
Yeah. Just readjust the camera. That's about it. So who knows, man? But I don't know. I'm excited to see what he does. Yeah, what type of talent he brings in.
What day was it again? You remember?
What day was what?
His show supposed to be?
It was September something.
September something, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
know what day of the week, but I know it was September something.
So he's pretty much a month away.
He's not marketing it well enough. Like the fact that you don't know it,
Not
like
at all.
you should be annoyed that you know it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. I was
Type shit.
excited for him when I saw that he was doing his live show,
Yeah. Mhm.
and then I haven't even thought about it since. And then he mentioned it quickly on the AD interview, and I was like, "Damn, I forgot about that."
Yeah, now
shit.
you need programming. You need to say this shit
Yeah.
as much as
Yeah.
Charlamagne
Yes.
marketed to Mika Mallory.
Literally.
Yeah, and yeah,
that was crazy.
Hypnotized minds.
Yeah, and Dr. Natasha Sandy, like I know her as a dermatologist. Like,
right.
If I'm ever in that New York tri-state area, I'm trying to book an appointment with that one. You know,
Not now, nigga. Her rate is 1,000 an hour, probably.
Probably 1,500 hours. Something crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
don't let anybody ask that nigga how his skin looks so good. Name dropping, quick time.
Hell yeah.
As you should. Somebody
Yeah,
asks you where you
for
get
sure.
your hair cut.
Name
you
drop.
tell them Blade Brown.
Yeah.
Name drop.
Well,
but I think that's it. Y'all want to play this last little game before we leave?
Sure.
Yeah, man.
This whole builder because
Oh yeah, that thing.
I lost motivation to go in on No Jumper as the episode going.
Yeah. You getting fatigued about talking about these niggas?
Yeah, I mean, we had already kind of stopped talking about them. Adam was the only interesting one because he's crashing out. That's always interesting to talk about. But the side characters, nothing's fucking happening. Who cares?
They can see this, right?
About to. I always I gotta do like the lower thirds, let those things
Yeah.
pass first.
So
Then, yeah.
y'all will see this. Take a screenshot of it. Actually, I'll put the link to it in the description as well, so y'all can see this because I don't want this on the screen the entire time. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to see it the whole time. But this is you have $11 to build a podcast. And we'll just go down the top row and name out
the 25 people, right? Wait, how many people?
Nah, 7 times 5.
Do the math. Link times width.
35.
35 people. God damn. All right, let's run down it. All right, in the $5 tax bracket, we got Joe Budden, DJ Akademiks, Charlamagne the God, Andrew Schultz, Crystal, Nicole Byer, Carisha.
Why the fuck did she just keep getting planted in
I
like the
don't know.
top line positions?
I can't even avoid her
Why is
in
she
a
a $5?
even in a fun online game. I can't avoid Carisha.
I will say one thing
ranked
though.
too higher than
She is getting ranked way too high. I agree with that, but motherfucker's entertaining. I'm gonna give it that.
She is entertaining.
She's
That's
entertaining
true.
as
That's
fuck.
true.
$5 worth of entertainment, nigga.
She's
You
good.
know who she's sitting
fucking
next
good.
to?
No, $5 of
She-
entertainment
it's-
is crazy.
It's crazy compared to like what where she's with. It's crazy for her to be up there.
She's expensive as Joe Budden.
But
Which
hold
is
on,
crazy.
let's keep going. So $4 level of podcaster: Rory, Gilly, Wallow, Adam22, Mandy, Just Hilarious, Angie Martinez. $3 level: Ish, Maul, Mav Hoffa, Nori, Bridget Kelly, Wheezy, Angela Yee.
That's the disrespect on this list.
I don't even know who Wheezy is.
Wheezy's from Horrible Decisions. $2
that's why.
$2 level: Queen's Flip, Ice, Savon, Alex. I don't know what Alex that is because it's not Alex Media. So I don't know who
this black guy is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Ebony K. Williams, Angela Rye, Melissa Ford. Last level is the $1 talent level. Kid Fury, which is really disrespectful, I think. Peter Rosenberg, Jason Lee, DJ Envy, Damaris.
Yeah, Damaris.
Reggie? Who is that woman?
I do not know.
I've never even heard of her
Fat
or
Hispanic
seen her
bitch.
before. And Taylor, which she's not even a. Taylor does have a podcast.
I was about to say, Taylor shouldn't be one. Like
Taylor shouldn't even be on the list.
if Melissa Ford is 2, then Taylor needs to be like 3.
Yeah, for
and
sure. And
another
Rory should
thing
not be
with the-
4. Rory is too high.
Like this list is some bullshit. So I'm not even gonna take it serious.
Yeah.
Because it's like the fact that Carisha.
Who's this Asian woman and why is Taxstone not here?
No,
Yeah, exactly.
I legit don't know who this Asian woman is. I've never seen her in my life.
The fact that Carisha is worth the same as Andrew, it doesn't.
You know how many
that's not the
podcasts?
same.
You
That's
know how
not
many
the same.
interesting podcasts you can make all this shit.
It's just not the same.
$5. It depends on what version of Andrew Schultz I get. If I get the old one, now I'll put that nigga
Oh.
with Angela Rye.
Oh, alt-right
$7
Andy?
podcast. nigga.
Alt-right Andy? You don't
Yeah,
even
alt-right
need
Andy and Angela Rye.
Yeah, that's true.
I have them niggas always disagreeing.
That's a fire combo right there. And you're not even spending all $11, huh?
Yeah, nigga, I got this fucking I got money to take to the store.
Yeah, that's true. Did I say Just Hilarious? I don't want to hear Angie Martinez podcast at all.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't
want to hear it too
Who
much.
is, on that $5 line, who is Nicole Byer? I've never seen that person before.
Somebody else who's just been thrown up
Yeah, have y'all
I
ever
have
seen
no
her
idea who this
before?
person is.
I
never
hear her name. I
seen-
know her name.
I never even heard that name.
Yeah, I've known
before.
her name.
I don't know.
Podcast
though.
young niggas making.
I don't know, man. I hate the I hate that Carisha's at number 5, but I do like her.
If I had to make the ultimate podcast, I would make Joe Budden.
That's definitely on my list.
I'm trying to put somebody that he hates.
Andrew Schultz.
I thought about that, but I don't know.
Yeah, Joe Budden, Andrew Schultz, and then $1. We'll put
Jason Lee in that movie.
Oh no! Joe Budden, Andrew Schultz, and Peter Rosenberg. Joe can't stand Peter Rosenberg.
That's a good one. I just don't see how sustainable that might be.
Yeah,
It's not sustainable. That was a Crash Out episode. Sorry, that was a Crash Out podcast.
Okay.
That was a Nobody
yeah.
Gets Along Crash Out podcast. My bad. That wasn't quality at all.
I'm thinking, yeah, Joe Budden definitely. It's the easy one to say is Joe and Act, but
They
I
work good
actually,
together already.
yeah, I actually think I hate these numbers though, because I think Joe would do well with Carisha. I just hate these numbers
You like Carisha?
because I was looking at it earlier when I saw this and I was like, bro, she should not be ranked that high. But the things I've seen of her was fucking hilarious, and I think Joe would really do well with that because he has a terrible. He hates that shit. I haven't seen that much.
The fact that you said fucking hilarious.
But I haven't seen a lot. You acting like I haven't gone down the rabbit hole. I'm just saying like I've seen clips where I'm like
And
it
you
pop
willing
up.
to pay $5 for that?
No,
shit?
I just said I'm not talking about the money wise. I'm saying like I wish that she wasn't up that high because she don't deserve to be there.
Ooh, I got a good one. I got a horse podcast. So like,
How
we
expensive is
got
this
to do
hoe's
different
podcast?
styles of podcasts.
yeah, that it's all different categories. So if
For
I would
horse shit,
I would do Carisha. I would do
Angela Yee.
I would do Wheezy,
Mm-hmm.
and that's $8.
Angela Yee would fit right in there too.
You
I don't
see,
want
Angela
Angela,
Yee.
though.
I don't want to hear about her old ass. Sex
Yeah,
stories.
that's pretty much how I feel. I think she's
Yeah.
too old to be doing sex.
I feel that Wheezy is the best at it though.
So there's a you can't afford that. You wouldn't want to see Rory and Joe be forced together to talk.
No, I didn't like them like that myself, but
I don't know about a
horror podcast. Maybe I should throw a.
I would like to
maybe I should
have
throw a guy in the mix.
I would like to have Andrew on that hoes podcast.
yeah, that'd be good.
If I was to make a hoes podcast, I'm probably gonna
That'd be
do
good.
Andrew. I'm gonna just say Wheezy because I don't really even know who that bitch is, and she just looks like a hoe. So beautiful. 5. 8. That's 8.
You think Joe Budden and Gilly would do well together? Oh, you talking about whole podcast? My fault.
Yeah, I'm on whole podcast right now.
Well, I mean the
Carisha,
Ebony K. Is Ebony K who?
Wheezy.
she ain't gonna be good. I mean, you'd have to put the only other person you'd put there is Mandy, but I mean, she ain't.
I need a couple extra dollars.
Mandy's not making any of my list.
Yeah, I don't like her, but I'm saying like, who else is up here that's a good hoe anyway? None of them.
Well, I
Taylor.
want somebody that can bounce off the wholeness. So
Yeah, it's not-
they don't necessarily. So like,
But I don't see anybody who can. That's
Jason Lee.
That's the only other person. That's who it would be. It would be. That's it right there.
Jason
Yeah,
Lee.
that's it.
For sure.
That's the only one.
Carisha, Wheezy, Jason Lee.
That'd be it. Yeah, that's
that's
perfect.
$1 million
That's perfect.
podcast
That's-
right
that's
there.
$1 million podcast.
That's
Yeah.
$1 million whole podcast for sure.
All right, let's do a scam podcast.
Scam?
Yeah.
So scammers.
DJ Envy.
DJ Envy for sure. Ebony K. Williams.
Nigga,
hilarious.
I'm gonna kill y'all now. I'm gonna get 11 envies. Fuck it. I would make the ultimate podcast of
$11.
scammers, nigga.
No, on a serious note, why the fuck is Kid Fury so low? Like, isn't the Read one of the most poppin' earliest podcasts
Yeah, it
that's
is.
been like
It is.
Yeah.
they're pulling up
It
on
is.
like a decade?
The
And
fact
then-
that his co-host is $5.
yeah, I was about to say, how is his
$4
co-host?
less.
How is his co-host at $5 and he's at $1?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Y'all think Rory should be number 4 like that? Up
Nah.
at 4? Okay.
Never.
Glad I was the only one.
This is a
saying that.
stupid list.
Yeah.
This was in the Brilliant Idiots Reddit too, which is probably why Taylor made the list in general.
I
mean, obviously, my favorite podcast is going to be Charlamagne and Andrew Schultz, but that's already a real thing.
Yeah,
That's already a real thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to
But
see
if you
who's
had to,
gonna
but if you had
piss
to
each other
add,
off.
If I had to-
but you're at $10. If you had to add somebody from the $1 row, I mean, the person that's $1 is already there.
Yeah, just Taylor. I'm not
Just
yeah.
Taylor.
It's
I don't
unnecessary.
know though. Like, if I had to make an actual podcast, I would want to listen to. It would probably have to be Andrew. You got to have some comedic relief.
Yeah. Some actual funny comedian lyrics.
You gotta have a girl.
You don't have to
You don't
have
have
a
to,
girl.
but it's
You don't
good.
have to, but it
helps.
It brings another element
You
to
gotta
where
bring,
I
you
think
gotta
that's
bring a
what.
girl who has a good voice too.
Yeah.
You know, like one that's actually like that you enjoy.
Who are you gonna
Weezy
force
will be
in
good,
this?
man. I like Weezy a lot.
I was about to say, man, fuck it, Wheezy.
Yeah, I like Weezy a lot.
And then I don't know,
Oh,
man. I'm fuck with Queen's Flip.
Yeah, I fuck with Queen's Flip.
Andrew, Queen,
Who's
Wheezy, and then
Who is that next to Ice? again?
Savon, that's one of them niggas that was like on Joe Budden shit.
Oh, okay. I'd never heard him on the mic before.
Yeah, he was doing behind the scenes stuff. But
Gotcha.
he's got his own pod now.
Got you.
Yeah.
Let's do a Akademiks. Let's do like a trendy news, like Akademiks vein. So like Akademiks is the lead. Who are you putting around Akademiks?
$5 already spent, or we just
$5 already. Oh no, Akademiks S style podcast.
Oh, so it's okay.
So you don't have to get, you don't have to put
hip hop news.
I guess so. I guess that's what an Akademiks S style is.
I mean, I guess Jason Lee,
Rory.
Actually, let's do a political podcast.
Oh well,
Angela Ryan,
Angela
Ryan, Ebony K.
Wallow.
No,
nigga.
Angela Ryan, Andrew Schultz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do an LGBTQ friendly podcast.
Oh,
Jason Lee.
Crystal, Jason Lee. You gotta
and
put some.
Charlamagne the Guy.
Well, no. Those are two. Those two are. Oh yeah,
That would be 11.
That's 11 right there. But I need somebody. Crystal is really sensitive and always like is offended. So I need somebody like.
Charlamagne the God is there to never let a black woman feel unsatisfied unless
And
he
Jason
makes a
Lee.
tape.
He can't be there. I want somebody that throws her off the pivot on a consistent basis. It would have to be like
An irritant. Joe Budden.
It had to be It had to be Schultz.
I don't want to
or
keep putting him in every lineup.
Yeah.
Like you,
It's too good.
He's versatile.
Joe or Schultz. It's one of those.
Joe
Yeah,
Budden.
Joe would do well.
I don't know, man.
They should put Charleston White up here. We would have been able to make some crazy.
I did think about
lineups.
it though. Sometimes Joe gets a little too feminine when he's talking to women though.
He thinks he's one of the girls.
Yeah.
Let's do a strong black woman podcast.
Crystal and Kid Fury.
Carisha.
You said what?
The Reed. nigga. Yeah, they've already done it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't really. Who made this list? Like, who made this?
A random nigga in the Brain Idiots Reddit, I think.
Best hood podcast.
Of course.
Ooh, here we go.
Noriega and Math.
I'm gonna go with Ish.
Best hood. I think Flip definitely is.
Yeah,
in there.
Flip and Nori.
Wallow.
He ain't even on here.
Flip and Gilly, matter of fact.
Oh, I'm bugging. Wallow is on here.
Yeah, Wallow's on here.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
But Wallow might be too positive. He's not gonna like.
That might be a good
Yeah.
balance. You just need
That's
somebody
true.
extra sour to go along with him.
Yeah, that's true. So put Maul there.
Nah, Maul's too
Nah,
boring.
yeah.
He's not.
Maul's not making any list.
Yeah, nah.
Oh, the Scammer podcast. You forgot to put Ish up there.
Yeah. What's the worst podcast you could possibly make on here? The
Oh my
most
God.
boring shit possible.
Okay, Maul is definitely on it. It doesn't help that I've never heard Savon podcast.
I was about to say I haven't heard. Of
Maybe
a couple
Maul
of these
talking to Gina Views, even though she isn't here.
Maul, Melissa Ford.
Nigga, Maul, Savon, and Alex,
Yeah.
and fucking.
Oh, Alex is the other nigga from Joe Budden shit. Okay, yeah, he was behind
Is
the
that who
sign.
that is?
Yeah, I think him and Savon are on a pod together, I think.
I say Maul. Shit, bro. Mav Hoff is pretty fucking boring too.
I mean, he can punch a nigga.
He can. He got a good punch. I say Maul. I think Taylor makes the boring list.
Nah, I
Nope.
feel like she'll give it just a little bit of fun.
She's so
give
bad,
it-
it's
it'd be
good,
fun.
nigga.
Yeah.
Okay, true.
What's the podcast the build that's gonna get canceled the fastest?
Who the fuck is Alex?
The goal of the shit is to crash out immediately.
Like just from saying the wrong shit?
yeah.
Ooh, I like that name. Okay.
Well, Joe is good at that.
Okay, Akademiks, because he lives.
Akademiks is good at that,
he
too.
came up in that vein, so he has to be on there. He doesn't give a fuck.
Damn,
like he'll crash
Adam22 be
out.
saying wild shit too.
I'm gonna say Ak Nori because Nori is gonna be drunk. He's not even gonna know what he said.
No, Mandy. I think if we're talking canceled, Akademiks,
Mandy will do some dumb shit.
Mandy says fucking
She
crazy
says some
shit
dumb
all the
shit.
time.
Yeah.
That's $9. And then somebody from the $2 line.
Get somebody who can't articulate themselves well. Taylor,
yeah.
that's a
good.
recipe for fucking your shit up.
Yeah, that is. That's a nice recipe for disaster. Did we put Angela Rye on the Boring Podcast?
She could be right up there though. I don't think we did, but she should be.
Maul and Angela Rye.
Yeah, that'd be clutch.
I couldn't see.
I don't know. It's not really a lot I can do with these people.
No, it's a couple things. It just depends on what your goal is.
Yeah, it depends on what vibe you're going for.
Yeah. I don't know. Carisha being $5.
It really fucked you up, huh?
Adam
Takes
calls
away the
us
legitimacy.
She shouldn't be up there.
Yeah, I mean Adam.
But this is what I mean. Like when
Adam
you're a
should kinda be
woman,
on the
And
$5
Adam is
line.
worth as much as Rory.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
We haven't put Jess Hilarious in anything.
She's not bad at all, but it's
Yeah,
just
but
Yes, she's
yeah.
not.
yeah, for what we need.
Yeah.
Shit, Adam either. Nah, it's
what's the gay? We already said gay podcast.
Yeah.
I think that should be
I did say-
Charlemagne and
Jason Lee.
Shit, I guess now we're canceled.
I don't know. He might have a better. What's the one nigga name from the breed?
Kid Fury.
Kid Fury.
I don't know. I think they might get along better. I think Kid Fury will play with the humor more. Jason Lee is just gonna be kind of like
He's kind of above the humor.
you're making jokes.
I think we already
Yeah.
said gay.
Yeah, let me
podcast.
address the fact that you're making jokes.
What other podcasts are there?
Huh? Historical podcast.
Oh, what about
educational podcast?
What do they
I'm about
call
to
them?
say.
True
True
crimes.
Math offer.
True crimes. Definitely math off.
Mav,
Sure.
Nori.
Yeah.
Gilly.
Shit,
I
nigga,
think
Wallow.
Gilly. I
Yeah.
think Gilly or Wallow.
Yeah. Wallow probably.
Yeah, they'll tell the shit out of a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Wallow. Probably Wallow.
Yeah.
Wallow math.
Wallow math for sure.
And let them interview DJ Envy to talk about his current
True
crime.
crime.
Yeah.
Yo, facts. Yo, he's trying to get out of that lawsuit. He's trying to be dismissed from the lawsuit.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
saying
he's-
that
I
saying-
would too.
Saying that he has nothing to do with this pretty much.
He's
Nigga,
getting
you're
scammed
go-
too.
They about to
Said
put,
anybody everywhere who
they about to
ever
put-
got
they
committed.
about to put this nigga in jail.
They
Yeah.
about to get his dumb ass.
Well, he might not spend a lot of time in jail, but they
Yo,
definitely gonna
imagine
arrest
if
him.
Charlemagne the God was the last remaining host of the Breakfast Club. Angela got big and did her own thing, and this nigga went to fucking jail.
I mean,
They
it's-
might go back on top again.
nigga, they're gonna get a documentary made after.
Yeah,
That happens,
if it
nigga.
isn't already happening.
That's legendary.
It's gonna be a weird turn to the end of the documentary now for sure.
Hell yeah, like this
Yeah.
nigga went to jail
Yeah.
for scamming niggas.
It's like they probably had a real nice ending already queued up. Shit just switched up now.
They've always said don't trust Puerto Ricans. It's a bad look overall.
Rashawn Casey. He's not Puerto Rican.
Nah, DJ Envy.
He's not Puerto Rican.
He not Puerto Rican.
Mm-mm.
The
Cuban.
fuck is he?
I think he's black. He's just. I think he has two light skinned parents. I think.
Ain't no way. That
The
nigga,
Haas twins look blacker than him.
ain't no way.
I was just in the Dominican Republic.
There's a lot of niggas that look like DJ Envy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Funny
probably some niggas that look
I
like
saw 4
Charlemagne
niggas
too.
that look exactly like DJ Envy.
What?
I don't know, dog.
Rashad, his name is black as shit.
Yeah, I know he's I think he is just black, yeah.
I've always thought he was Puerto Rican this whole time.
Nah, they just say
Rashawn,
that.
is it African American ethnicity? Yeah, that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, he's black.
Straight black.
He's just
Oh.
both his parents.
I think he got two light skinned parents,
Oh, well, I guess this looks bad for us, nigga.
which is rare. You don't see light skins.
I mean, you
coming
see,
together
but at
often.
least they still come out, just like a light skinned nigga.
Yeah.
You don't usually give birth to Cubans.
A Dominican.
Should just be
Yeah.
grateful he doesn't have green eyes. That would be the full
Oh my God.
100%.
You know how much worse he'd be of a person?
He look like
Yeah.
Pitbull.
He's already fucking annoying.
This nigga had hazel eyes to match.
This list does suck, actually.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's a pretty shitty list, but it's cool. It's,
Just
it's
the
a
rankings
fun
are
little
terrible.
list, though.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
cool.
fun
To,
little list.
yeah, it's cool to like just run through real quick.
You know, Rory being $4. Hey, fuck it.
Crazy.
Why not?
Rankings.
You know,
People
man.
that, people that can be taken off this list forever, though.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this people who just never needed to even be on the list. What the
There's a
hell?
lot of them, honestly.
So
I
all
ain't
the
gonna
behind the
say
camera,
that.
all the behind
half.
the camera niggas, Savon,
Alex,
Taylor, whoever this Asian looking
Yeah.
girl Reggie name is, Demarius, all y'all can go.
All of them step off.
Angie Martinez can go too.
Why does her picture look like a mugshot?
Yeah,
like bit.
That looks like the Angie that was smoking crack back in the day.
too.
Bruh,
The background is like
Ish looks like a real estate agent.
Yeah, nah, he
that's
looks
his
like he's
fucking-
modeling for something.
That's the cover he had in that one of them articles, I think.
That's from his Gigolo photo shoot. This nigga trying to pull a
He
bitch.
look like he's doing a club promotion.
Yo, does Kid Fury trash on the mic? Like, why did
Why is
they
he
put him
number
at
one?
$1?
Yeah, I don't know.
How does that
Or
ever
yeah.
equate?
I can't remember the last time I heard him on the mic.
Me too, but I'm like, damn. I
But-
mean, I know these niggas were on top of the world for
He
years.
can't be trash on the mic.
He can't be.
He helped carry the network.
Yeah.
He helped launch a network.
Yeah, so I just don't understand whoever made this list how they can even put it that low.
It might just be a relevancy.
Bridget Kelly can go too, honestly.
Mandy could too, because I don't like her that much. Just like you.
She got big titties.
I don't need it. That's not enough for me.
I keep it.
Mandy?
Yeah.
More than big titties.
You showing the women a lot of sympathy this episode.
She got a big ass head too.
By me?
No, I am.
Oh.
What you mean?
You just normally hard on hoes.
What do you mean by that?
You showing these hoes sympathy today, man.
I mean-
Gina Views has aptitude and Mandy is valuable because of her fucking breasts.
The aptitude thing, you was about to fall asleep. That aptitude shit woke him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit brought me right back.
Yeah.
Hey, big words do that to you. But I mean, Mandy is like,
Ain't a big word, nigga.
It's kind of big. But Mandy, she's a little bit better than Gina. Not only for the fact that she's on the list, but also as a character.
Oh no.
You know what I mean?
And she definitely is not even close.
Mandy's like,
it's not even close.
you know,
Like Mandy at least invokes emotion out of me.
like I don't watch her, but she's, you know, when
And this is the thing too. It's like I don't watch her, but at least I know this podcast is guided if she's on there. You know what I'm saying? Like if I just see a bunch of cackling women talking about I'm about to do a podcast, but then Mandy pops up like I'm on this, so I'm like, whew, thank God. At least there'll be a little bit of order.
And
you know
I
what I'm saying?
believe when the Joe Budden network, when it was like falling apart, she was one of I think he had 2 shows with like all women hosts.
It
And
was
she
her.
was
She
one
was
of
one of 'em.
She was one of the best ones though.
For sure.
Like out of all
Bridget Kelly was her co-host.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then there was another chick. That was the chick that like they had that whole weird thing go on, that sexual thing, whatever. With Joe, whatever that was, where it was like
They was fingering each other. They caught feelings of some goofy shit.
yeah, it was something weird where I don't know. It was weird.
It was too sexy. Too sexy in there.
It was too sexual from boss to employee, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was
they-
too much like
whatever
flirtatious.
Yeah,
play
whatever
around shit.
whatever it was, and that shit ended pretty much like
Well, Joe Budden did not try to Ish's girl, but even though she was over his crib, it was weird the way
Did
Joe
I
was
put that?
explaining.
Did I put that note in there?
Nah, because it was
Nah.
old and it was just
Yeah,
like a
it's old.
conversation we
He
had. but
tried to not fuck his girl.
this Joe
was just an
Budden,
old clip.
Joe Budden invited Ish's ex over to his crib, but that wasn't where the argument started.
It was
argued.
his ex of 9 years.
It was his ex of 9 years, and then Joe had said previously, like, "Nah, nigga, I would never fuck with your ex and none of that," and that's exactly what he did.
He tried to fuck her.
No. It wasn't that he tried to fuck her. He said I would never entertain or talk to any of your exes, and then come to find out his ex of 9 years was at his house smoking hookah.
Yeah.
So it's like you're obviously talking and smoking hookah is entertaining.
You was entertaining the fuck out of
Yeah.
You showed her a good time. That's what
I was about
bitches
to say.
love.
Yeah. So
Nigga,
it's like,
smoking hookah is like smoking weed.
yeah, it sounded crazy. So, but I screen recorded my favorite part of it just because it was old and the clip is long. But this is the part that is the best part of the whole rant.
None of this sounds like thank you for not fucking my bitch of 9 years. I don't give a fuck. None of this sounds like that. I'm not thanking you for that. But you're welcome. I'm not thanking you for that. But you're yelling at me for it. Because you won't let me speak. You ask me a question and then you won't let me answer. You cut me off. Look how you're speaking to your friend. Seriously.
This nigga's a master.
Look how he's speaking to me. But you're gaslighting, Joe. That's right. No girl can.
None of this sounds like thank you for not fucking my bitch of 9 years. That's sick, man. That's sick.
Yeah, it's a little strange.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
crazy.
I mean. But
he always tries to take a high horse position because he's really over there saying, "Nigga, the bitch was trying to fuck me. I didn't know the fucker." That's what he's trying to say. And
But
it's
he
like
won't
that,
say it, though.
But yeah, but it's like that's not even like a good. That's not even like a good thing in
Honestly,
general.
but
Like,
you know what else? What the sick part was that he was really doing was that you notice he wouldn't tell him why she was over there.
Yeah.
That was the big thing with that clip. He said, well, whenever she decides to talk to you, she'll tell you why she was there.
Right.
So now, so it's like, not only did you have my ex bitch of 9 years at your house.
Yeah, you tell me you was finger painting with the bitch too.
Yeah, and then you won't tell me what y'all talked about.
Well, what else do you expect from a nigga who says that his friends don't deserve respect?
And then,
oh yeah, that's right. I
You
forgot
know
he did
they
say that.
talked about
This is the
Ish.
same person.
Yeah, I forgot about that actually.
You know they talked about Ish.
Yeah,
Like that
exactly,
had to
but it's
come up.
like-
What the fuck else was they talking about? That's the only thing they have in common.
The fact that you haven't told me that it's like
attraction.
the fact that my homie of this many years is saying, well, whenever she decides to tell you what we talked about, like that alone will make you want to run the fade.
You're not
Yeah.
friends.
You
That's
know-
not your fucking friend.
that alone, bro.
I can see his ex bitch on the side of Capitol panhandling. I wouldn't give her $1.
No.
I just tell this nigga what block she was on so he can go see.
Yo, nigga, I'm sitting in the video like, you won't believe this shit, nigga.
Look who you doing better than, nigga.
Facts.
But it is
honestly,
like,
I might, depending on who it is, like if it's an ex that I know he hated, I might drop $1 just so she knows I see her. You know what I'm saying? Like I might drop $1 and just be like, hope you be good.
watch her shoulders slump.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I might do some shit like that, but
But trying to make your friend to tell you thank you for not fucking his ex.
yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then not telling you what happened so that you constantly have this. It's like he constantly has this thing over him.
Yeah.
And you supposed to be my man, and you got this thing of 9 years, which you at that, even if they weren't married, you could call that a nigga's wife.
And it's weird because nobody ever goes that low with Joe. Like nobody brings up his angel dust problems.
Nobody
Like,
ever
in fact, we do, but we're
That's our
different. Joe.
job.
That's our job to humble him because nobody on contract's gonna humble him.
Yeah, which is, but yeah, but and it's strange because it's like,
No. I feel you though. The fact that he's comfortable going
that low,
going
that
low
deep.
like that,
Yeah.
which is why it was surprising when like Rory would like trip out because I'm like, y'all were friends with this nigga and he seems ruthless. Like
Yeah.
you would think that a Joe Budden best friend would have some of the toughest skin in the world,
Right.
But it's like, damn,
nah, nigga.
maybe he did have the tough skin. He was just abusing y'all
he
niggas.
had until that shit got ripped apart.
Yeah.
Chewed on by Joe. But nah, man. Joe is a psychopath.
Facts.
I think he's the most sane person in the room.
Well, he's a psycho, but he just good at it.
None of this sounds like thank you for not fucking my bitch.
And a lot of like Joe isn't even good at it. Like I feel like being good at it.
He's great at it.
Good at
what?
He's amazing.
It
at
depends on like what level you're talking about. Like good
The
in the
top
sense
elite.
that like
He's number one.
we don't see it. Like it's easy to see that he's doing it.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. He knows.
Yeah, nah.
I thought that was pretty masterful.
When
I
you
can't
watching
even-
the tape-
my brain doesn't even wire that way. I couldn't even do that if I actively tried to
Yeah,
like.
I could- yeah.
If I tried to like get at a nigga
I
like
couldn't
that,
even form to make those words.
I
Like
couldn't even
do.
flow it like that. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good.
I mean,
Like, who says anything in that way? Like the
And then
words were put around in a
And
certain.
then even if I did do it, I couldn't even imagine myself trying to be friends with you the next
Yeah,
day.
yeah. He like the way he put words together reminds me of a rapper who writes all different possibilities on one page and just picks out the best ones and put them right here and just be like, nobody would say shit like this.
Connect different.
You see, like-
So he is worth $5.
Like an actual
Oh, yeah.
Bronson
for
type
sure.
of-
Yeah. So
Let's close it the fuck out.
yeah, we have 4.
And keep it running after we even close it, just because I want to do one thing. But go ahead. We're out of here. We got to go.
I about to say, how long we been going?
4 almost.
I about to say, yeah.
But I mean,
we're giving y'all niggas more and more time. We'll see how y'all react in these comments.
Yeah.
Hopefully, y'all put thank you, LOI, thank you, 3Oak,
Yeah.
thank you, Lauren, old
Yeah.
white man.
Thank us
call
for
him
not
white man.
bullshitting.
White man. White
call
man.
him white man.
I call him white man. That's just the name we have. But it's been a beautiful episode. Niggas is tired. What time is it?
It's almost 1 o'clock.
It's
It is 1
almost 1 o'clock and niggas have work in the morning.
Yeah,
Y'all better
Yeah.
like this video.
I
I'm
got
being
a
so
fucking
fucking
interview in the
serious.
morning.
That ass.
We got a white man with an interview. Wish him good luck. You feel
Sometimes
me?
you got to do that.
Is this dropping tomorrow?
Yeah, it'll be out tomorrow.
So hey man,
7 o'clock.
It's a beautiful Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Your lovely host Jay Nobles,
Joe Budden.
Maul. Nah, I would never do that to myself. AJ the Menace.
Out.
white man. Oh,
Taylor.
Yeah.
that was an ugly ending.
Melissa Floyd on it. Nigga.
Yeah. But real quick, let's before keep it rolling.
Yeah, it's still going.
All right, let's keep it rolling. What do I want to do?
I feel like we had to do something.
I wanted to say something in the beginning. I can't remember now.
Subscribe, like, share.
Keep all this.
Do all those.
Keep all
good
this in?
things.
Yeah, just you want to do the ending one more time?
No. We sat in our bed
Nigga,
and now we make it, nigga.
Yeah, we're fucked
or whatever
out
that
here.
say
Yeah,
is.
yeah, man.
Yeah, you fucked that up too. It's okay.
Hey, man, it's been a long time.
If a plane crashes, it's still landed.
Yep, pretty much. That is true.
It's on the ground.
This is going down like flight.
Well, we use a different word for a different
Yeah, we
reason.
definitely flew this shit like we was high off cocaine.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah. We at the end of the bump.
Yeah. It's a paper airplane and shit is falling. But thank you for watching.
Y'all got no more hate for nobody? I feel like, I don't know if I'm mad or just irritated. I feel like just talking shit.
You want to hate on somebody?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck them tow drivers, nigga.
Tow
truck drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, who else should we talk shit about? Just one more.
About to say, just say fuck somebody, man.
Fuck these bitches. Yo, fuck this. There's this one
Is
bitch.
it fucked up to say fuck Europeans? Yeah.
Yeah, but there's this one bitch that's like
Yeah.
annoying me. Let me tell y'all
I had
about
to
this
explain
bitch that's just like annoying in the city. It's like she wants to fuck me. I'm at a point now where if a bitch can't be straight up, and you don't have to say the words I want to fuck you, but like if you're not just like straight up about like I don't want a relationship, I just want somebody to have fun with. You need to be able to, at least be able to formulate that sentence. If they can't say that, I won't give them the dick, right? So I've been toying with this bitch for like 1 year straight. She comes back every 3 months. She'll DM me with a sad face or something like that. And then I'll be like, you said what?
Yeah, horny.
Yeah, horny. Be like, and I'll be like, oh my God, what's wrong? I do the same thing every time. And then she'll be, you won't talk to me. I said, that's because you won't give me some pussy. And then she'll be like, but I told you I wasn't looking for that. I said, I know, but I am. And then she'll be like, I just want to be friends, but I don't. We do this every 3 months. Sometimes they're a little bit more frequent. Sometimes I'll catch her at like 2 a.m. or she'll catch me at like 2, 3 in the morning. I'll just get, because she still has my number. I'll either get a text message or an Instagram slide. And then she'll just like send me the hard eyes. And I'll be like, pussy? And then she'll be like, no, I was just saying hi. I'm like, oh, the hard eyes be pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we did it again today, though. That's why
That's
I
hilarious.
brought it up. She's just annoying as fuck.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, I knew a bitch like that. She was a hoe. And it was weird because I knew she was a hoe.
always the
but
hoes
she
that's
never,
like that.
but she never like, it's not like she wanted me to treat her better. But like, it's almost like she wanted me to forget that she was a hoe. And like the
I don't like
relationship of like what this is, it was just weird. I had to block her because eventually it was like, bitch, like stop hitting me up because of, now you're taking advantage of me.
Yep.
Yeah.
She
And
was
that can't happen.
you were the only person she couldn't be a hoe with.
But
Which is like,
I
it's
don't
not
like that. Which is
it's not that she
disrespectful.
couldn't be a hoe, but like,
She didn't want to, at least.
She tried to act like she was
I
above
mean,
the
not-
hoeing with you.
it's not like above and
It's
hoe.
because she saw more in you.
Yeah.
Like,
She fucking
wanted-
likes you.
yeah.
She fucks
Yeah.
with
She
you she
likes
don't
you,
like
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, that's
and
what
like
it
we got
was.
to the point where I saw some titties or something. You know what I mean? Like,
But she wanted to build with you though, and it's like I can't build with you when I know everybody else got it off nothing.
I'm not gonna give that bitch that much credit. I think she.
No, that's a big up to you though. She
I
wanted
know,
to
but
build-
I don't think she thought that far into it. I
Oh,
think she was
gotcha,
just
okay.
a goofy bitch.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She thought she was playing a game that she was playing a different game.
yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. Oh no though.
Yeah,
But
I'm
now
a-
I had to block the bitch. I can't. I don't like that shit. Like, don't fucking.
Yeah, I've been pretty hard on thoughts recently in the last couple months, man. Just
Oh,
because,
man.
like, I just realized this. It's just like the older I get, it's I'm like realizing more and more. Plus, I'm like really busy too, so it's like I'm definitely like not leaving anything open for relationships.
Yeah.
But like, I'm also realizing like how hypocritical and funny it is, how they want you to keep it 100, but none of them can keep it 100. Like, it's just
Yeah.
literally not part
Never
of their
able
nature.
to, bro.
So like now it's like I play the game where it's like I just say the savage truth now, and just to see how far I can go, and it never fails. It never fails. It's always entertaining. Like I had one girl stop talking to me for 2 days, and then she hit me back up on the third day, and then she was like, "I'm gonna be real. Like when you said like the things that you said to me, I was like, what the fuck? Like nobody's ever said that." And I was like, I know you're just used to getting like cheated on, right? She was like, yeah. She's like, I said, yeah, I'm just telling you, I will cheat on you if you don't, if we're not linking 2 to 3 times a week. And she was like, I just don't know how to take that, and I still don't know how to take that. She said, I told my friend, and she was like, fuck that guy. But then something in me was like, I do like him because he said that.
Yeah.
Didn't work out. She couldn't handle the truth.
I'm about to say, man, bitches are goofy, man.
Yeah.
Got plenty of stories.
Yeah.
Drop
your best goofy bitch story in the comments.
Drop your best goofy bitch story, and I want to tell this real quick. You remember the goofy bitch I was telling you about? She got pregnant at 12. I was trying to get some head from her. Yeah. So that girl,
I remember that story too.
Yeah. Go listen back to the past episode.
Yeah, that's on the wall.
But
I think that was LOI.
She ended up getting pregnant
again.
Well,
fertile, especially at that age.
The time I told you,
that's like medieval times. Sorry, that sounded crazy.
That shit
sounded crazy.
Bro.
I didn't even get it until y'all said that. Low
Yeah, that was like
crazy.
Chris Hansen might try to send a pizza to your
I was
house,
thinking
nigga.
on some like medieval shit.
Like, fertile. That's the age she wet the bed, nigga. The blood, she stained the sheets.
That sounded crazy.
Yeah. But I didn't notice. But she was pregnant, like when I was like, fucking with her.
Damn.
Because the bitch ended up I ended up seeing the stomach a couple months later, and I didn't even connect the dots.
And let's clarify,
I'm like, this bitch
when you was fucking with her, y'all niggas
You
was
were
already
above 12.
got both.
Oh yeah, we were above 12. We were
Yeah.
above. She got pregnant by a 23-year-old. It's a crazy story.
Whoa.
Yeah, I remember him saying.
Are
that
you
before.
talking about the orange juice and PlayStation, bitch?
Nah.
Nah. That one was the one who was older than him.
Yeah, I know. So why did you say he was 12 when that happened?
Oh, they just
Because it was a 12-year-old in the story.
Nah, she was 12.
She was 12. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought somebody just said y'all were both 12. Somebody just said that.
Yeah, because I'm saying
They both were.
Yeah, I'm saying let's clarify. The girl that he's talking about right now, when he was fucking with her, they were both the same age at 12. He wasn't fucking with her when she was
Elka.
Yeah, like it's like he wasn't like 16. or
Oh
something.
yeah, nah. We was the same age, but it was crazy though.
Yeah.
Shit was crazy. Hey man, that's how life is though. You know what I mean? These hoes, they getting pregnant, but they still smoking with you. You know, it's crazy. It's like I'm literally, and she had the child, and I saw the baby. I was like, yo,
That's
like,
a grown man. At this point, or a grown woman at this point.
I know this baby is gonna be dumb. Cause I was literally, I gave it the dumbness. I passed the baby the dumbness.
You passed the joint to her.
Hey nigga,
The blunt.
playing some wonderful. But nah, man, we ain't even talking about nothing. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's
Jay Nobles,
Joe Budden,
AJ the Menace.
White man.
White.